What's good, everybody? It's the Storm Podcast, episode 321. I'm your host, Malcolm. I'm here with my boys.
C2 back again.
His email, you know what it is?
And
Danbo, I don't have a cool intro.
It's good enough, man. It's good enough. Welcome to the show. It has been a long time coming.
This has been in the making for like we talked about it for like a year.
Probably about a year. Yeah. It's been like almost a year. We finally got you on the show. Here's the thing. Our set wasn't always great, you know? It wasn't always set up for other people to see. But now, it's still a little messy in here.
I think you told me you were like, oh, bro, like, because we talked and it was summertime.
Yeah.
And you were like, we can't record right now because it's too hot and there's no AC.
Dude, we didn't like having guests because it gets really hot in here.
Really?
Like.
In a year?
Yes.
Yeah.
It gets really hot in here.
Not bad right now, but yeah.
It's not bad right now. Give it like a week.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's going to suck.
Just thinking about
that.
It
That's
gets
going to suck.
so hot in here. There's no heat and there's no AC back here.
Yeah.
So
I can see that.
we have space heaters for the winter time. Gets very cold in the winter.
Yeah.
And then in the summertime, we can't do anything.
Yeah,
like
we
a
gotta
fan
deal with
kind of, but it gets really hot back here.
Goddamn struggle.
We don't like to have guests because, it's kind of rude to like have people come and then they're
Sweating.
hot and sweating and uncomfortable. It's a bad look. Yeah. So we don't normally have guests in the summertime. So we got you in at the perfect time.
Nah, I appreciate you having me.
And we don't really have guests on the podcast. You're like our third guest on the actual podcast, I feel like.
Whoa.
Because Davey, Sundays, and you, I think, as like guests on an actual episode. Like we have bonus episodes with people and stuff, which are cool. But as far as actual episode, you're here, man.
The other guys, and you got to get Blake, Christine.
Yeah, so we're going to see, I'm going to see Blake at DreamCon. I might be able to get him on an episode. I don't think Yaz is going to be at DreamCon.
Where's DreamCon again?
Houston. Yeah, it's Houston in 2 weeks? Yeah, like 2-3 weeks. It's coming up soon. So yeah, we'll see who we can get on there because we have an Airbnb. So we'll be able to. Our stuff is pretty portable, so we'll probably be able to set up a little pod set up at our Airbnb, which would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, my plan is to spam some interviews.
Yeah.
Like if we can get like.
I mean, the last time we went, we got sober. So I'm like, if we can get a couple more than that, that'd be dope.
If we can get like 4.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we could do it.
We'll see.
That's easy.
We'll see how it goes. But tell the people a little bit about yourself for the ones who don't know.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. So yeah, my name's Danbo. I make I do short form content, but I typically cover like movies, TV shows. I do cover anime. Mostly like I'll do like the main shonen ones just because they're the most popular.
Of course.
So like I always cover One Piece. I try to.
Yeah.
And then I also cover Dragon Ball. Like I covered Dragon Ball Daima when that was going.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I wish, and this is like a mental barrier because I started my content with like movies, TV.
Yeah.
And like, but I'll be honest, like I care more. Like I'm more passionate. I'm way more passionate about like One Piece, Dragon Ball, Naruto. Yeah. And that like community. And like I always love going to those Reddit posts and all those like cats in line. Like I love watching YouTube podcasts of anime. I never watched like, I never go to like movie Reddits or like, never listen to movie podcasts or anything. But I don't know. I just started my content with that. So now it's like truly it's been so hard to like pivot, and like when I make like a One Piece video, like it really never pops off. Like it never performs well just because all my content is so like not anime based, I'm actually in almost the complete opposite situation. I love making anime content. Don't get me wrong. Like anime, cartoons, I love it. I want to do more movie stuff. Okay. My movie stuff does well on YouTube. Really? So if I shoot a movie review, depending on what movie it is and like what like that'll do well. On TikTok, my movie stuff does not do well. We're the straight opposite.
Yeah, it does not do well, bro. And I wish it did because I'm passionate about movies, bro.
What kind of movie? Like which ones?
I love action stuff. Okay. So I love like MCU. I love superhero stuff. I'm a DreamWorks nerd. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I rock with you so heavy. I hated you when you got to see that How to Train Your Dragon movie, and I didn't,
that's
bro.
Coming out in a month. Yeah, I did get to see it early.
Oh my God, bro. I was so upset because I was like, bro, it should have been me.
It hits, bro. it hits.
How to Train Your Dragon 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Don't let him lie. That's his favorite movie of all time.
No,
it's not
I love that movie.
It's his favorite movie.
Do you think 2 is better than 1?
Wholeheartedly.
Okay. I agree. Yeah. I think it 100% is.
And 1 is great.
1 is just more iconic.
Yeah.
It's just 2 is like the better story.
2 brings you everything.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
If I had to rate them, I would probably say 2, 1, 3.
Yeah.
3 is still really good. Has a lot of great things I love about it, but it's not. Grimmel isn't Drago.
I don't like 3 that much, bro. If
Really?
I'm gonna be honest, I mean, it's fine.
When was the last time you saw 3?
Dude, I tried to rewatch it like a year and a half ago. I didn't even finish it. Like,
really?
It's not a bad movie. Don't get me wrong. It's just kind of like.
I just rewatched it maybe 2 weeks ago.
Really?
And I was like, damn, I love this movie. It's not 2. It's not
2,
1.
No. 2 is insane because
2 is so good.
I actually forgot that. I guess spoilers,
of
but
course.
they kill Stoic.
Dude.
I kind of not only did they kill Stoic, but Toothless kills it, which is kind of insane for a children's movie.
That's
to have like
so crazy.
It's like, bro, it's like if they had Stitch murder like Nani.
Yes.
Like that's the equivalent, you know?
It's so intense, bro. And the fact that it happens when it happens, right? Because Stoic and Hiccup's arc was based in Stoic kind of always being disappointed in Hiccup, but never fully being able to like express that. I mean, I guess he did kind of express it sometimes.
He expressed it in a lot of ways.
Right. But then he finally became proud of Hiccup and they finally got that bond. And Stoic was like, this is the next step in that, like being chief.
Yeah.
He found his wife again. They became a family again for all of 45 minutes.
So bad.
And like 45 minutes their time. Our time, maybe 7.
Yeah.
Like they did the dancing and the dreaming song and then death.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so heavy.
It is.
Like it's so, and then seeing Hiccup get mad at Toothless and be like, get out of here.
Pushes him away.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
You did this. And it's like, oh my God, bro.
Yeah, it's extremely emotional.
Masterpiece.
When I saw it, I recently saw it. I didn't remember that even happened.
Yeah.
Dude, I completely forgot.
My jaw was on the floor.
I knew he died. I just forgot that useless. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's intense.
It's one of the best movies ever. I don't care what anybody says.
I'll tell you
It's
this:
a fantastic movie.
if you like, if you're one of your favorite movies, part of the movie is like Stoic's relationship with Hiccup and like how the arc goes.
Yeah.
The live action hits so well because I always say this: like, I'm not huge into all these like live action remakes, right? I'm really not.
Me
How to
either.
Train Your Dragon though is the one franchise that I'm like, this actually makes sense in live action. And one of the reasons I say that is because watching the first movie's remake in live action, like it feels so much real, right? Because the movie is about, like the father's relationship with his son and how like, they, have so many issues and how the father's disappointed. But like watching that with real people is like, man, this is realistic.
Yeah.
Like this is something that is like, this is a real relationship. These are real people. These are real relationships that happen with real people in our lives, maybe even your own life. And when you see that in live action, it just feels so impactful. It feels so powerful. Dude. More than the original movie. Like this is the one remake where I went out like, man, that was arguably better than I think it was.
Whoa.
I really do think it was.
Better than the original.
Yeah, because it's just like, it feels like, this is not a spoiler because it's in the trailer, but like the scene that hit me the most is when they're arguing in the Coliseum, right? When Stoic learns that Hiccup was training the dragon, he's training Toothless and he wasn't killing him. And there's one line where Stoic is like, they killed your mother. Yeah. And then he replies, and we've killed thousands of them.
Right.
Dude, watching that in live action, I was in like, geez, bro. Like this is like, because you're watching, this is real people on screen, bro. Like it's insane. Like it hits so well.
I can't wait. Wow. So I actually... earlier today, got invited to an advanced screening. So, I'm sure it's the same one.
They give you like 3 options?
Yeah. Which one you pick?
I haven't chosen yet.
Okay, I picked the Wednesday one. Okay. I think the 5th or 6th, whatever day that is.
And that's a screening of How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an early screening. I got hella tickets, so I think...
Yeah, they gave you a couple.
Yeah, I think 4 or 5.
I haven't checked it, but yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I'm going to that. I might try to go to more than one of them because...
Go to all 3?
I can't go to all 3 because I'll be at DreamCon for one of them. But the other 2, yeah, I'm hyped. But yeah, I love that. Bro, and I was just so like, wait, did you go to the Isle of Burke yet?
Oh, at Universal?
Yeah, did you get invited to that?
I wish. Oh my God.
A lot of my content friends got invited to that.
It was like the weekend. Like people left CinemaCon early to go to the opening. It looks dope. It looks super cool.
I'm going this summer. I don't care. I have to.
Like, that's one of my. Have like fake dragons there?
They have everything there.
Is it like robotics or a hologram? Like, how do they do?
I think robotics.
Yeah, robotics. Yeah.
Have you guys seen like the trend? Like, there's this like one. It's the actresses for what's it called? Rough Nut and Tough Nut.
Yes.
Have you seen their actors?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many videos going viral.
Yeah.
Because these actors are so good. Like, honestly, like.
Yeah.
I had to say it because I was just like glazing the live action, but I think they were better than the characters in the movie. Because, like, dude, especially Rough Nut, I think is the girl, the sister.
Yeah.
Her actor in this park is so good.
Yeah.
All these videos are going viral of her just playing the character and interacting with the guests. It's so good.
I gotta go. I'm definitely gonna find my way there this summer, dude.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, because dude, you've been killing it. Like you've been killing it. I've seen all the stuff that you've done. You went to the Harry Potter store opening.
Oh, sick.
You get all types of stuff from Marvel, Warner Brothers. Yeah. How'd you get on those PR lists? Is that, if you can talk about that?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the things. All the big studios like Warner Brothers, Disney, all of them, Universal.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where like once you get one invite for them, they put you on the list.
Yeah.
They all have a list.
Right.
So like Disney, like I got the Daredevil invite. And then ever since then, I've been on a list. So they send me they send me random invites. They send me random PR stuff. They send me random opportunities. But it's like really one of those things where it's like, yeah, you just got to like keep grinding. And once you get that first invite, like they just add you to the list.
I got to get me one of those invites.
You just stay on it. And
I got to get one of those.
Yeah,
but my movie stuff just doesn't spark off the way I need it to.
they do look for movie stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I have movie stuff, but none of it does incredible. Some of it does good, but none like too crazy. But hey, it is what it is. Speaking of movies, did you see Thunderbolts?
Oh, I did. Amazing.
All right. Number out of 10.
The 10, like 8.5, maybe a 9, 8.5.
I think I could agree with that.
That was a 9. That was a good movie.
It was good. Solid.
That was a good movie.
How do you guys rank it compared to like the other post-Endgame movies?
Compared to the other post-Endgame movies, it's definitely top 3. As of, I'm trying to do the sequencing in my head. Mm-hmm. My top 3: Wakanda Forever, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and Thunderbolts. I don't know what the order is. I think my order might be. Damn, this is tough. I might go the order I said it. I might go Wakanda Forever, Thunderbolts, then Guardians 3, actually. Yeah, I think that's my top 3 post-Endgame.
Wakanda Forever, it's a good movie, but I think you're the first person I heard to put it at number 1, bro.
Dude, it's incredible.
It's good.
I think, dude, the feeling of grief and pain
my God,
that was put through that movie is next level, bro. Like, you can feel the pain of the character. And, like, what makes it so incredible is they're acting, but
I don't think they
to
were.
an extent, they're not.
I don't think they were. Right. The first scene, the opening scene, I don't think they were acting at all.
Yeah, like those were real tears. Yeah, like this person is actually gone.
They actually lost Chadwick Boseman. Yeah. So those feelings come through when you're watching it. I feel like just the weight of that movie to me was incredible. Like even that final fight scene between Shuri and Namor. Bro, the weight of that fight scene, like the punches, it just felt so intense to me. I feel like that was one of the most intense MCU movies that I've seen. Like if you look at the top 3 I just gave you, they're all emotionally intense and they all push the envelope of what the MCU has kind of become.
Sure.
Yeah.
I noticed you didn't put either Deadpool, Wolverine, or Spider-Man No Way Home, which I'm glad you did.
Right.
Because I don't have them at top 3 either. Not because they're bad. I love them. I adore them. But it's just like, they're not comparable. They're not
very
comparable.
Spectacle. And the spectacle is amazing.
Right.
But they're not film.
It doesn't have as much substance as the rest of them.
Exactly.
They're cameo fest, which is great.
Yeah.
I love
the cameos.
It's fun. It's a great time at a movie experience. Amazing time at the movie experience.
Yes.
But it's like, I'm not going to watch it again.
Yeah,
you know?
that's all it was. Especially Deadpool and Wolverine. It was just cameo after cameo, and I loved seeing them.
Yeah.
But it just didn't have the substance as Guardians did. Come on. And Thunderbolts, oh my gosh, it was so much better than I would have expected.
Where do you have it post Endgame?
It's like right there with Wakanda Forever.
So what? 1, 2,
either
3?
1 or 2.
Okay, I'm not
like
mad at
it's
that.
right there. I might put it 1.
1?
It's one of my favorite movies that I've seen in like a while.
What's your post Endgame lineup?
Very
Dan?
good.
I think post Endgame, I think I got Thunderbolts at 1. I think Guardians is interchangeable.
Okay.
I do.
Very fair.
But I got Shang-Chi, bro, at 3. I like Shang-Chi a lot, man.
I like Shang-Chi a lot too. Good. Shang-Chi is probably in my top 5.
Of all time? Or
no, not of all time. Post Endgame.
I feel like there's not much to work with.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember all the post Endgame movies.
Like, you know, you got those. I think you got Guardians, Thunderbolts, Shang-Chi, and then you got Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. And then you got Deadpool, Wolverine, Spider-Man, which are not comparable. I can't rank them like that. And then you got, in my opinion, just, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like,
I feel like there's got to be something
I do.
Missing.
This is, okay, people, my buddies hate me for this. I think Quantumania is so overhated, bro.
Quantumania was hot garbage.
I'm going to be real. Yeah, I think you're
overrated,
It was terrible.
I think you're tweaking.
This is crazy, bro. Quantumania is one of the only movies I watched twice in the movie theaters. Because it's just like, to me.
Really?
Dude, I don't know. I had a good time with it. I just thought it was fun. I thought it was like dumb. I didn't take it too seriously. I loved Kang.
Great. He did incredible.
I was so much more invested in Kang's character than I ever was with Thanos. Not that I hated Thanos. It was just because like we knew so much more about Kang before we knew about Thanos.
I
was so much better.
So much better. I love, personal thing to me, I love timeline stories. I love time travel stories. I really do.
Really? I hate time travel.
I love time travel. I just find it such an interesting concept. So like having Kang as a character be all about time travel. And I was so happy to see him like, people like complain like, he got killed by ants. But it's like, I mean, that was the point. Like I thought he was gonna come back stronger. That wasn't the Kang who was gonna be
a bunch of different.
There was a bunch of one. And he lost only to come back stronger. I thought that was like, I watched it and be like, yeah, that makes sense that he like lost like that.
Right.
I do think the ending was bad with like, you know, Scott just being like, we're stuck. We're not stuck. Back. Nothing changed. We're back to status quo. Sure, that's bad. But like, I don't know. I thought it was a fun movie. I don't think it was a masterpiece. I thought it was fun.
One of the things that I literally said when I walked out of the movie was I was so excited to see Kang because he wasn't like an enigma. Because when we first saw Thanos, it was like, what is he for real? Like
they delivered him well.
Yeah.
Thanos was delivered well. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking him at all.
He was good.
But what I liked about Kang is that, like, man, dude, there was so much mystery around him. We had the whole Loki series talking about him, hyping it up.
Yeah.
Then we got all of Quantumania be like, this guy who's been stuck here was locked away. I'm like, man, I want to know more about him.
Yeah.
You know? Then they were teasing him with Moon Knight. Like, there was just there was so much more that we knew about Kang than we ever knew about Thanos. Yeah. Which to me was like, I just want to see him, bro. I want to see him in an Avengers movie, and we're never going to see him.
Yeah. I was a little disappointed at that, but I am very excited for Doctor Doom now, though. The way that they've hyped it up, it has gotten me a little bit.
So I'm excited for Doom because he's Doom, right? Mm-hmm. However, all the things that I loved about Thanos and like what they were doing with Kang are missing from Doom, right?
Yep.
We were waiting for Thanos for years. We were like, oh my God, Thanos is coming. Little bits of Thanos here. Little bits of Thanos here. Yeah. Set up. Stone. Kang was like, okay, we see a little bit of him here.
We got a lot of him
then
here.
He's doing something here. A lot of him here. A little bit. So it's like the building and anticipation.
Shang-Chi's rings were Kang Tech.
Right.
Miss Marvel's thingy, her bracelet, that was Kang Tech.
Right.
Like they were planning something.
So seeing the build is awesome, right? Mm-hmm. Doom is just like, Doom. He's just gonna be here.
But nothing. There's
nothing at this point talking about Doom.
Yeah. But we're getting ready to get Fantastic Four, and that's going to be like the entrance point.
That's one movie that takes us to Doom.
And it's the movie, literally, like, it might as well be called, like, it might as well be a prologue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like this, I feel like this is where they would introduce, because when did he get announced? Like sense. Not even that long ago.
That's what I'm saying. Like they shouldn't have announced him, then dropped him. They should have announced him and did what they were doing with everybody else.
Kang. I think the biggest problem right now.
I don't think you can recast Kang.
The most easy character to recast him. Also, it's like.
But the reason why I say you can't recast him.
You can't.
You can't recast him.
Oh, I thought you said you could. Why explain?
The reason why I think you can't recast him is because if you watched Loki season 2 and you watched Quantumania, Jonathan Majors did such an incredible job I don't think they could recast with anybody who I would think is comparable or better.
I agree. I think, I agree. Jonathan Majors, he messed up. He did not do good things, but his acting skills, amazing. Like, he has such a unique way to show that he's pissed off without outwardly being like, he had such a good facial expression with all of his scenes. Yeah. I think the solution was, because there was no perfect outcome with the whole Jonathan Majors situation. However, I just think they rushed into Doom. The fact that we I'm also upset that we don't have any Avengers movie post Endgame that's just one-off Avengers, not some obvious reboot that they're doing in Secret Wars. Yeah. My solution would have been, hey, you instead of going straight to Doom, which I'm okay going straight to Doom to lead up to Secret Wars, I think they should have had a Kang storyline with a younger Avengers movie. They've set up the characters. Yeah. We've had Kate Bishop, we've had a Static, we've had Wiccan Speed. They should have just done Stature. We should have just had a young Avengers movie. Yeah. With those characters, have Kang be the bad guy for that, since that is comic accurate. Yeah. And he was Iron Lad, right? In the Young Avengers comic. That should have been it's not Avengers, but it should have been the big phase ending, big all comes together movie. One off, just had Kang be the main villain for that. And then a couple years later, then we finally get Doomsday, Secret Wars, and all that. Yeah. But it's like, we've had nothing with Doctor Doom. Yeah. Nothing. Fantastic Four is coming, sure. But it's like, he's coming. Also, they just started filming. Yeah. And it comes out a year from now. They just started filming. I'm worried about it. I don't know.
Yeah. And one thing that kind of confused me is, are they going to be introducing Galactus in the Fantastic Four movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the main bad guy.
Are they going to defeat him?
No, I don't think so.
I think Galactus destroys their world and they escape.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
because you saw the end of Thunderbolts, correct?
Yeah.
That leads
to and they're coming.
I think they're escaping Galactus in that scene.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And I love that. I was talking to my girlfriend's dad about it. I love when superheroes lose. Yeah. So this movie, them being able to lose, because it's not our universe. It's a different universe. Mm-hmm. So that world can get
destroyed. Yeah, I'm like, Galactus is gonna
eat it. Yeah, it's gonna be over. I love that. Yeah. That's why Infinity War is so cool. Yeah. Because they lose. Yeah. That's epic.
Yeah.
That's epic. To me, Infinity War is probably my second favorite MCU project.
Really?
Let me get your top three.
I mean, I can't rank Infinity War it's kind of like that Spider-Man No Way Home thing where it's it's just not comparable.
Okay.
Because, so it's of course going to be the best movie experience.
I don't think it's the best.
I mean, I think it's best movie experience. I don't think it's the best written movie, but I just think
best movie experience.
Infinity War is
I don't know.
Infinity Endgame, bro. I think Infinity Endgame is truly it's a movie theater experience that will never be topped. I don't even think Doomsday or Secret Wars will top it. The shock sitting there for the dust scene.
Yeah, it does.
Because I wanted to say that Civil War had a very good feel in the movie. Yeah. But that might just because it was just a fantastic movie. It was just written so
Civil War is my number one.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Civil War 1, Infinity War 2.
It is good, but number one is great. Wow.
Civil War is my number one too.
Really?
That's not what's your number? I
don't even know if I have number one. Probably in terms of actually well-written movie, probably Winter Soldier. I think the Winter Soldier
is very good. I rewatched it.
Really, it's phenomenal.
So good.
Look. Listeners know this. I'm a Captain America hater. I'm a strong Captain America hater. Okay. I went back and watched Winter Soldier.
So good.
God, that movie was great.
Fantastic.
That movie was incredible.
I loved
that movie. Was incredible.
Yeah, that movie is epic.
Yeah. I wish I could have appreciated it the first time I watched it, because rewatching it, I was just wow.
I appreciated it the first time.
But the actors were so freaking good. Sebastian Stan, I did not know. He was so much more of a demon than he is now. And it kind of...
He came back though.
Thunderbolts?
He came back.
That was one of the coldest scenes ever.
On the motorcycle?
When he pulled up on the motorcycle.
He got a hero theme. He
finally got a hero theme.
It was so good.
He took the one car out, hit the little cord, went back, wrapped it around his arm. Oh my God, that was so cool.
That scene was amazing, but I don't know if I can pin it against him versus Cap.
No, him versus Cap was
that was some of the best choreography ever.
I think it's the best choreographed fight in the entire MCU. Agreed. I don't think it's a content. The best choreographed fight in the.
They were fighting, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, when he dropped the knife, caught it,
flipped it.
Oh my goodness.
So crazy.
That was the best fight in the MCU.
Yeah.
I think so. I think so.
I hope they stick with that badassness of Winter Soldier.
Yeah. It was badass.
The funniest part, I thought the funniest part in Thunderbolts was when they're fighting Sentry, right?
Yeah.
And there was like, they all like lost. And there was a scene where like Bucky takes off his like jacket and he's like, all right, like, I'm gonna get real sick. And it was like kind of like, they're all like, I think they were trying to be like a reference to like Cap, right? Like he's like, oh shit. He's being inspired by Steve. He's never back down.
I can do this all day.
Yeah, he's like, let him go. And then he's just like, nothing, bro. Like,
it's absolutely destroyed. Who's your favorite Thunderbolt?
Oh, I have a big one. I'm making a lot of videos, bro. John Walker. Not because I like him as a person, obviously.
Right, yeah.
But I actually think that he is one of the most interesting characters the MCU has ever written.
Yeah.
Because he is so like, the whole thing of like, oh, he's the perfect soldier, but not a good Captain America.
Yeah.
Like
agreed.
His whole writing is like, oh my gosh, like he is like worked for the government, he has all these things, but like, man, like he is not a good person at all. I don't think we've had like a good like anti-hero like John Walker. Like he's not even a villain. Like he's not. Like, never. If you look at like all the things, he's never like he's not a bad guy.
He's literally just a misunderstood guy.
He's not misunderstood.
He's misunderstood. Like he was in Thunderbolts. I feel like getting his backstory of just like wanting to be with his like family, but he's so messed up. I was like, dang, I kind of feel for him.
But I think we understand that.
Mentally.
But I don't feel like we got to know that like before Thunderbolts. Because I was like, dang,
we know that John Walker. Did you watch Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
We know John Walker was a great guy. Serum messed him up. Like, it messed his mind up.
It made him like, it amplified. What was already kind of hiding there, but wasn't all the way out.
Yeah.
But amplified it even more.
Yeah, it made him more angry, agitated, like, not.
One of the most interesting things like about him, and it's such good writing where like, if you watch the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, most scenes that he does is a parallel to how Steve was as Captain America. Watch his fighting. How does John Walker fight with his shield? He uses a shield plus a pistol. Steve Rogers, he only uses a shield.
Right.
He's protecting, he's not trying to kill. John Walker, the first scene we see him as, he's in public, he's remember he's in the gauge, he's getting interviewed by his massive stadium.
Yeah.
Steve, what do we see him do in public? Oh, he holds therapy session.
Right.
The literal opposite. John Walker, in all the scenes in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he goes into a fighting stage. He goes, "Hi, I'm Captain America." Right. Steve, how many times have we seen him? He goes, "Hi, I'm Steve Rogers."
That is
because
true.
He doesn't view himself. Steve views himself as a human, just like everyone else. John Walker views himself as, "Oh, I'm Captain America."
Right.
As a pride thing. Like, it's just like little things like those. It's like, man, this is like genius writing.
Right.
That like the MCU has never really done like before, like to this level.
I'm going to be honest. I love Falcon and Winter Soldier. I did not notice that until you just said that.
Yeah.
Falcon and Winter Soldier it holds up the best out of any other MCU show. It's so good upon rewatch.
I agree. Yeah. I was super late to it. I didn't watch Falcon and Winter Soldier until maybe, actually, I think I watched it the week before Captain America, New World Order.
I was about to ask you, how do you feel about? As a Cap hater, how do you feel about Brave New World?
Loved it. Oh yeah, well, I said New World Order, Brave New World. Loved it.
You loved it.
Loved it.
Really?
I went into that movie expecting Captain America 4. I left that theater getting Incredible Hulk 2.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Okay.
So the version of Hulk that we have had for the last however many years has been lame.
Dude is docile, bro.
Yeah. He's very docile.
It kills me every time.
This Red Hulk reminded me of how badass Hulk is supposed to be. Yeah. And I loved that.
Yeah.
I would have liked the movie more if this is the only movie where I'm like, my experience was really impacted by the trailers. Because the trailers, like, if they took out all the Red Hulk scenes from the trailers, I would have liked the movie a lot more than I did. But, like, my issue with the movie is that, like, the entire time I watched it, in back of my head, I was like, man, like, where's Red Hulk? Where's Red Hulk? I know he's coming.
It's crazy you said that. I just shot a TikTok. I haven't posted it yet. I'm going to post it later today. I just shot a TikTok very similar to that, right? Okay. Basically, what I was saying is, what a lot of people misunderstand or kind of forget is when it comes down to an MCU movie or a movie in general, right? There's more than one team. So there's the production team whose job is to make a really great project, right? And then there's the marketing team whose job is to put butts in seats and do all that, right? So when we're looking at Captain America, the production team did their thing and they made the movie thinking that people weren't going to know he was Red Hulk.
Yeah.
Like when you think about that movie, you're not supposed to know.
You're not. That's they frame it like they don't frame it at all.
You're not supposed to know
be the
that.
secret, but then we know from the trailer.
But then the marketing team thought no one's gonna go see this movie unless we show Red Hulk,
which they're kind of right.
They are kind of right, but like to me, it's like I could be wrong about this, but I'm like they could have replaced because they didn't show the leader at all. And in my head, I'm like, they could have replaced the Red Hulk scenes in the trailer with just like the leader.
Nobody would care.
Know if they would have cared.
So? Nobody would care. So. Nobody. Honestly, most people don't even know who that is.
When he first came out, I was like, "Oh, I remember him, but I don't know him." And then, like after I realized who it was, that's when it got exciting.
Most people know who the Hulk is, but they don't. They might not know Red Hulk, but they know who the Hulk. So they're like, "Oh shit, Hulk is red now." You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I agree. I just think like, man, like, do you really like? How would you have felt walking out of that movie in the theaters and having not known Red Hulk was in it?
Oh,
dude, it would have been insane.
It would have been so much better. It would have been incredible because the entire time he kept almost turning into Red Hulk.
If you don't know what it is, you're just like, what is he doing? What's happening? What's going on?
And it made the scene so much less impactful because the entire time I was thinking, wait, he turns into Red Hulk.
When is he going to turn?
No, I know when he's going to turn because I know he turns
in the
at the
DC,
end in DC with the cherry blossoms, right? So when he was in the boat, I was like, he's not going to turn here. So they kept like teasing that he was about to turn. I was like,
there's
well,
no
he's
tension
not.
There.
Yeah, I was like, he's not going to. But if I didn't know that, then, but you know, the marketing team understands, and this is what the actual TikTok was about the reason why we didn't get a trailer for Ironheart until later.
We're on Chicago. We got to talk about it.
Yes, we're definitely going to talk about Ironheart. But we were like, people were saying that MCU didn't want to give it a trailer because they wanted to fail. They this, they that. No, there's a production team. There's a marketing team. The production team, I would assume, did their best to make the best project that they definitely could. The marketing team understands that, in the same thing with Captain America, a lot of MCU fans, it's just a fact of the matter, are racist. Like,
oh my goodness. We'll talk about that.
Don't look at that dislike ratio for Ironheart. Right. It's awful.
Yeah.
People were not going to go see the new Captain America movie because the new Captain America was black.
Yeah.
So they put Red Hulk in it. So that way people would be like, oh my God, I have to go see it.
Now I want to go see it.
Yeah.
Same for Ironheart. The reason why the marketing team didn't drop that trailer until late is because they knew what those comment sections were going to look like. They knew what that dislike ratio was going to look like. And the more negative hype that builds for the show, the less people are going to want to tune in. So the later they can push back that trailer, the sooner it can be like...
The less are in like...
Exactly. The less that dislike rate happens, the less negative comments happen. If there was no trailer... Like, let's say they would have put the trailer out a week before, there still would have been hate.
It's like ripping off a Band-Aid.
Exactly.
It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. Like, they chose, like, we can either, like, pull it all once and it won't hurt, meaning we're not going to get viewers, or we can slowly pull it off and it's going to hurt more.
Exactly.
We will get more viewers.
So they were just like, the reason why, because the trailer hyped up the people who were already excited for it and unbiased.
Yeah.
And it hurt the people, like the people who were biased. You know, so... That's the reason why. Like, people kind of forget that there's two teams that are handling this, because a lot of people are saying that Marvel's racist and they want the movie to fail to prove
they know that there is a large portion of viewers who are racist.
Yeah, exactly. Going to hate on it just because.
Because people are like, oh, they want the movie to fail so they can prove that, hey, we don't want black stories, so they don't have to do it because this failed. No, they want that to succeed, but the marketing team is like, there's racists out here.
It won't succeed if we do it this way.
Exactly. So that's, I mean, granted, I didn't talk to anybody on the team. Like, that's just my, that's why I think that
that makes perfect sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So, yeah. But what do we think of the trailer?
I think it looks dope. I think, like, people, the biggest problem with Marvel shows is people, like, they're not supposed to be, like, this grand theatrical thing. Like, people are like, who asked for this? It's like, dude, it's a show.
Right.
It's a show. And it's like, I made a video about it the other day. It's like, dude, the suit ups, bro, that in the trailer is sick.
Looks so good.
When she's running and then the suit just comes and grabs her and she turns around and slams on the floor.
Looked so cool.
That's what got me.
That's what got me too.
That's one of the best suit up scenes we've had in a while. That's better than all the nanotech bullshit.
Yeah, they'll just appear
so much better than that garbage nanotech. But the suit looks so freaking good. Yeah. And everybody in the comments is like, well, that's not my Iron Man. That's not the suit. I'm like, that suit looks incredible. That is epic. One of my favorite Iron Man suits.
I don't know so much better than Wakanda Forever.
I agree.
It looks so much better. I agree.
I don't know if you noticed this. There's 2 suits in that trailer.
There are. There's a white one.
There's a white one.
And there's
the rusty one that she put together.
Yeah.
It's epic.
Yeah.
We're going to get
I really
cool
like
stuff.
the white one. I got to say,
I like the rusty one more.
I like both of them, but that white one looks it's so clean and so sleek.
I want it to look like,
I feel that. I do. I like the rusty one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like that one too.
I'm just happy we're in Chicago. I'll be honest. Like, I'm so happy we're not in New York for another MCU movie. It's just like, it's crazy too, because I always think, I'm like, man, like, Chicago is such a good like place to like film movies. Like, we have like a huge city. We have all these like skyscrapers, which is good for action movies. But they always go to New York.
Apparently, our laws are really like strict on stuff. Yeah, really. So like the shooting law, like there's a lot of weird time laws in Chicago.
Okay.
Like a lot of the reasons why movies don't come here, and I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of your favorite artists probably don't come to Chicago to perform. It's because our like curfew is super weird.
It is weird. New York never sleeps. It's a good place.
Yeah, concerts have to end by like 11 p.m. or you get fined. Yeah. And shooting, I don't think you can shoot movies after a certain time without paying a certain amount of money.
Yeah, I do. I actually did find that out recently. So I'm engaged
awesome.
Recently. And
congratulations.
Thank you. And we looked at a venue like in Chicago.
Yeah.
And we're like looking, and they have it was an outdoor venue, like a backyard. And we were like, it looked nice, but they were like, oh, like we need you out by like 10:30.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like that's pretty early. But I'm like, why? And they're like, not because of us, but because Chicago law prevents like outdoor music.
Yeah.
Until that time. Right. Like, man, like we couldn't go through the venue because I was like, I don't want to end at like 10:30. Right. So that actually makes sense. I never really connected it to like film and shooting here.
Yeah, that's why a lot of movies aren't shot here. I mean, they can still do it. They just have to pay.
They have to work with it.
Hella money. And that's why they choose not to. So Chicago is really weird. I was lit when I saw it. I was like, oh shit. I was like, that's my city. I saw the parking lot signs that are everywhere. I was like, we here.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that.
They do some great promotional material here.
I'm trying to send some emails, dude. Like, because it's like I went to the Daredevil premiere. That was in New York. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Ironheart, come on. Like,
I hope they do something here,
bro. Like, you have to do something here.
They have to.
Yeah, I hope so. Because we don't get a lot of cool stuff here.
Anything, bro.
Which is stupid because we're such a fucking huge city, but there aren't that many creators here.
No, they're not. You're one of two. Like, they're like, there's a lot of like lifestyle creators here. Yeah. Sure, but it's like, you're
not even a lot. There's
a ton.
Oh, well, I guess I don't know that many of them.
Yeah, I mean, from what I see, but like, there's not a lot of like, there's not a lot of like, like movie talkers or comic talkers, like the nerd community. They're not.
Everybody leaves.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know. Do you know that I found this out recently? Do you know the guy he's big on TikTok who does like did you know? He does like a point.
Did you know that? No.
Yeah. He goes like, did you know? And he goes like,
yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? He's in Chicago. He was in Chicago.
He's like I mean, we might not be talking about the same guy.
He goes like, he has like a kind of a gag every time he starts a video. He goes like, did you know? And like people call it like, oh, like, why are you saying it like that? But like he has like over 1 million followers. He has like a movie Did You Know account. He has a video game Did You Know account. He has like a bunch of other Did You Know accounts. You probably know him if I show him like his face, but he was in Chicago.
Is he a light-skinned black guy?
No.
Okay, the anime Did You Know guy is a light-skinned black guy.
He doesn't do anime, just does movie. Okay. But I just found out he's from Chicago, lives here. He just moved to LA.
Dang. Yeah, like, everyone moves to LA.
Yeah. Well, I think it makes the most sense when you're trying to be a media personality. Yeah. Because then it just gives the opportunity.
It does.
For so many creators because like that's where they live.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing I'm super stagnated by living here. Like the amount of events that we get here are
nothing.
Nothing.
You did nothing.
So low.
When was even so, I went to the Harry Potter store opening in Chicago.
Yeah,
that's probably the biggest like first party event I've ever been to in Chicago so far. But the craziest thing is that none of the creators that were there was one other guy.
Yeah.
But most of the creators there flew from outside Chicago. Like they weren't from Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, like
I didn't get invited.
And I was like,
I was so
dude,
sad.
I don't know. And I was like, I was like almost shocked. I'm like, dude, like this, you should like the Harry Potter store, Chicago. You should like. I imagined there'd all be Chicago creators there, but no, like they didn't invite like a lot of Chicago creators.
Dude, I found out that there was a opening for store in Chicago for the the new One Piece trading card game.
Yes,
it's like super popular and stuff. There's like a store here that
dedicated to the store.
I believe so. Yeah,
really.
I don't think they did a grand opening, or if they did,
and the fact that I didn't even know about.
I was about to say, and like
I've seen the cards like places, I didn't know that they had an actual venue here.
Yeah, they have a venue in Chicago that opened up and does that. I don't know if they had a grand opening or what, but like not inviting us would be stupid. So if they had a grand opening and didn't invite us, bad choice.
I get hyped, dude. Like even for like the mini things, like I went to Free Comic Book Day, just through like. It wasn't even for the comic book store, but I had this like company just like, hey, do you mind going to this Free Comic Book Day and just like posting about Star Wars and or their new season? I don't even watch it, but they were like, just go to this comic book store, and they like, it wasn't the comic book store that had me out, and they didn't pay me or anything, but like I went to the store and I like filmed a couple clips, and like
I remember seeing it.
They only required a story post, but I don't know. I was like, I kind of get excited. I was like, I just got excited because I was like, I'm glad that I'm able to support a Chicago business.
Yeah.
And so I decided to make a full video about it.
Yeah, I remember watching it.
Yeah, I was like, I just wanted to promote, like, hey guys, like promote it to the internet saying like, hey, there is a community here.
Yeah.
That is like nerdy, and like I'm willing to like spread the awareness, like, hey, there's people out here that are, love Star Wars, that love Marvel, that love anime, and like are willing to come out here for an event. You know?
Facts. Yeah. We gotta we'll find a way to build that nerd community here. Like we should.
Ironheart's the perfect opportunity.
Yeah. If they do it,
I don't
we'll see.
Well, but
if they do it,
I mean, we can do like a movie screening.
Hey,
rent out a theater.
I'm with it. I was gonna do one for Blue Lock. I was gonna rent out a theater
for the movie.
Yeah, for the episode Nagi movie that came out. I was gonna do a screening, but
let me know, bro.
No, it already came out.
I don't know, but I'm saying like
for the next one, yeah.
I'd work with you for like something like that.
We were gonna do one, but the reason we didn't do it is I'm not gonna say why we didn't do it, but we didn't get paid on time by somebody we were working with at the time. So
yeah, that's fair.
But I was gonna do it. But yeah, so next anime movie or whatever. Oh, I think Dandadan's coming out soon, isn't it?
Dandadan and
it's just season 2.
Kaiju.
No, there's a Dandadan movie.
Isn't Kaiju coming out soon?
A movie?
Yeah.
Wait, Kaiju got a movie?
Yeah, I think it's like a compilation type thing.
No, Dandadan got an actual movie.
I didn't know Dandadan had a movie. I thought they were coming just with season 2.
No, I think they are coming with season 2, but the movie is also dropping.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was a
probably. I imagine it's just probably like how Demon Slayer puts out the first.
Yeah, no, I think it's an actual movie.
Canon?
I think it's an actual movie.
I'm pretty sure it's an actual movie.
Yeah.
But is it canon?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't know.
Really?
Believe it drops in July.
So. I'm not positive.
I did not know about this.
I'm pretty sure.
If you can check the Kaiju one too, because I think that's dropping fairly soon. I just don't remember.
I've never heard of the Kaiju one.
Yeah, I did not hear about that at all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be dropping pretty soon. I think it is a compilation, like 2 episodes of the new season or something like that.
Yeah, June 6th.
That's Dandadan?
Yeah. Released in theaters June 6th.
That's less than a month.
Yeah, Dandadan Evil Eye.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Never heard of it. I did not know.
Yeah, it comes out in Japan May 30th and here June 6th. Kaiju number 8 movie. Never heard of this in my life. Let's see if this is real. Kaiju number 8, Mission Recon, is an anime movie that serves as a compilation of the first season.
Oh, I didn't know.
With a new original episode added. Boo.
Oh, just one?
Oh, so it's just like remaster.
Yeah, it's just the compilation.
Yeah, I don't care about that. But yeah, that Dandadan. I'm not super crazy about Dandadan, but
I would run out of theater for a movie. I mean,
yeah, that'd be cool.
I think it might be a better movie experience than like a week to week.
Yeah,
honestly, yeah, I think it would work better as a movie anyway.
Yeah, we'll see. We might.
I like Dandadan. I was just like, it wasn't the type of show that like I was able to like remember each week that a new episode was coming out. You know?
Yes.
But it's like it was one of the things where it's like, yeah, if I watched half of season 1. I didn't finish it, but it was it was only because I forgot that it was coming out each week. But it was still one of those things where it's like, yeah, if I binged it when it was already all out,
there was just so much better stuff coming out at that time. Where it was just like, I'm not gonna remember to watch Dandadan.
Yeah, I just forgot. Like, oh shoot,
this is our job, so we have to.
Yeah.
But there were times where I was like, oh yeah, I do gotta watch.
Yeah, that's the last thing I watched.
See, that's the almost nice thing I guess about me is where like sometimes, you know, it's like, oh, Thunderbolts dropping. I got to watch it as quickly as possible to make videos about it.
Yeah.
With anime, I kind of have like a nice relaxation where like, I don't got to stress about it. I don't got to stress about watching ASAP. Like, because I know that stress you guys have. Like, oh, I got to watch a new episode so I can make a video about it. You know, got it with the trending timeline. I get to chill. It was like
Thursday nights, if I'm not on my game throughout the week, because we record on Fridays, Thursday nights can get intense depending on because like some seasons we're only watching 1 or 2 anime for the show.
Yeah.
This season we're watching like 5.
Yeah, about 5.
No, 6. To Be Hero X, Vigilantes, The Beginning After the End, Lazarus, One Piece. Am I forgetting anything?
I think that might be it.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Yeah, I definitely feel like
Fire Force.
Fire
Fire
Force
still going?
Yeah, it just came back.
Totally forgot about that.
I feel like I'm still forgetting something.
Hey, you need to tune in.
I heard it's
Fire Force.
I heard it's really, really good.
Fire.
Are you watching Vigilantes?
I am.
Okay, cool. We'll talk about that in a second.
Solid.
One thing that I wanted to do before we get into anime talk is let's do a Dreamworks character draft.
Are we doing strengths? Are we doing favorites? What are we like? What's the cat?
We're gonna do like strengths.
So
we're each gonna draft 4 characters to make the ultimate Dreamworks team. Caveat: you only get 1 character from like each franchise that you're choosing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Franchise or movie? Like, could I do could I pull Fairy Godmother, but then also pull like Shrek?
Nah, that's the same. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, you can start. And let's see what you got.
I mean, I'm a first pool. If I have to in terms of strengths, bro, I got to go Death.
Great.
This is kind of cheating. Which is, I don't know if I want to count that.
That's solid. That's a solid pick.
That was my number 2 pick.
It's kind of, that's like a no-brainer, I feel like.
That is a great pick. I can't lie.
So fantastic.
I forgot about Death.
That was my number 2 pick. I loved Death.
I feel like he single-handedly revived hype for Dreamworks in a way.
I'm a Dreamworks nerd.
Maybe you might be biased, but I'm just like, I think the general audience, like, I think they always liked Dreamworks. Yeah. But I feel like Death, Puss in Boots and Last Wish as a whole, but Death specifically because he like really made that movie what that movie is.
Yeah.
I think that put Dreamworks, like it changed people's view of Dreamworks. Be like, oh yeah, it's a good animation studio, to being like, wow, this is a studio that can really like pull something crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Battle Pixar.
Yeah, like it's like
I have Dreamworks over Pixar personally.
I think they've been doing better.
Yeah,
after the last 5 years. Yeah,
I got longer than that.
I personally think like early 2000s to mid 2000s, Pixar had it, but I think as of the last 5-7 years, I think Dreamworks. Yeah,
I got 10-15 years. I got.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's just me though.
That's just how he is.
Yeah, I got Death.
Yeah. All right, my first pick. I think we all knew who I was picking. Taking Toothless.
Of course,
have to.
I never thought you would pick anybody different.
Yeah, I gotta pick Toothless.
I was running through a list. Mine went blank. Let me get Shrek.
It's a solid pick. Shrek is the GOAT.
You can slam.
Yeah.
Okay.
E.
This is a team of the strongest, or
just the best team you can put together.
Okay. That's tough because I'm.
Oh, they're not.
You know what? Let me get Poe.
That was my next pick.
I was thinking Tai Lung actually.
Poe was my next pick.
But I'm gonna take Poe.
Okay, solid. We're gonna do a snake draft, so you go again. E.
So I'm going again. We can take from like somebody else's that they've already picked. Okay, well then let me get Puss in Boots.
Great pick.
Yeah.
Solid
if I can't get Death, I gotta take Puss in Boots.
Great pick.
Let me get Tai Lung. Oh, bro.
I mean, he's cool, but you Loki, like that's like Loki the weakest villain. In terms of strength?
In terms of strength,
he's Loki. He's the weakest, right?
Yeah, he probably would be.
He got loaded. We know he got loaded by.
I got him over Shen.
No, Shen is cooking Tai Lung.
Shen is
cooking Tai Lung.
I think he is, yeah.
What?
Because he got speed, bro. He got speed, and he got like precision. Like Tai Lung was all like strengths, like.
But Tai Lung has speed too.
But even like the Chameleon Girl, they were talking about Tai Lung as if he was like a monster. So like, I kind of get it.
Yeah, but that was only because Chameleon itself. I guess Chameleon would be weaker if you don't count like.
I'm actually shocked y'all are saying Shen is stronger than Tai Lung.
I think that Shen is stronger than Tai Lung. I like Tai Lung more, but I think that Shen.
If I'm ranking the Kung Fu Panda, this turned into a whole nother conversation. If I'm ranking the Kung Fu Panda villains on strength, I'm going Kai.
Yeah.
Tai Lung, Shen, Chameleon. That's my list.
Are these at their strongest?
I think you're underestimating Shen, bro.
If that's the case, then Chameleon is up.
Like, no, but I don't know. Chameleon's only strong because she has the power to absorb. And
that's what I'm saying. Like, at their strongest, well, yes. She has the power of all of them.
But even at her power to absorb, I don't think she's 100%.
What do you mean?
Of their power. You know what I'm saying?
Like, no, but like cumulative.
Yeah, cumulative. That is true.
Like, yeah.
Because like if she turns into Tai Lung, I don't feel like she was.
Yes,
but like cumulative. Yeah, that is true.
But like I still don't. I counter at her base form, which is not strong.
Even at her strongest, I don't think she's beating Kai.
No. Kai's number one.
Yeah, Kai's the strongest.
Kai was going up with Oogway.
Yeah,
like, he was Oogway levels.
Yeah, like I'm a spirit. Like I capture spirits. Yeah. You're not doing anything.
Kai was terrifying.
Yeah.
But okay, my pick. That y'all just shocked me so bad with that take. I'm gonna be honest. Okay. My second pick, this is gonna sound super insane because I picked Toothless first, but second pick, give me Dragon from Shrek. I want another dragon.
That's a good
give
one.
Give me another dragon.
Okay. That's a good one.
Two dragons. Let's go.
Is Dragon the strongest in the verse?
Fairy Godmother.
Nobody wanted that smoke.
Fairy Godmother.
Fairy Godmother's got to be up there.
Yeah. Good point. All right.
I have a crazy pool.
Okay, let's see.
I have a crazy pool, but I'm confident in it.
All right.
Give me Grug, the caveman from the Croods.
Oh.
Because he got Toon Force.
He got Toon Force.
He's
strong as shit, too.
He's strong as shit.
Yeah, he's strong as shit.
I had a whole video, bro.
Yeah.
Power scaling Grug.
He's strong as shit. That's a great pick, actually.
And he got crazy Toon Force, so I'm going to go with Grug.
Okay.
That's
okay. Yeah. And then you get another pick because it's the snake drive. Okay.
See. I got Death. I got Grug. Yeah, give me Godmother. I mean, Godmother and Death, and they'll go well.
Yeah, that's a solid pick.
Yeah,
all right.
Incredibly strong.
I'm pretty sure this is Dreamworks. I could correct me if I'm wrong. Give me Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians.
It's Dreamworks.
Yeah. Give me Jack Frost.
Okay, yeah.
That's my guy.
That was one of the people that I had in mind, but
yeah, I want Jack Frost.
I can't remember what the robot's name was from the
Wild Robot?
The Wild Robot.
Roz?
I can't remember.
Oh, Roz?
Roz. Is she strong though? She's pretty strong.
She's very versatile.
She's versatile, yeah. She's good support.
Yeah. That is a pretty good pick. Roz is a good pick.
Yeah, let me get Roz.
That's a good pick.
Yeah. Dang.
Can't lie.
I'm debating it now because you got Jack.
Jack is that guy.
I'm taking Pitch. I'm taking Pitch. Jack is the strongest in that verse. But like
Pitch is not better than Jack.
He's not, but he's the next one. Pitch is whooping Sandman. He's whooping all of them individually, except Jack. That's the only one he's not beating.
Okay. And you got one last pick.
Oh, I get
I feel like I'm forgetting some movies in here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm like, I know that there's like some good movies in here that I can't think of.
It's not very like most DreamWorks movies are like pretty comedy. Yeah, like Madagascar, you don't want to pull anything.
Nah, Alex the Lion.
Alex can make something.
You don't want Alex. You don't want Alex.
Let me get Moto.
Might go crazy, bro.
Ain't nobody stopping him.
Dang. Now that I'm thinking about it, let me get. Why can I not remember his name? Is Kowalski the leader?
Kowalski? You mean the leader?
No, you're talking about Skipper?
Skipper? That was cooking, bro.
Skipper's a good pick.
That's a good
He's like a mechanical genius.
That's a good pick.
Skipper. I'm taking Skipper.
That's a good pick.
That's a really good one.
That's an underrated pick.
In a squad of 4 too, all right?
Yeah.
That's an underrated pick.
That's a good one.
Good job.
It's me again.
That was a good pick.
Man, I wanted to pick somebody, but I realized they're from Shrek.
Yeah. You already got it. You already got Shrek.
So I got I was going to pick the gingerbread man because that's my guy. That's my guy. But, let me just go Stoic.
Stoic is a great
Stoic. Yeah.
He literally fights dragon with his hands.
Yeah,
exactly.
And his leadership, like he can lead anybody.
Yeah.
Stoic is on Optimus Prime levels when it comes to motivating.
Yeah. Oh no, I got one person that's motivating harder than Stoic though. I don't want to. give
Commander
nobody
Irwin?
a pick.
Oh.
Drago.
Oh yeah, Drago's a great pick. Yeah. But I got Toothless over Drago. Last pick, I want to make it count. I want to pick somebody insane, but I feel like I'm drawing a blank on Pixar movies.
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks movies. Goodness gracious.
A lot of the movies that I thought of, I was like, no, that's Pixar. That's Disney.
Okay. My last pick, I think I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to play it safe. And I'll take, I already got Dragon. I was going to take Rumpelstiltskin.
Is he strong?
He's not strong, but his powers are.
Doesn't he have powers? He just writes contracts that are magical. But like, if you don't sign it, he can't do anything.
But everybody gonna sign it. I mean,
everybody will sign it.
He's gonna get people to sign it. Let's see. Maybe I'll go with. I'll take Kai. Yeah, I'll take Kai. I think that's a solid. Yeah, he's a tank. Well, I guess I have 3 tanks, but whatever.
Yeah, you got a lot of tanks.
I got a lot of tanks, but all right.
After looking at all these Pixar movies, I'm like,
DreamWorks.
After looking at all these DreamWorks movies, I'm like, damn.
You know who I was thinking? Well, I'll let you take your pick, and then I'll think about I'll say who I was thinking.
Well, I feel so. I have like 2 hacks characters, and then I got 1 brute. I might as well go other brute. And it's kind of cheating, but I'm just gonna go Metro Man.
Great pick.
Strongest.
Dude, I forgot about Metro Man.
Metro Man, low key, has one of the biggest speed feats in fiction. In fiction, he's one of the biggest speed feats.
Dude, that was the best pick you could have made.
I completely that's the strongest person out of all.
Metro Man is insane.
Dude, watch that scene where he
he did
contemplates his
everything.
life in slow-mo, bro. He's going across the world. He's reading books, bro. He's going to breakfast, and time is frozen because he's that fast.
Dude,
that is insane, bro. Like that is that is a bigger feat than like anything like the Flash. Like it is insane.
Fuck, that was a great pick.
That was a great pick.
You know who I was gonna pick for speed? I was gonna pick Turbo. But then I was like,
I guess if you take his movie version, like,
you know, snail though. Like,
I mean, if you're like building a character, but like himself, no.
Turbo, man, he was with it. What movies am I forgetting?
Over the Hedge. I don't know. The Bear.
I don't want
Monsters vs. Aliens.
Yeah, that one had.
They have a lot of people in that.
That would have been a good pick. I'll take Bob.
Bad Guys. I don't think there's anybody too good in that.
Nah, Bad Guys are great.
Captain Underpants.
Low key, that's a good pull.
Take Captain Underpants.
That's a great pull.
You got Toon Force too. He has Toon Force.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sharktail. That's nothing. Home. I don't know if the alien from that.
I actually didn't watch Home.
I didn't watch it either.
Yeah, but I think the alien's kind of lame.
Anything. Yeah.
What? No.
What?
I saw Real Steel on here. I was like, that.
No,
that
definitely not.
Sense. Yeah.
Oh, you know who I could have took the dinosaur from The Good Dinosaur? No, it's Pixar. Damn.
Yeah, I was thinking of that, but then I realized that.
I didn't watch the movie, but the Kraken from Ruby Gillman.
I didn't watch.
I didn't watch it either, but look, they're like that's a whole Kraken, right?
Magical. I think it has magic powers.
Yeah, Teenage Kraken.
Yeah, I think that's magical.
Yeah, I think that's just about it though. A lot of
B movie. That's
Barry
B.
Benson.
Barry B.
Fair enough. You want to get into anime?
Good, yeah.
All right, let's talk.
Wallace and Gromit on there. I'm like,
well, that's not. No, I think they just own the IP, but it's made by a different studio.
Yeah, maybe. No. Fair. All right, you want to talk Vigilantes?
Good, yeah.
All right, let's get your opinions on the series of it. Are you caught up?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you watched the episode that came out this week. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't finish it, but I know what it's like. I already spoiled.
All right, maybe we shouldn't talk about that yet. Then
you may. Yeah, I don't think I'll.
Okay, we won't talk about that then. Just
get your episodes before.
Let's just get your thoughts on the series as a whole.
It's good. It's good. I like it. It's it's MHA. The only this might be a me thing, but the only issue I have with it, and truly this might be a me thing, but like. I don't know why, but every episode so far, in the back of my head, I'm always noticing this. Every episode, there'll be character development in the first half, but then the second half, they'll always be like, "Oh yeah, we're just scrolling through the city," and then there'll be a dude like on the drugs, right?
Yeah.
And he'd be like destroying the city, and then they do their vigilante thing. But in my head, I'm like, dude, why are there no heroes? Like, it's just so convenient because it's like and this might be a me thing, but it's like it's so convenient that in the show it's like every time a villain appears, the vigilantes are there,
right?
And there's always like, oh, there's no heroes. But then in MHA, there's always conveniently conveniently a hero. Like it's all the time where it's like it's always a student, sure, conveniently enough, but it's just like it bothers me in a way where it's like this like. I mean, it's a problem with MHA where it's like there's always conveniently like a Deku will always just be strolling around before a villain, a block away.
All Might is standing there when the goo monster
is. But then in this show, like one of the 3 vigilantes are always conveniently there, and there's never a hero. Like there's never a hero around in this.
I partly disagree. I will say they be around just like at bad times, kind of, because like we've seen a lot of the other characters. We've seen All Might, we've seen Aizawa,
but they always showed up after.
Yeah,
they beat them.
Yeah, they pull up at like it's like the weirdest time.
But I think the reason for that, I think that the reason they try to explain it is, I think it might have been this episode the girls talking about.
Where they know the area?
I think it's because it's Naruhara.
Right.
And it's supposed to be like a small area where there's no hero agencies there or whatever. It's kind of like a cop-out. But then wouldn't you think
they would put more heroes?
Yeah, right.
Like now we need heroes here.
If they identify a part of the city where like, hey, we know there's no heroes here.
Yeah.
Put a fucking
I agree wholeheartedly.
There, like that, right? Yeah. Like
especially when all the instant villains are popping up in the city.
Yeah, and then we have this huge conflict that like obviously heroes need to be here.
Episode 2, bro, they literally mentioned it. Like that agent guy, I forgot his name.
Yeah.
They literally mentioned like, oh my gosh, like random spurts of villains are randomly appearing. We had the whole wave appeared in like episode 2 or 3 where all the drug villains, they recognize it and they're like, all right, cool. Like they're not sending a hero, even like a mid one, just to like patrol the area. Like it's just like I don't know. This might be this me and me thing, but it's like,
they had that episode where they were like, "Hey, we need a bunch of heroes to pull up," and then they were like, "All right, I guess we're just gonna all go home. Never check this place out again.
We're just gonna leave it, bro."
I guess Ingenium's there.
But he was late.
He was
late. Like,
Ingenium was late.
I think he is there, and it's like he's the fastest hero, bro.
Yeah,
and he's still like not pulling.
He's kind of weak. He's fast, but like
I want to see him do something.
I'm not gonna lie. He was getting outran by that bad dude.
Yeah, he was getting.
And I was like, yeah. At this point, you couldn't sell me that you're great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I was like, because that's not even like that's not his quirk. His quirk was not speed.
Yeah,
it's just the engine.
Yeah,
right? He just pulled out the bat wings. I was like,
oh, you're right.
I was like,
he got outran by a bat.
Even like a speed quirk. He was just speed quirk.
He was just like, you ain't quick, and he was just running on the highway, like
outspeeding the speed guy. The fastest hero in the verse, right?
Like you have engines on you.
Yeah,
you have a whole you have a whole team that is focused on speed,
and he's running arms crossed. Just like and then he was like, "You're not even moving quick," and picked it up. Like,
and Ingenium couldn't keep up.
Ingenium
and he was crashing into stuff.
Like he needed a parachute, and like
he was bad.
Was not doing well.
Yeah. He was barely faster than the cars.
Yeah.
Ida is much faster than his brother.
He is, he's at big feet.
Well, I guess they're both Ida, but like, Tenya is way faster, in my opinion.
Yeah, by a lot.
Who are your favorite heroes from Vigilantes? Or, characters.
Yeah.
Let's get one person you like and one person you hate.
Characters, though.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Well, I mean, Knuckle Duster. I have spoiled myself on the manga.
Okay.
So I know about his like backstory.
Yeah.
So I do want to learn more about him.
We both read a little bit ahead in the manga.
Okay.
Well, he finished the manga.
I was gonna say I read the manga.
I didn't read the whole thing, but I do know about his
backstory. So I know what his lore is, but it's like I like now that I feel like because I know it, I'm like, okay, I'm really excited to like really learn, like see it.
Yeah.
So
like, same.
Yeah, Knuckle Duster is my number one.
Yeah.
He's just the GOAT.
Gotta be.
Honestly, he's in my top 3 in the My Hero verse. Period.
Really?
Like,
I'm not even mad at that.
GOAT.
He's so strong.
He's the GOAT.
He's tough.
I think the reason I like him so much is because he is what I wanted Deku to be.
So
that's why I love Koichi so much, because like he's what I wish Deku was.
Nah, I think Knuckle. So literally in my notes for the episode, like, I don't have my iPad to read my notes for the episode, but in my notes for the episode, I wrote Knuckle Duster is the closest person to All Might in this show for me.
Yeah, he's supposed to parallel him. Yeah,
he is the closest thing to All Might, closer than Deku. I got him closer than even Lemillion. Like, this man is a hero.
Yeah.
If you gave him one for all,
he'd be almost. I think
he's better than All Might. I got him better than All Might.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's strategic.
He's smart. He has resolve. Yeah. He would have the power. He has the power without the powers.
Yeah. He does everything that he needs to as a hero without hero powers.
Yeah. The GOAT.
Yeah.
The GOAT. Knuckle Duster should have one for all.
I was gonna fight you on the Lemillion.
Yeah, I know.
But then I thought about it, and it's like Lemillion is almost like to a degree to me. He's more hero than All Might sometimes because like he would even throw himself on the sword.
Yeah. Yep.
And I don't think All Might would be able to do that knowing what he's carrying.
Yeah.
So like, I think that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But Knuckle Duster is that guy. I love Knuckle Duster.
He's a really, really cool character. Especially like this episode really showcases how cool of a character he was for me.
You know what it also shows? Is this might be a little bit of MHA manga spoilers, but not much.
Okay.
And very light. I'm not gonna spoil. But he kind of shows that like All Might is a fraud in a way, because it's like, you know how, because it's like, this isn't actually manga spoilers, but like in MHA, right, in the new season, I'm just gonna go with that, but I did read the manga.
Yeah.
All Might's whole thing is like, oh, I can't fight anymore.
Yeah.
I don't have my quirk.
That
but
is
it's like
true.
Knuckle Duster's whole point is like, I don't got a quirk, but I'm still trying to save lives, right?
That actually is a great point.
Well, that points to like even the beginning of the series when he's standing there and he's like, "Can I be a hero without a quirk?" And he was like,
I made a video about that. He
was like, he just kind of hits him with the, "I don't even know, bro."
That's a great point, bro. Knuckle Duster's better than All Might.
No, he's great. Like he's greater than All Might,
dude. Because All Might, he said,
he gave up.
Without a quirk, you can't be a hero.
Yeah. And then he hasn't been a hero without a quirk. Like he's staying back, bro. Like,
even with this, like he got the suit and all that. Like Knuckle Duster don't need no suit.
Well, that's manga spoilers.
No, it's at the end of season 7.
You see him,
yeah.
Where he puts like the Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
He fights off of one in the end. Yeah.
I didn't know they animated that already. What?
Yeah, I don't think did the fight finish?
This is crazy.
I don't think they finished.
Because you're like the second person I'm talking to this week that absolutely has no clue about season 7.
No, I finished the recent season anime. I don't think. And I read the manga. I don't remember them animating that.
I'm positive because I didn't read the manga. He's standing there and he literally looks at all for one.
Started?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
They fight. He uses the powers in the suit.
Bro, did I blank out? What? I don't want to spoil that.
Nah.
But I was about to say, because like the whole point of All Might's character in the final arc, you know, in MHA, is that like he gets encouraged by Stain, because Stain tells him like, I liked you because your point was like you don't need anything to be a hero, and now you're just giving up. Right?
Yeah.
But Knuckle Duster is doing what All Might didn't do, which is like, you know, I don't have a quirk, but I'm still gonna go because that's the point of being a hero. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Knuckle Duster is, to me, the GOAT.
Yeah, he's very, very
cool. He's the GOAT. He is the greatest hero in that verse to me.
Because when you said Lemillion was behind it, I'm like, Lemillion threw his life down on that. I'm like, he didn't care about his quirk. He didn't care about nothing. He said, I'm going to save this little girl.
Yeah.
He lost his quirk and was still fighting. He did not care. Like, these cuts mean nothing. And I was like,
All Might be number 3 when it comes to
But then he lost heroism. The hero points after last.
When it comes to heroism?
Yeah.
All Might's lower than 3.
That. Lower than 3?
Yes.
Where you got?
Oh, no.
Endeavor?
I forgot her name.
I ain't gonna lie. Oh, no, go ahead.
Bro, the bunny lady. I forgot her name.
Miracle?
Bro, she is up there with heroism, bro. She should have had all for one, bro. Or
I don't have Miracle over All Might. I think Miracle's just a crash. She just like to fight.
She like to fight. That's it.
You know that meme where it's like, y'all think I'm fighting to save you, but really I just like to fight. That's Miracle. She just loves fighting. That's different.
That's fair.
Like, any opportunity to fight, she gets.
I just forgot who I was. Aizawa. I have him over
All Might in heroism.
Yeah, no, he's thrown his life in front of the blade so many times, bro, and it's like his power isn't the greatest.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's not.
You remember when he's getting his face smashed in by Nobu?
Yeah.
All Might during that moment would have. I don't know if he would have had it like that.
He's arguably maybe not heroism is the right word, but I would argue he might be number 1 in terms of willpower.
Yeah,
like if this was One Piece, he'd have crazy hockey.
No, in terms of willpower,
I think All Might is up there.
No.
When it comes to willpower, I think All Might's up there.
Willpower, I hate to say it, number 1 is Deku. His willpower is insane.
Yeah, he was fighting and he was breaking his arms.
Deku will break every bone in his arms.
Yeah, but it's like,
keep fighting.
I guess you're right.
Deku got beat into the dirt. Couldn't use a single muscle in his body. Started using his tongue.
Yeah.
Deku is a crash out.
Do you remember what Aizawa looked like after he fought that Nomu?
Yeah, no, he was
full cast.
Yeah.
And came to work and was like, "No, y'all still gonna be great."
Yeah.
He was like, "Don't look at me and get to feeling bad.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna, you guys are still gonna be great."
Willpower, I got Bakugo too.
Bakugo and Deku are up there.
Yeah.
I got Bakugo and Deku 1 and 2 for willpower.
I think Deku's still at the top.
I just got Aizawa, to me.
Deku saved Koda with his teeth. Because his whole body was out of commission.
Yeah. Deku's willpower is next level.
He had to use Froppy style to use his tongue. Because his whole body was done.
He's getting beat. Agreed. Aizawa was getting beat up by a guy and looked up and saved somebody else because he was like, no. That's
not his greatest willpower feat. His greatest willpower feat?
No, I'm saying that's true hero.
That leg.
Cut the leg off instantly.
Instantly.
That's willpower.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he kind of had to, but still,
to no hesitation to just.
Yeah, that's will.
Even when he said it, he was like, "It don't matter because I know what I got to do." Boom, cut his leg off instantly.
Yeah, that's willpower.
How do you guys? I gotta ask. How do you guys feel about So I fell off of MHA around season 3, 4.
Okay.
And then I caught back up a year and a half ago and finished the manga.
Right.
But I think what threw me off from MHA is when Deku gained more powers. Because to me, the most attractive part of the show for me.
I could not agree with you.
The most attractive part of the show for me was we're watching this dude born with no quirk. He gets one quirk, which I don't know. I kind of was both ways where I wish he didn't get a quirk, whatever. But the fact that he had to work with that one quirk that wasn't built for him was why I like the show so much.
Yeah.
The fact that he gained so many quirks, it's of course he's going to be number one. Of course he's going to be.
Did you watch? It's like you watched my video. That's word for word what I said.
How could he not be number one? He wasn't an underdog, bro. It's it ruined a lot of the attraction I had for the show. I fell off. I dropped it.
Yeah, I agree.
Have you watched Black Clover?
Half of it.
Okay, then I will.
I know. He has a similar story. Also.
No, but that's kind of how I felt about It was oh, this guy is great and he's really from the slums.
Yeah.
They didn't have anything and all he had was to believe in himself. Oh wait, you have everything. It was you're kind of you're royalty.
It's a Naruto
I think
effect.
That's a spoiler.
How?
I think that's a spoiler. That's a manga spoiler.
What's that?
That's a manga spoiler. That's a manga spoiler. Yeah, it is.
I don't know, but either way,
my fault.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna edit that.
Please save them.
I read it too. I'm not caught up, but that's a manga spoiler.
I thought that was no. I'm pretty sure that's at the end of the season. They'd start explaining where he's.
No,
I'm almost super because they're going to this.
Yeah, but they don't find out until in the manga.
Oh. I felt like that was kind of I don't. No, I felt like I haven't read the manga though.
Yeah, you have.
No, I haven't.
How many times have you told us you read it?
I said I was going to read it. I have not. I have not.
Told us 3 times you've read it.
No.
Then how the hell else would you know that?
No, because they literally explained it in the show. They explained
that's a spoiler game.
No, they explain Asta's parents, and then they explain where Yuno came from.
I don't think we know that yet.
I think they do know that. I might be wrong though. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I mean, look, I read into the manga, but I'm pretty sure it's a manga.
I don't think that's a manga spoiler.
I don't know. I'm not all the way caught up. So.
Yeah.
Do we have any big shonen character who doesn't have chosen one? Watch. I think I have one who fits the bill.
A big main
shonen
protagonist
that doesn't fall under born with some.
Goku.
Well, we could go.
Goku's the same.
Goku's the same.
We could go Koichi.
I got one.
But he's the main. I don't know.
I wouldn't argue he's
Koichi isn't
he's the main character.
Well, he's the main character of a side series.
Yeah.
It's not.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't count that.
Let me keep thinking.
I got one.
I'm trying to think if I can think of one. Who do you got?
Gone. He don't have anything.
I'm sorry to tell you.
He has nepotism.
No. I'm didn't read the manga. Absolutely not. No,
what?
He's chosen.
Yeah. How is he chosen? Power wise, in terms of strengths, he has nothing to set him apart. Bro,
you don't want me to tell you. You don't want me to tell you.
Don't say it.
I've read some. I haven't read the manga entirely, but I've Like,
his dad is top 5 in the world.
But I'm saying, that's just nepotism. Like that's just biology. I'm saying like wasn't born with any like, you got a demon inside you. Or
I feel like that's
you were born with like the 6 Nen type.
I feel like that's chosen one. That's chosen
that's not
one.
chosen. That's just I have a dad.
My lineage is great. Not everybody has that. Like you're not a regular guy.
Lineage. I don't think lineage is as like. You could be like, you can have a crazy, amazing father, but it's still like, just be like,
you could be regular, but I think everybody like,
I just
to compare it to like real life, everybody expects something from Brawny.
They do, but he still has to, like, Gon still has to work for it, and he doesn't have any 100% advantage, like power advantage that gave him anything, you know?
Yeah, I guess that's fair, but I just feel like then you would argue that like Killua would also be the exact same.
Well, I agree. But then,
Killua comes from a family of elite assassins, and you would be like, oh, that makes perfect sense that he's an elite assassin.
But I think I meant more of like chosen one thing, where like he was giving like you can like in the Hunter x Hunter verse, you can work your way up, even if you have no family or anything. You work your way up to be as strong as Gon.
They said Gon was a 1 in 10 million.
But that's out of like his charisma in terms of strength.
No, they were saying in his Nin he was 1 in 10 million talent. Like him and Killua were both like they said. What was the other kid that trained him?
Zushi.
Yeah, Zushi. Yeah. He was 1 in 100,000.
Yeah,
but like Gon and Killua were both 1 in 10 million. So like they were already like 1%.
Gon and Killua. And Kurapika, and they're all 1 in 10 with the Nen type.
Well, Kurapika is a chosen one.
Yeah, but he's not the main character.
Orio's not chosen.
Exactly, but see, if Kurapika was the main character, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's chosen one. But it's like I'm saying, it's like
I get what you're saying.
He's not under the same chosen one things as like Naruto. You can't do anything to get Naruto's where Naruto.
No,
you can't do anything. That
you will never be Naruto.
Yeah, even Luffy, your 5 bro, like come on, like
you will never be Luffy.
Luffy has chosen one thing because he was given the power of Nika.
Yeah,
you know, things like. Oh, and then, back to the Deku. He was given the most overpowered quirk in the world. He's like, Gon doesn't have anything similar to that.
I got one, though.
I guess that's fair.
Let's say yours.
Mine is iffy. Because I was going to say technically Itadori because he's not Sukuna.
Dude, what are you talking about?
But he's not Sukuna.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But he's not Sukuna.
Are you kidding me?
You know he throws shot put at world record levels like before like anything.
But he's not like chosen by anything.
He was chosen by...
That's the same as Deku. That's the same as
literally chosen.
That's the same as
Deku. That's the same as Naruto.
I guess.
That's the same as Naruto. Because Naruto was like chosen by the gods or whatever.
He's Ninja Jesus, dude.
He got chosen by his dad for real. I still debate
Ashura.
You got chosen by
Ashura. I'm saying like. You couldn't deal nothing with the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki.
Like Naruto was double whammy.
He was double whammy.
He might have been like the most chosen person.
He's actually chosen.
Quadruple. Sukuna was like Sukuna chose physically chose him. Like Deku, like All Might physically chose Deku.
Yeah.
It's still a chosen one, like a stereotype.
The one I got is Isagi.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, Blue Lock.
I don't watch Blue Lock.
Isagi's not chosen.
I guess. I mean, if we're going like sports, then there's a couple like Hinata's is not chosen.
Hinata's not, but that's like that's
he's
sports.
not chosen. That is sports.
I was saying like action shit like show. You know?
Ichigo. No, I'm kidding.
Ichigo
might be one of the most
chosen. Might be worse than Naruto.
Yeah. So, what? You're human, but Arangar and Hollow and everything. Like he's so
he got a little bit of everything in him.
Yeah, no. Ichigo is the most chosen.
He's part
everything.
Quivy or whatever.
Quincy.
He's part Quincy.
He's part everything.
Part soul. Part Soul Reaper. Part human. Part Hollow. Like he's everything.
I saw a post earlier today that said who would win Luffy versus Ichigo, and somebody in the comments said, wait until Luffy find out that Ichigo's part devil fruit.
I wouldn't even be surprised.
I was going to say the only character I'm imagining is like Boji. Because Boji's literally like the opposite of chosen. Like he had chosen. Everything ripped from him.
Yeah.
What's Boji from?
Ranking of Kings.
Ranking of Kings.
But would you call that major? You know what I'm saying? It's like a low-key
Boji
show.
though? Boji was chosen. I watched Ranking Kings.
No.
Chosen by who?
Boji, like the kid.
Yeah, the deaf kid.
He actually got like
chosen. Yeah,
he got like negative chosen.
He got like literally.
But I know he got negative chosen, but that kind of makes him chosen.
No, no.
I don't know, but like,
I'm debuffed.
He got
off the start.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be a giant, and now I'm like literally the shortest guy in the show.
Yeah,
and
deaf, mute.
And I'm deaf. I can't speak, and my dad took everything from me.
Yeah,
my
negative chosen,
and then died.
He got robbed.
And then my dad took everything from me and then died.
Yeah.
So what are we even talking? Like,
yeah,
Boji got negative chosen for
I think
sure.
that was like, but he got like, in a way, he got like what they call it, literature chosen because he got like lost his power. So now he has like to have good writing. He's got to like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
That's kind of like an Asta situation.
It is, yeah.
Like,
but no. Austin was chosen, bro. That's chosen.
I haven't even finished Black Clover, but I know Asa's chosen.
Yeah,
if you
chosen.
have the 5 Clover, like
no,
you're
no,
chosen.
I know. I'm saying, but like
you're literally chosen.
He got chosen because he was negative chosen. You know what I'm saying? Because he got 0 magic, but then because of that, he
But if
got
that's the
chosen.
case, then you could say like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
you could
It's
say
the
like
same thing.
Saitama was chosen because like he worked
Saitama
hard.
wasn't
That doesn't
chosen.
count.
Yeah, but he like worked for it, like the same
I
way.
don't know.
That's not like
He was 100% chosen. His limiters just broke.
He was chosen.
He was absolutely chosen.
You get to do normal workouts, and now you're better than everybody. 100 push-ups,
100% a day, bro.
100 sit-ups, 10 kilometers.
Yeah.
Go. And squats. You forgot the
Oh
squats.
yeah, 100 squats.
Yeah, can't
Yeah,
forget the
he's
squats.
super chosen.
He's super chosen.
Yeah, he's super chosen.
I have to ask you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not as involved with like the anime like social media community, but I do have a lot of people like obviously IRL friends who watch anime.
Of course.
I never meet people who watch this anime who, in my opinion, is the most underrated shonen anime of all time. It's like 200 episodes long. Very like, pretty traditional shonen anime.
Okay.
I swear nobody watches it. Tekyo no Hitman Reborn. Come on, bro.
I knew he was about to say it. Once he said
It's so
200,
underrated.
I'm
I've
like,
never-
I didn't watch it.
bro,
pretty
Hitman Reborn is absolutely some of the most.
I've heard it's great,
bro. No, like you don't understand.
It's phenomenal.
It's Bleach.
I don't understand.
It's Bleach, right?
Hitman Reborn was above One Piece to me at one point.
Bro,
Obviously, it ended,
it's
so why
elite.
it's not, I don't like it as much. But like,
It's elite.
You agree with that?
I could argue why somebody would feel that way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, the Hitman Reborn.
If it's that great, why have I never? I've only
I don't
heard
know.
you mention it
Nobody
once.
talks about it. It
Bro,
ended like to be fair,
because
like,
it's super niche.
I've only heard you talk about it one time.
Bro, like
And that was back when Thomas was on the pod.
yeah, bro, I love Hitman Reborn.
it's so good. It's weird too because it's like it fits. It's pretty normal shonen. Like it's 200 episodes long. It has your power system. It has your group. You have your arcs. Like it's
the villains. You know,
the power scaling is there. Like
you know who's coming for you.
You know who's coming. It's pretty. It doesn't really do
awesome.
anything too unique in a way.
But the thing is, that show does not start until like
That's the biggest problem. The first 24 episodes, it's a slice of life, like a real actual slice of life comedy.
they don't. It don't get real until like
Episode 24, bro.
Is that when they go?
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
telling you, it's like the
then
first 20 episodes. It's just slice of
bro,
life. Like the episodes are like, we went to the zoo today and had some shenanigans happen, and then we went. That's canon. Like that's in the manga. It's not filler.
Like, bro, it's like Bleach, where it's a whole different show.
I mean, Bleach was ass at the beginning too.
It is like Bleach. It is very similar to
Bleach. And then
Bleach.
it flips, and then it gets so
So good.
serious.
Maybe
I would
keep
define
it
it. It's
then.
like Bleach and One Piece combined.
Yeah,
in a way.
Yeah, like honestly, like that show. Oh my!
I think the main
God.
character, Tsuna, has one of the coolest fight styles in anime. Trust me.
I can't. Like, I don't want to tell you anything that happens because everything's such a twist. Bro.
You're the first person I met, honestly, like, in real life, who like actually, because nobody, even the biggest anime heads I've ever met in my life, never seen the show.
I guess I gotta watch this.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta.
It's on
check it out.
Crunchy?
That sounds banging.
I think so, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of
so.
Crunchyroll, sorry, this just popped in my head. I don't know
Did
if
I
y'all
not pay it? Oh,
No,
I
you
thought
did.
were
Yeah,
about
we
to say
sponsored.
something.
I don't know if we're not sponsored. I don't know if you y'all saw the TikTok video I put out this week about
profile
our
pics?
Crunchyroll profile pictures and asked the people to vote who had the best one. You won that.
Yeah, it was,
of course.
but I had
You
Gear
got
5.
hold.
I got Gear 5
That
Luffy.
makes sense too, honestly.
I have Gear 5 Luffy over.
Yeah, I was like, both of those make total
Like,
sense.
Yeah. Do you have Crunchyroll?
Oh,
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask what your profile picture was.
Yeah,
I had people on the internet rank our profile pictures, and yeah.
Yeah, Gear
But
5 Luffy. Come on.
Speaking of Gear 5 Luffy, how you feeling about One Piece right now?
Are we talking manga or anime? Are you
Anime,
guys caught up in the
anime.
manga? Because I don't want to.
No, I'm ahead in the manga, but I'm not caught.
No, I just need to know.
I'm maybe like 4 or 5 chapters ahead right now.
How do you guys feel about Egghead?
Bro, I love that.
It's cool. It's cool.
I love that.
I'm not like. It's not my favorite arc.
Really?
But it's your favorite arc? Oh.
It's I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but like when this was coming out in the manga week to week, like truly, like the community like was stating that this is the best post time skip arc, like no question.
Is it the best post time skip
I think
arc?
It is.
No.
I think I would argue it's
he's whole cake.
I like that pull.
I love Whole Cake.
Whole Cake
is my favorite arc in the show.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah,
that is
my favorite arc in the show.
Really?
What's your favorite arc in the show?
It's basic, but like Enies Lobby.
Enies Lobby gas.
I like that one.
That one's like my gas. That's my like obvious, but like if I gotta say like my not obvious one, I what's it called? Dude, I should know this. Impel Down.
I was about to say if you.
I like Impel Down.
Well, what's the one? I can't even remember it. It was so bad.
Bad Thriller Bark.
Yeah,
Thriller Bark.
If you would have said Thriller Bark, I'm like,
I stopped watching at Thriller Bark because I couldn't take it.
I was about to say, if you said Thriller Bark, you're just going for
that bad. To be fair,
it was horrible.
Like
it's absolutely to me the worst One Piece.
Why? Did you think it's just the pacing or
the pacing, the villain? You don't care about you do not care about Gecko Moria after that.
Yeah, it was ass.
You do not care about you don't care about Oars that much. No. You do not care about none of the characters or anything they handed you. The only person they hand you out of that arc that is worth 10 dead flies is the Ghost Girl. The Ghost Girl, she's cool. Everything else is dirt.
Yeah, I don't think Thriller Bark is one. I don't think it's top 10, top 5.
It's the worst arc.
I don't think it's the worst arc.
What's worse?
Long Ring.
I count that as that's kind of like
all one. Syrup Village is the worst. I would say.
Which one?
Syrup Village.
Which one is that?
The Usopp's first arc. I think that's the hardest for people to get through. I still got that
over Thriller Bark.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think Thriller Bark. The thing with Thriller Bark for me though, and this might just be me. I think Thriller Bark has one of my personal favorite fights, which is Ords versus the Straw Hats.
I did.
No, you know what? I like Nightmare Luffy. I think Nightmare Luffy is super cool.
I forgot about that one, to be honest. But
I like Nightmare Luffy. That was cool.
I love Ords of the Straw Hats because it's like
it was ass.
That's like one of the few fights in the series where they win, where we watch the Straw Hats fight as a crew.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's one of the few fights in the entire series.
Yeah, but
they team up. They have the team up fights.
I feel like that was a wasted time. They did it on a mediocre villain.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Moria is ass.
Imagine if all 5 of them fought Kaido. That would have been what,
dude. Back when Whole Cake was coming out in the manga.
Yeah,
people most of the community just agreed. I thought so too. We all just assumed that Kaido was going to fight all the Straw Hats at once.
Yeah,
we all assumed because at the time it was kind of just obvious because it was Wano was supposed to be a sequel to Thriller Bark at a time because Thriller Bark set up so much for Wano. Kaido himself was so similar to Oars, and the prophecy in Wano at the time, reading week to week, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, the 9 chosen people, the Scabbards, who are gonna fight Kaido and take down." Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, the 9 Scabbards. That's not the actual 9 Scabbards, though. It's samurai. No, that's the Straw Hats.
Right.
They're all gonna." Bro, it never happened.
Yeah, that's true.
They never nobody.
No, they never. What do you guys think of Wano?
I liked Wano. I understand where people are coming from when
I wasn't a fan.
When they're saying it doesn't even feel like One Piece.
It doesn't, yeah.
Yeah, but I enjoyed the parts of Wano where it's they're scattering everybody's story. Zoro's out. He's out protecting Momonosuke and in the bed with his sister. Yo, what is Zoro doing? He's wilding. And then it cuts to Sanji and he's just making food in a town somewhere. He's just trying to blend in. And everybody's coming up to his stand because Sanji get down. Yeah. And then it's
that shit was so boring to me.
The anime was bad, but I'll say the anime was terrible.
They animated that.
I read it.
Oh, you read it?
Yeah, I read it. That shit was ass to me. And now the parts that I loved about Wano, absolutely loved, what's Buddy's name? The old Shogun. Yeah. His story.
You're talking about Odin.
Odin. I loved Odin's story. That was super fun. All that backstory was awesome. Yeah. I loved that. That might be it. Am I forgetting something? Oh, no. I like the smile. That all watching
the smile,
the back, the pain and all that went in the smile. That was cool. But the actual fight.
I think the biggest problem with Wano is that there was so much. We expected so much from Wano. Like, dude, Oda was hyping up this arc for years. He was like, I don't know how Luffy's going to beat Kaido. Like, Wano is something I've been thinking about for. He was hyping this up like crazy. But I think what Wano's downfall in terms of writing, and especially One Piece writing, why a lot of people say it doesn't feel like One Piece, is it just had too many characters. It had way too many characters that people didn't care about. Raizo, who cares about? Like, Raizo, dude.
Which one is that?
Exactly,
God.
Exactly. The three-headed dragon.
No, he's not even. Raizo's one of the scabbards.
Oh, yeah, I don't care about him. This is a ninja. I don't care about that guy.
Oh, the one who...
You don't care about him? Do you care about any of the scabbards besides Kinemon?
No. Nah.
But they each had their own dedicated chapters. They each had like their own dedicated fights. You don't care about that.
I did rock with the one dude.
The dude with the kite. I hated his kite.
Who the hell is that?
I thought he flew in on a kite, Raizo.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't call him the dude with the
He literally did nothing else. He did nothing else. It was like a kite, bro. It was a kite.
Like the dude with the kite.
He was flying in on like a folded piece of paper. I was like, yo, this is trash.
You know, One Piece characters have titles like, Pirate Hunter Zoro. The dude was like
Raizo, the dude with the kite.
I was like, who the man? I would not be.
There's so many filler characters. Yeah. Like there's so many filler characters. One that you didn't care about.
No, I like the one dude who's the like Yakuza demon who like came back.
I don't even know.
He was like the short old man. Yeah,
the one from jail.
Yeah, I didn't care about that.
I liked him. I thought he was cool.
I liked him a lot.
All right.
Yeah, but like for the jail arc, he's a cool little side character. Now Raizo pulling up to the jail.
Bro,
get him out of there.
I don't even remember him at the jail.
He pulls up to the jail.
I don't remember that guy for real.
Dude,
on a kite?
Yes. He flies in.
I know he was on a kite, but I just don't remember when.
The man with the kite had the last battle in Onigashima before Luffy's.
Raizo did?
Yes. If you that's what's crazy, bro. Damn. In the manga, bro, week to week, we're like, Luffy's about to finish, but Raizo is still fighting the dude with the long ear. I don't remember his name because we don't care about him.
Yeah,
but it was just like stuff like that where like Wano just had so many like chapters focused on characters we just did not care about.
Well, that's because also Big Mom pulled up.
I was just about to say, I like the Big Mom fight.
I do like the Big Mom.
It got difficult because now we're dealing with like fire. Like they're also fighting like Big Mom's crew, and it was
just Paris Sparrow, but.
Is that the hard candy?
He was the only Big Mom pirate because they all got low diffed.
Yeah.
But
Paris Sparrow's ass. I hate that guy.
Yeah, but he was kind of strong.
He was strong.
I like how strong he was.
I don't like his personality. I don't know. He
doesn't think there's so many characters in that arc. I think Oda just fit in too much.
Yeah.
Where at that point, like you just don't care about any of these guys. You don't care about any of them. Even like the Flying Six or whatever you call them.
Ooh.
Exactly, bro. Kaido's main crew, bro. Kaido's main crew.
King.
Not King. I'm talking about like the guy who fought Frankie. I don't remember his name. The dinosaur lady.
Yeah, I remember the Queen.
The dinosaur dude. No, not Queen, bro. Like the ones who fought the Straw Hats.
Queen fought.
I'm talking about the Flying Six, bro. The fact that you don't even know, it's like that's what I'm saying. How bad the arc was. One of them was called. I don't remember the one who fight Robin, Snake Lady.
Yeah, I remember.
She's one of the Flying Six.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that's what they were called.
And it's crazy because it's like past One Piece arcs.
Oh, I do. Now that you're saying that,
but it's like
I do remember that because the other ones are called like walkers or runners or something stupid.
But it's just like Wano was so over bloated with characters.
Yeah,
and it meant you're not going to care about these characters when there's so many. But if you look at like past one, Alabasta, can you name the henchman of Crocodile? Yeah, right. Second. Mr. 2, bro? Mr. 1, bro? They're memorable. They're memorable, bro. Memorable.
Did Mr. 2 come around mad times?
The Ton lady, bro. Like you remember these characters. Andy's Lobby. Can you remember all the CP9 members outside Lucci?
Of course.
Exactly, because they're memorable.
The Choppa dude.
The Choppa, bro.
I don't remember their names, but I remember all.
You remember the Wano had
the doorman was crazy.
No, he was crazy, bro. He was crazy.
That was fire. Yeah.
Wano was so over bloated with characters, meaning you're not going to care about any of them.
That's a great point. I actually can remember almost all the main
minor
except
villains.
for Dressrosa. There was too many people in that bitch.
Treble. I mean, Dressrosa had the same issue. So many characters. You're not going to care about all them.
Too many people in Dressrosa.
Yeah.
I didn't really like Dressrosa either.
I like Dressrosa.
Yeah.
Dressrosa is bottom 3 for me.
I like Dofi.
Really?
Yeah, Dofi's
arguably the best villain in One Piece.
Like he's one of my favorite villains, bro.
I highly disagree with that.
Yeah,
not him. I don't fuck with
Dofi,
bro.
Just pure evil.
I don't fuck with Dofi, Mango.
He feels like he's better than you. And for the most part, he is. Like, you can't really do anything with Dofi. And Dofi's like, he's smart. He's just, but at the same time, like he's just so wicked. Like he's tormented by his own emotions too much.
I found him boring. Yeah, I found Dofi boring, bro. Personally, I'm trying to think. I definitely have a strong feeling on who the best villain is, but I can't remember who it is. I've said this before, haven't I? Yeah, what's up?
I gotta ask you, bro.
Okay.
Jinbei, bro? With your
What is wrong with Jinbei?
I think he's fine, but it's like your favorite Straw Hat, bro?
He's goated.
That's crazy.
He's wise. He's crazy. Strong. He was a captain, the son of the sea. He's that guy.
He's got nothing, bro. Like he's like his character. His character is already finished. That's like
he be whipping the boat. Nah, Jinbei is lit. Dude, whenever people are like, Jinbei, really? I'm like, what's wrong with Jinbei?
Ain't throw no sauce in the mix. He's just kind of
boring, bro. Like
he's just kind of there.
Jinbei gave that man blood out his veins.
But it's like that's his whole character.
Did your favorite Straw Hat give some blood out his veins?
Yes.
Zoro.
He ain't get no blood out his veins to Luffy.
He stood right there and took all Luffy's veins.
I ain't see that go in his veins. That didn't go in Luffy's veins.
It didn't have to go in his veins, bro.
Jinbei gave him blood,
bro. That's like
Jinbei's that dude, man. Who's your favorite?
Like Sanji.
Okay,
that's fair.
That's my second favorite.
But it's like I would do any. I just like any of the other nine. I would be like, yeah, that makes sense. But it's like Jinbei.
Anybody over
any of them?
No.
What?
If you say Brook, you're wildin'.
You're crazy, bro. Brook is good,
dude. People love Brook. I don't.
No.
I love Brook.
I'm saying if you say Brook,
he's the most mistreated by Oda. I would argue.
Yeah,
like he doesn't have Oda doesn't give him anything, but when he does give him something, bro, they're so good.
Now Chop my
Tony chopped the one.
That's my
Chopper
dog.
Okay, Chopper got. I love Chopper. He used to be my favorite actually, but he just hasn't had anything post time skip, bro. He hasn't had anything, bro. Like
he's still lit though.
Oda, like, dude, pre time skip, bro.
Kung Fu Point.
Ass, bro. I'm sorry.
You got it.
But I think, bro, pre-time skip, bro, when he would go Monster Point.
No, Monster Point is crazy.
So good. But now it kind of, it's like, it just, Chopper doesn't do anything anymore. Like, he just kind of is like.
Heals. That's all.
He's a mascot now. Like, back pre-time skip, bro, like, he was
a mascot before.
He was a mascot, yeah.
He was a mascot before.
No, he wasn't, bro. Back in like
he has a $50 bounty, bro.
No, bro. People forget, bro. People forget. Pre-time skip up until like Sabaody, Chopper was honestly kind of mainly in his human form, like the tall, like muscular form.
Yeah, he was a lot.
He was like normally in that because like Oda even said in interviews, he didn't want Chopper to be a mascot.
Yeah.
But then post-time skip, when he shrunk his design, bro, look at Chopper chapter 1 versus now. Yeah. He like changed his design. Now he's just a mascot, but he wasn't always like that.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
I agree.
I love Tony Chop though.
Yeah, that's my guy.
I mean, I like him too, but I just wish he got more.
I love Chop.
Yeah, exactly. They have to like push his character a little bit more.
Like post time skip, he hasn't. Like, I can't think of a big moment in any arc time skip that he's had. His biggest moment was like
he healed Zoro twice.
That's it,
in
bro.
Wano.
That's like saying, oh yeah, Sanji cooked a meal, bro. Like
Sanji cooking meals is a
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, oh yeah, Sanji cooked a meal. That's a job, bro. Like,
that was some fun. When he cooked that meal, pulled up on Luffy.
Yeah.
But Sanji had more on top of that. It's like, he does his role in the ship.
Yeah.
But he does more. Chopper is like, he only heals now. He only does doctor stuff, which is like, you know, the whole point of Straw Hats is that they're fun, so fun to do because there's so much more than just their role on the ship, you know?
Who is your favorite non-Straw Hat?
Ooh, I mean, that's a loaded question. I don't know. I got to say, probably Law, let's say.
It's a solid pick.
Law.
It's a solid pick.
But
I got Whitebeard. It's my guy.
Really? What about live ones?
Oh, alive ones? This is a super underrated pick. Yeah, people gonna hate, whatever.
Jinbei.
Nah, man. I'm gonna say Smoker.
No, I like Smoker, bro. I like Smoker,
dude.
bro. I do. I actually would say Smoker. I love Smoker,
Good
bro.
taste.
I was Smoker for Straw Hat for a long time.
Smoker's
I really
my
want
guy.
him to be a Straw Hat. I don't think he's gonna be anymore.
I don't think he should be a Straw Hat, but I love him.
If you asked me back in like Fishman Island, I would have said, yeah, Smoker's probably this 10th Straw Hat.
Oh wow!
Because, and that was a popular theory at the time.
Really?
Yes, because it was we knew. You're gonna hate this, but we knew for the longest time that Luffy was gonna have 10 Straw Hats. We didn't know who that 10th one was gonna be.
How many Straw Hats are on there right now?
9.
Jinbei took this.
No, wait. Jinbei's 10?
He's 10, yeah.
Chopper.
You have the first 5.
Nico Robin.
I mean, we count Luffy as a Straw Hat.
Yeah.
But like
Luffy.
There's 10.
Frankie.
I thought there was 9.
Zoro. Sanji.
You said Usopp and Chop?
I haven't said Usopp or Chop.
I know, that's what I said. I guess there is 10. I thought there was 9. So wait, we're not getting no more?
Well, I don't think we're getting now.
Dude, you know who I was?
I wanted Yamato.
But that's what I'm saying.
Dude, I was literally praying that she would not be a Straw Hat, bro.
I don't like
Dude,
Yamato.
I was ready to throw up when she was like,
I don't like Yamato.
I need to go on the scene with you. I was, no! I hate her, bro.
I think Oda wanted her to be a Straw Hat.
Yeah.
But he saw how the community was reacting.
I think he did because, like, dude, he doesn't fit. I don't know. They do not fit the Straw Hat dynamic well. She's also too strong. In my opinion,
man, fuck her. She's ass.
She wasn't even that
she was
strong.
Weak to me.
I think she's as strong as Zoro. Same level. She was 1v1 in Kaido.
Okay,
Zoro
go ahead. Stop. Wait.
Go ahead and stop right there.
Let me warn you. Do not say characters are as strong as Zoro.
Zoro had.
They will kill you.
Really?
They will
wait.
Be careful.
Zoro damn near Luffy level.
Be careful. Be careful.
Zoro up there.
Oh, they will get on you for that.
That's crazy.
Be careful.
I'm not the biggest Zoro stan in the world. I do think Zoro was stronger than Luffy though in Fishman. Up until Dressrosa, I would argue he was stronger.
Yeah, there are portions in the show where I think Zoro was stronger than Luffy, and I think that, like, you know, he addressed that.
Yeah,
he addressed that, like, yo, you can't.
Zoro didn't struggle at all until King.
Yeah,
until King. Stronger than Luffy.
Yeah,
up until Dressrosa, up until Gear 4th.
Yeah,
up until Gear 4th. I think Zoro was stronger than Luffy.
Zoro had moments where I thought he was stronger than Luffy.
Even with Gear 4th, dude, I don't know. I think
Zoro's one of them. Like, they're saying Zoro was on the sea whiling way before.
Time skip, Zoro was definitely stronger than Luffy up until, like, Arlong, maybe. And even then, like, Oda purposely nerfed Zoro. Dude, what am I saying right now? Oh my god! But he did purposely nerf Zoro against Arlong because he didn't want to show Zoro versus full strength against Arlong because then people would know that he's stronger than Luffy.
I will say early on in the story for sure.
There are definitely times.
Fishman Island.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that.
He was going tough.
I don't know. It just don't sit right with me. I don't know. It's
but just like,
sitting right in my heart.
Is that just biased because you're like, your thought is like, oh yeah, it's a shonen. The main character has to be the strongest. In this
maybe. Group? I don't know, but Zoro's strong, but he's not Luffy strong.
There are parts where, like, Luffy is struggling where I don't think, like, Zoro would have as much of a problem.
Against who? Hody Jones?
Hody Jones was weak.
Beat him.
Yeah, no, Hody Jones was weak.
He was weak.
Yeah, Hody Jones was weak. That's a bad example.
I just think people compare, like, I think it's so blasphemous to think Zoro's just as strong as Luffy because you think, like, oh yeah, but Kaido is so much stronger than King or other right-hand men, you know, Big Mom is so much stronger than Katakuri, right? You compare them to other
That's what I was about to say. Zoro can't beat Katakuri.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Why are you... No, but I'm saying because you're comparing Luffy and Zoro's dynamic to other pirate captains and right-hand men. But the thing is with Zoro is that Zoro, like, Luffy's goal is not to be Kaido, is not to be Big Mom. His goal is to be Roger, right? Yeah. And I think Rayleigh was pretty close to Roger. Like, I think the gap in strength between the Pirate King and his right-hand man is a lot shorter than the gap between a Yonko and a right-hand man.
I agree with all that. I just don't think Zoro would have been able to beat somebody like Katakuri.
No, we're not saying that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm saying up until Dressrosa.
That's way post that.
Dressrosa. Zoro got buffed in Wano, which is why he was able to
beat the arc before Dressrosa? I'm having a hard time remembering.
Punk Hazard.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. They didn't really fight nobody.
I'm saying if Luffy fought...
Was there a main villain in Punk Hazard that, like, Luffy fought?
Caesar Clown.
But they didn't fight.
No. Fight now.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, I think if Luffy fought Zoro in Punk Hazard, like, seriously, out for blood, I think Zoro might win.
Because Zoro does, like, the one thing Luffy's bad with is sharp objects.
Yeah, he's also his weakness.
And like, I mean, yeah, he might beat Luffy, but beating... You know what I'm saying? Beating someone doesn't always mean you're stronger than them.
Yeah,
because his strengths just happen to be Luffy's weaknesses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Enel. Like, Enel kind of got done up. He would have beat practically anybody else in the show, but he ran into the rubber man. And it was just up.
Enel?
Yeah, he would have fought a lot of people in the show and had no difficulty.
Don't have people who don't have hockey.
Yeah, but at that point, nobody did. You know, like...
Well, we just didn't see it. Like...
Yeah, but it like didn't exist at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no. I mean, I think it did. I think Oda knew. But
yeah, I disagree. But
well,
really, you don't think it was planned?
He literally,
chapter 1, bro.
What are you talking about? Like, literally,
Shanks uses hockey in the first chapter.
Shanks uses hockey on the Sea Beast. Out the gate.
I gotta rewatch it.
There's no
I gotta rewatch it.
He literally stared at it and then I
gotta rewatch it. I watched that in 2018.
In the manga, when Luffy fights Crocodile, remember how Luffy puts like the water barrel to hit Crocodile because he's sand?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Didn't he like drink it or some shit?
Yeah, he drank it and he like made his hands wet so he could hit Crocodile.
Yeah.
In the manga, if you read that fight, the first punch Luffy gets on Crocodile, there's a panel where Luffy gets his first hit on. And Crocodile, who we know Crocodile was from the New World, right? And then he lost and went back to the pre-time skip. Meaning we know Crocodile knows about hockey. He knows a lot more than we think. There's a panel where Crocodile looks at Luffy and he says, "Is that?" And then it gets cuts off. Meaning Oda he was thinking that it was hockey.
I mean, I gotta go back because like I watched that in 2019.
Yeah, I mean, it's something you don't realize at the time. Yeah. But if you go back, I'm like, oh, Crocodile thought Luffy had hockey because he said, "Is that?" And then he gets like the manga panel gets cuts off. Right. He says, "Is that?" And then Luffy says, "I got water on me." But Crocodile thought Luffy unlocked hockey.
Right. Okay. Shit. I mean, I don't go toe to toe with like real One Piece fans. I'm not a real One Piece fan.
I've been caught up to One Piece since 2012, bro.
Yeah. See, I mean, I like One Piece. Yeah. I don't love One Piece. Like, One Piece is cool.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah. I don't think it's for everyone.
One Piece is like to me, 7.5, 8. Like, it's cool.
No, I think One Piece, it's very like, I think like to the people who really like it, it's going to be like their all-time greatest thing ever in life. Yeah. But I think that only hits a certain amount of people. You know, I don't think it's something that'll like, it's not something as safe as like, most people are probably going to like Attack on Titan. You know, that's going to hit a broader range of people.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So. Yeah. I mean, it's good though. Like, I'm not going to say it's bad. There are parts, the lows for me are really low.
And I understand that because
really. That's crazy. Thriller Bark was a huge low. Skypiea was a huge low. I don't count Long Ring Long Thriller Bark is just one thing to me.
That's crazy, bro.
Long Ring Long
huge low. I thought Dressrosa was a really big low. I did not like that at all.
Skypiea until I went back and started like
Skypiea was so.
And then you're like, oh my god, he was doing so much here. He was doing so much.
I like Nolan shit. Nolan was lit, but the rest of that shit, I
did skip Nolan's flashback when I watched it when I was like 10.
Yeah, my foot. Oh well. Yeah.
But I did,
yeah.
But I was 10.
I like Nolan. The rest of that, Fish. I like Fishman more than most people did.
Oh, I was about to say, Fishman is probably my bottom one.
I mean, I didn't love it, but I liked it more than most people did.
Villain. I just was like, this villain is so trash.
Hody Jones was
just writing with it. I don't know. It just
I was like, this is a trash villain.
I like Sabaody a lot. That was one of my better arcs for sure.
Because I fuck with Kuma so heavy. I think Kuma might be my favorite. Huh?
Have you been spoiled yet on the manga?
I think it's tomorrow, actually, right? Or the day after.
It starts tomorrow. Or Sunday.
Yeah.
You're about to have the best flashback in the entire series. A lot of people, I agree. I think it is. A lot of people think the next 2 months of the anime is going to be really good.
Bro, I love Kuma. So, like,
I stopped reading One Piece because I was like, oh, damn, this is actually pretty good. I'm dead ass.
Wait, what do you mean?
He was reading it. He said this shit fire.
Because it was good?
He said, hold on, this shit fire.
I am of the belief that it's more fun to watch anime than read it.
Yeah.
So because it was so good, I was like, you know what? I'd rather enjoy this at its peak. So I'm going to just watch it.
It's so hard for me to... It's crazy though. As a manga reader, it's so hard for me to watch anime because it makes me realize how bad the pacing is. Which I never noticed.
The pacing is terrible.
It's dog shit.
Yeah,
I didn't know it's
actually horrible.
So I mean, I watched anime at first, but then like even now going back to like Fishman Island, I'm like, oh, the pacing is really bad.
The pacing is shit.
I read Fishman Island, so I don't know.
I watched it. Yeah, and that's when I caught up.
Oh, okay.
But like I watched it flawlessly, and then now I like watch it. I'm like, how did I watch it? Even stuff like Thriller Bark. Now I'm like, how did I watch this?
I read that too.
Yeah, I watched.
I started reading at Thriller Bark because I was like, no, it's not. No, I was watching One Piece. I don't know if you know what that is. I
know One Piece.
Yeah, I started watching that.
One Piece is good.
I started One Piece and he's at Water 7.
I don't understand the hate
that's the best arc, bro.
I don't even understand the hate for One Piece. I don't even understand the hate for that.
People don't hate on One Piece.
People hate like diehard fans. Every single one I talk to, they'd be like, you fake if you watch One Piece.
I've never heard anyone hate on One Piece.
Not everybody has time.
But it's not a time thing. Like, have you watched any of One Piece?
It is a time thing.
I know it skips a lot, but it's like...
No, but the thing about One Piece is it doesn't skip anything of substance, right?
It'll skip the floorboard scenes.
So the thing about One Piece is they have so much in there that is completely unnecessary. So they'll pan to the sky for 12 seconds, right? One Piece will cut that 12 seconds into 2. Like if
it's good.
If Zoro is fighting somebody, they'll clash swords for 16 seconds.
Yeah.
Like it'll cut that into 7. So it's like you don't lose anything important. It just makes it feel more impactful because it's not like the reason I started One Piece, and I remember this like it was yesterday. It was only a couple months ago. But I was watching it and they panned at floorboards for 9 seconds. I was watching it and they panned at the floor and it just stayed on the floor. And I was like, what the fuck? Like I got irrationally mad. I was like, I can't handle this. And that's why I clicked One Piece. So you're not losing anything of substance. So people hating on One Piece, it doesn't make any sense to me.
It literally didn't make any sense to me either after I peeped it. It was like,
you're not losing anything.
You're just, you're cutting out the fat.
Yeah, it's cutting out the bullshit.
Yeah, like I'm not even, why are you mad? And it's like, well, you're supposed to really go on a journey. No.
Yeah.
It is hard. It is hard.
Stop it. Because if you read it, you don't gotta deal with that either. And I was like, you're not gonna tell me that a One Piece reader is less of a fan than somebody who sits down and watches every single episode.
It's also like, I think you can all agree that like One Piece is very outdated in the sense where like back in the early 2000s, anime was kind of normalized to be like these long running shows where it's really slow paced. It's hard. Like I of course I always recommend people watch One Piece. But like, even I understand like, it's, if you're so used to modern anime, which is season based, very quick paced, MHA is season based, Jujutsu Kaisen is season based. It's hard for you to watch One Piece when it's not like that.
Yeah.
Which it was normal at the time. Bleach, Naruto were like that too. But I'm saying like shows like that don't exist anymore.
But the biggest difference between Bleach and One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece,
skip the filler episodes.
Exactly.
But even then, I agree. However, even then, Naruto and Bleach weren't season based, which means like
they weren't.
People now.
But you can almost pretend like it is.
Yeah, you can. But
when you're watching it back.
But I think the difference is like even in like animation, you see that better, right? Because you save like, MHA will go a year without anything, but then the season comes out and it's back to back, like absolutely amazing animation, and people are just used to that. So it's harder to go back for them to go back to older anime, which it's not. It has a weekly release for a sitcom, so it doesn't have that saved up animation. The pacing is going to be slower like that, and it's harder for people to get into it now. Which
Facts.
One Piece is outdated like that, Same with, I would argue Naruto is outdated.
Which is why they said they're going to redo it. Like
they are redoing it, which is great.
Yeah, they're going to redo
it. It needs it.
Yeah.
Because the One Piece is going to be seasonal, right?
The One Piece is One Piece. Like
No, it's not. Because the One Piece is...
No, it's going to be One Piece.
It's not going to be One Piece. Because the thing with the One Piece is that it's going to be seasonal. Meaning season 1 is probably going to be East Blue Saga, right? Meaning we're going to get back-to-back bangers episodes in terms of animation. The animation people are used to from Jujutsu Kaisen.
But I would argue that you think we'll get the whole East Blue Saga in the first season?
Yeah, I think so.
Bro, you got to think
how the East Blue Saga is,
bro, but
a lot.
But you got to think about how much fat is in there, bro.
There's so much fat, which was normal at the time.
But that's like 5 arcs.
You do not. You need one episode for. You can get to Syrup Village Usopp's art in 3 episodes.
We were in there for way too long.
That's Arlong Park, because oh my goodness,
I feel like Arlong Park is gonna end up being.
Bro, I promise you, if
Arlong Park, I'm thinking about it, Dan, that shit really could be like 4 episodes.
It could. It just you were used to it at the time because that's how anime was back then, bro. If really MHA came out 2001. Bro, we'd still be on like
the sports festival.
We'd still be in the sports festival, bro. Like it's just like anime. Like the format has changed since then.
Yeah, definitely agreed.
Yeah,
we watch a lot of retro anime for our other show, like the Retro Crush podcast. Mm-hmm. So like that pacing and all that,
it was a norm back then. It's just not the norm anymore.
Yeah,
and that's kind of what like some of those shows they'll lose me. They'll lose me like due to the fact that like. I'm like, yo, y'all ain't moving anywhere.
Yeah, it do be some bullshit.
You got used to like seasonal.
Exactly. I got used to seasonal, but then sometimes like with Hajime no Ippo, no problem.
Watched like 2 episodes.
Dude, bro,
so good. Masterpiece.
I know, I didn't really like what I watched.
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, like it was a beautiful show, paced correctly. Like it didn't make me feel like I was always in the fat. Like I'm not randomly staring at a wall.
Yeah.
I'm really like.
You're connected to everybody.
Yeah,
too.
you feel connected to. You feel like a part of the group.
Yeah. The original Hunter x Hunter, it's like 200 episodes, right?
Yeah.
I never watched the original.
I didn't.
Hunter x Hunter is my favorite anime of all time.
Dude, look up. It's actually crazy to look up. Hunter x Hunter 2011 is like, look at the episode difference and how much they cover. They covered 200 episodes in 60 episodes.
Yeah.
It's like, it's crazy because that's what they're going to do with the One Piece. Right. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love Hunter x Hunter.
I thought the 2011 one was 140 episodes.
Well, that's because they covered the Chimera Ant.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the longest arc in the
Okay.
manga, which the original anime didn't get to. But the original anime up into Greed Island, I don't even think it covered Greed Island. It was a special in the original anime.
Yeah.
The original anime only covered up until the York New arc.
Jesus.
And even then, it was like 160, 180 episodes.
Yeah.
Dude. That's how
insane.
And that's just how normal anime was back in the day.
Yeah.
That would make me sick.
Right. And you're saying, but guess what? We've all, I guess none of us watched the original anime. But it's like, we're now saying, what, 2011? But those two arcs were so quick.
Yeah.
Bro, we only say that because we're used to seasonal anime. We're used to this new, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact. I think our listeners are going to love you, dude.
No.
Yeah. I think it's, and if I'm correct, then our listeners do love you. I mean, even if they don't, we had a fun time. You live here, so we can do more of these.
I do live here.
Which is going to be dope.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to say to the people? We're at like a 2-hour mark, and we still got to do our anime.
The Hitman Reborn pull was crazy, though.
I'm so glad you watched it, bro.
Bro, that is.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
I'm gonna check it out.
I will say, after what we just talked about, it is a little outdated.
No, it's outdated though.
That's fine.
It was outdated, but I did not care. I was in the streets.
It's the only I finished. I've never done it before. I'm not a. Like I do like binging, but I like binging like spread out.
Yeah.
I watch it. It's 200 episodes, bro. That's the only anime I watched in like a week.
Damn.
Like, I'm not kidding you. To be fair, I wasn't like school at the time.
Yeah.
Like I was in like high school, but like, dude, I was blasting through. I stopped myself because I was like, I don't want this to end.
I can't let it
I don't want it to end. I don't want to like, go to bed not like having another episode to look forward to watching. It's that good, bro.
I guess I got to tune in,
bro. It was serious.
All right, fuck it. I'm tuning in then.
Yeah,
I'm tuning in. But anything else you want to tell the people before we wrap up?
No. Thank you for having me on. That's all I gotta say.
Where can the people follow you?
Watch Hitman Reborn. That's the best thing I want to leave out with.
Where can the people follow you then?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on IG. I'm on TikTok, all under Danbotooie. I hate my name.
Is that your last name, or
no?
where does that come?
Do you guys know what Banjo-Kazooie is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When I was making my handle name, my name in high school and middle school was always Danbo. My name is Daniel.
Yeah.
But in high school and in school, I was always called Danbo. That was just my nickname, and I like that. I like Danbo. But when I was making my name, of course, I had to make more than Danbo. So I was like, what do I combine it with? So I was like, oh, Banjo. I love that. That's my favorite game of all time. Yeah, Banjo-Tooie. Yeah, let me just combine it. It was funny at the time, but now it's like, I prefer to get rid of it. But Danbotooie.
It's kind of too late, too, because you got a lot of followers.
Yeah, I can't change it anymore. But
damn, that's
awesome, though.
Thank you so much for having me on.
If you guys love movie content and want to get some more of that.
No anime content.
But maybe... This can help you mix some in, you know?
I try to drop one Piece video a week, especially with the anime back now.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Well then that can work. We're gonna do our weekly anime review, so listeners stick around. We're gonna pause, but then we'll come back and do our weekly anime reviews like normal. So catch you in a couple seconds. All right. We are back. Dan left. Great episode. I think that was guess we're still in the episode.
Yeah.
But let's get into before we get into the weekly anime, let's do our voicemails.
Yep.
We didn't get a chance to do our voicemails because those are kind of personalized to us, and I feel like he will feel left out. So
yeah, you don't want to guess sitting there. Is that mic off?
Yeah, I turned it off.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get into these voicemails.
Tough.
You said what?
Them shoes tough.
Oh, these the Kakashi Babesters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't see the other side, but the other side.
I saw the Sharingan already.
Yeah, no, those are hard.
Those are cool.
Damn, there's voicemails that I like to normally listen to the voicemails first, but whatever. All right, this is from CJ. What up, CJ?
Hey guys, this is CJ with it. I'm a big supporter of the pod.
Go.
Love you guys. Been listening for the last 2
love you
years.
too, bro.
Go.
I think you guys do great.
Appreciate that.
I've been trying to find a good topic to sink my teeth into on this voice recorder.
Yeah.
So last week, you guys talked about Kid and how useful he can be.
Indeed.
My opinion is Kid ain't useful. And that's not from a standpoint of, oh, he's just bad. No. The issue with Kid is he goes out picking for fights that he know he can't win. Like, 6'2", 240.
Oh, bro.
Can throw a punch. But I ain't finna walk up to Brock Lesnar and tell him, all right, let's throw down.
Okay.
Then lose an arm, then come to The Rock and say, all right, you next. Like, who does that? Kid should know better. He goes into fights knowing that he can't win. And the difference between him and Law at least look at a fight and say, all right, I can beat you, but I'm going to need some help for the rest of us. So
that is true.
He went and got Luffy to help him take down Dofi, which he knew he could do himself, but he just had some backup. And then he had Luffy for Kaido.
Okay.
Wait.
Go ahead. You're the One Piece expert here. Take it away.
I think if you're going to question Kid like that, you also have to question Luffy. Luffy will take a fight. I don't care who it is. I don't think it. You're going to lose against Big Mom. She's crazy. One of the emperors of the sea. Nigga, fuck that. I'm finna fight it.
That was more or less exactly what I was gonna say.
I'm gonna fight this person. So you have it's not that I know I can lose. It's that I never will imagine me being beat.
He's saying fights that Kid knows he's not gonna win. Kid knows he's gonna win those fights. He goes into those fights like you gotta think about it. When Kid ran up on Shanks, they just beat Big Mom. So he's like, shit.
Who is you?
I could do it again.
Run it back.
And Kid is also, if you believe.
I'm different now. Like, I just beat Big Mom. I'm different now.
If you believe you're going to be king of the pirates.
Yep.
You believe that you're going to beat anyone. Think about it.
Roger was not dodging any fights.
There is no rational reason why Luffy would have thought he was going to be able to beat Kaido. Think about this, right? Luffy didn't know he was about to go Gear 5. Like, Luffy wasn't like, I've been practicing this. Like, he was going up against Kaido with Gear 4.
Yes.
So if you call Kid an idiot, you gotta call Luffy an idiot too. Which, I mean, I guess we all agree that Luffy is an idiot. But people let it slide because he's
stronger.
Right.
And it's like, if
Kid just didn't get a magic devil fruit.
If I thought I was the guy, of course I'm gonna pick that fight, nigga. Fuck Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I'll throw these bitches.
Hey, see, and that's what I was about to say. You think it's crazy, and once again, I'm not hating on you, CJ.
No.
You think it's crazy for you to go up against Brock Lesnar. Yeah. But this isn't CJ going up against Brock Lesnar. It's fucking, I don't know, John Cena going up against Brock Lesnar.
No, it is CJ, but it's from a universe where he's so delusional that nigga, like,
but it's not even delusional. Niggas act like he doesn't have a chance in the world.
Is delusional, bro. Like, but going out to the sea as a 17-year-old trying to be the king of the pirates is absolutely fucking delusional. Like, Usopp is like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to gauge this fight.
Yeah.
Like, Law is in the same way. I'm going to gauge this fight.
Yeah.
But it's coming from the standpoint of knowing who you are.
Right.
Kind of altered. Like, if I'm standing there, bro, I'm going to think I can beat Brock Lesnar.
Like, see, but you beating Brock Lesnar does sound crazy, right? But it's not like you beating Brock Lesnar. It's like fucking Randy Orton beating Brock Lesnar. It's like, this nigga, niggas act like Kid isn't lit. Like, yes, exactly. Kid is not Luffy. Kid is one of the strongest niggas out. He's up there. Kid is top 20 right in the verse.
Exactly. If I'm a top 15 nigga, why would I think I can't beat nobody top 3?
Yeah.
What would be stopping me from beating top 3?
Where's Shanks? Is he top one right now?
In the verse?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we don't truly know how strong Shanks is, but like projected strength.
Projected, he's top,
probably one, right?
He would have to be like, it would have to be, what? Shanks, Luffy, arguably, like the Celestial Dragons, like some of them.
Oh, yeah, I guess Emu and shit.
Emu and them. Yeah. But like, it's
I mean,
based
Dragon's
on like,
probably in that conversation.
No. What do we know about Dragon?
Well, we don't know shit about Shanks either, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, but we know Shanks has taken niggas out. I have not seen Dragon take a nigga out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But all right, let's keep this moving.
Yeah.
Only Ningen. What's good?
What's up, guys? It's Only Ningen here. I gotta get something off my chest. Malcolm, you're an idiot. Last week you asked how did Buddy know Yang Chang was under the mask. I'm assuming since he had to register for the ESO competition.
Am I tripping or did that not sound like a fun haha? You're an idiot. That was like, hey.
That's what I assumed. And
okay.
I can't say anything about the Fire Force thing. Y'all asked about Lisa's tentacles. Yes, they did mention in season 1, season 2. I don't really remember where exactly. It was all a blur because I watched like both seasons really quickly. They did mention they were magnetized. It's not new information. Keep up the good work, guys. I love you guys. I love listening to this podcast every week that I can. This, along with Retro Crush, gets me through most of my shift at work.
You listen to Retro Crush.
I want to do like a 20-hour pod. I won't be mad about that.
It was hating though.
Yeah, I'm like, what's that?
I think it was the energy in the voice.
Said, "Hey, Malcolm, fuck you, bitch ass nigga." Oh, damn.
He was at work. He might have been on the edge.
I know. I'm just kidding.
When I heard it at first, I'm like, damn, my nigga.
I was like, God damn.
And he a little bit like, he on 1.35 times speed.
Shit.
He said, I watched that all in 1 week. I'm like, damn, like this nigga might be living in a different universe.
Shout out to Ningen though.
This nigga's on 2 times speed. I need to turn up.
Ningen, you in the Discord? I don't remember. I don't think I've seen that name in the Discord.
Familiar. Is that not in the Discord right there?
What?
Are the voice messages not sent in the Discord?
No.
I'm not tripping.
No.
Where are they sent on?
SpeakPipe. It's like a voicemail box.
Yeah, I thought it was all done on
Discord? Nah.
I still see people put voice messages.
Nah, this ain't on Discord. All right, Juan Love. Shout out Juan Love.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Juan.
Yeah.
I done recorded this shit like 8 goddamn times, but I'm gonna record it again.
All right.
Thank you.
So I remember y'all was talking last pod about what powers y'all would have if y'all were in the 2B Heroverse.
Yes.
And I got some ideas.
I think his ideas would be better than us.
E-Man would have he'd be Echo Man. He'd have echolocation.
Hilarious.
The nigga would probably see the whole room when niggas talking and shit. And they would probably like hear all your thoughts, all that cool shit. And he'd be a hero too.
Echo Man. Yeah.
Y'all are hilarious.
Malcolm, definitely a villain.
Nigga, what?
Definitely got like
a villain?
Like evil ass power to like enrage niggas and siphon their power via dog shit takes.
Is that not hate?
To be a dog shit take.
I think that's real cool.
Nigga, this is hate.
Then your nemesis would be C2, and as a C2ian, I gotta give that nigga a good power.
This is dick riding.
That nigga would be able to.
This is completely legitimate.
Create an army of niggas by like promoting good takes about other animes and shit.
This is dick riding.
Certified dick riding. Shout out to my man's Wall, bro.
Niggas get, but only if he close to the mic. You know that he like 2 miles away from the mic. By the way, watch Yaiba.
Oh my god!
Watch
Yaiba sound like he said.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna cap to you. That shit was hilarious.
That's crazy.
Shout out my man's Wall.
A villain? If niggas know me, I'm like the least villain nigga out.
I'm the hero.
Out of every nigga on the pod, I'm definitely the most. If we all got powers, I'm probably the only nigga that would actually be a hero.
I'd be a hero. I would just some of the shit I would do would be mad villainous though.
I'm like, nigga, bro. No, you would not. What are you talking about?
I would 100% be an anti-hero. I would not be like the average hero. I'm going. I'm
the only nigga that would actually be a hero.
You would wholeheartedly try and do the right thing.
Yeah, I'd be a hero.
I'm trying
to
fix the world.
Yeah,
I'd be a hero.
Fuck all that righteousness. I'm trying to fuck. Give me
I'm
up.
trying to fuck. What the
I
hell?
said, I'm
This
trying to.
nigga said, I'm gonna get powers. Nigga turned into fucking Homelander.
I'm trying to
turn the
fuck the
Homelander in
world
that
up
bitch.
and
What the
bring me
hell?
up. I'm up. That's what I need.
I'm definitely going up though for sure. Like Iron Man levels are up. But I'm definitely trying to fix the world though. Like it's not. I'm trying to fix the world. I'm gonna be a hero at the end of the day, but it's not gonna be like All Might.
Yeah.
Fair Superman. I'm trying to be like. I'm trying to be me.
If it get me up, niggas be damned. I do not care.
So I have no idea who sent this voicemail. I haven't listened to it. They sent it 11 hours ago. It's from Echo Man. So I don't know if you sent a voicemail or not, but let's see who this is from.
Hey, this is going to be for the Patreon, not for the storm.
That's Jordan. All right. Okay. We are going to put that on the Patreon. Shout out Jordan. There's another one from Jordan, so let's see what Jordan...
Hey everybody, this is Jordan from the D1 Haters podcast from the Discord. You probably
W promo.
I have a question that we're probably going to cover this week as well, but I just want to propose to the storm. So,
shout out you, Jordan, bro.
My hero early on, like right after Deku gets the powers from All Might, were to replace with the power system Trust from Superhero X, how do you think it would affect certain heroes? Like, would they do better, worse? Would some of their powers change? What would be the negatives from it? Of course, have downsides, and so do like the things from Trust. Yeah, just let me know what you're thinking.
That's a good question.
It was good to see you too. E-Man, Malcolm, you too. I do got a question, Malcolm. Like, when is Almost coming back? Like, I need another hoodie. I got mine snatched.
Damn, got his snatch.
That's pretty much it, though.
He didn't get a snatch. He gave it to a girl.
And,
she didn't give it back.
Yeah,
the best to ever do it. Best to ever do.
That's why he ain't throw no.
Yeah. Okay.
That My Hero world would be cooked. It would be over with, bro.
Really?
Yes, bro. Oh my god. Everything that's happening now is like we don't trust heroes.
No, now
Hero Killer Stain would be up in the stocks 1,000,000%.
For her, which one? Trust or fear?
Yeah, bro. The villains are mad feared right now.
Oh shit, the villains
like the world would be cooked.
All Might would be
so much
even more unstoppable than he is now.
Unbelievable.
That's true.
Unbelievable.
And a lot of them would be like a nigga like Best Jeanist. A lot of those heroes would have a lot of power.
Crazy.
But Endeavor would be weak as shit.
He would be way worse.
He'd be weak as fuck.
Yeah.
I think his shit would have done a little one of these.
Because he was never really like...
No, because,
niggas never trusted him.
They never trusted. But it was the niggas on the outside, and that's what matters. It's not gonna be the niggas that interact with him. It's gonna be the
niggas on the outside
didn't trust him either.
Yes, they did.
They made it
he
known
was the number
like
2 hero, bro. Like people trusted him.
No,
bro.
They said Endeavor is number 2 hero based purely off merit.
That was
His popularity ranking was
so
crazy
bad.
low.
It was
he
so
just
bad.
saved so many niggas that he was 2.
Yeah, like there was a lot of heroes.
Him.
No, but I'm saying
niggas didn't even know the heroes.
That's
that
where
were
it's
above
gonna
all.
matter, though. That's where it's gonna, because it's the people that like, yo, he saved me.
But the niggas who he saved ain't really fuck with him.
Yeah, I'm like, you saved me, but I don't.
No, but he's gonna be down there. But
he won't be number 2.
They still didn't.
He would definitely do one of these though. He would have been on the rise, and then right when Dobby came out, oh shit, like a tank.
Yeah, he would be down there.
Yeah,
but even like a
low.
nigga like Hawks,
he would not even have fire no more.
Hawks would be incredible.
No, he wouldn't. Hawks is low key. He's in the background.
That's true.
Niggas ain't even supposed to know Hawks exists, really.
But after they find out, he's not really going to be on his espionage
know
stuff.
him.
They do know him. They do know him.
They know him.
Yeah.
But they don't know what he does.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So,
but the villains would be so OP.
Villains would be way worse.
All for One?
All for One would be. He'd be stronger than All Might. I mean,
Shigaraki would be so much stronger now.
Oh yeah,
Dobby would be so much stronger.
The heroes are scared of Shigaraki.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over with.
They would be siphoning all the power.
So much worse.
It's over.
Toga would not really be none.
Toga,
nobody
really fear.
Yeah, nobody cares about Toga.
But her power wasn't like a spectacle enough for people to know.
People were scared in her real life. People were scared of Toga. That's the whole reason she became a villain.
Well, yeah, people in her real life, but like that, like
yeah, but she would get just a booster, and she would just get stronger and stronger.
She would get handled though.
Yeah,
like she would get handled.
Yeah,
All Might too serious.
Yeah, she probably.
You would just be so ridiculous.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think we can do the rest of these voicemails on Patreon probably. Because we got some from Scale. We got more from Jordan. Yeah, we'll probably do the rest of them on Patreon, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool with me. They already getting them.
This is about to be a long-ass ep, probably.
They're getting pod, bro.
Right, long-ass ep. All right. What do we want to handle first? You know what I forgot to bring up with Dan? I wanted to talk about Sinners. I saw Sinners this week. I'm super late. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's really good. You're tweaking.
See, wait. He just used that power right there, bro. He just used the Echo Man power. He heard your thoughts before he said you're tweaking, like out the gate. Like,
okay. You're bugging. That's a good movie.
Objectively speaking,
yo,
Sinners was a really good movie.
It's subjective.
Look, I'm not super religion, man.
Oh,
but that movie made me really uncomfortable. Like, that shit was a little too demonic for me, bro. There was a couple times where I was like, my heart was racing, not because I was scared, but I was like, fuck, I'm going to hell now. Like, I don't know. That shit was like...
Yeah, it is
that
really...
That shit got hella demonic at times, bro. There are certain...
I'm good off that, bro.
Dude, like, I'm not saying don't go see it.
I'm good off that, though,
but I kind of am. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it does have a lot of like...
Man, don't go watch it.
Yeah. I walked out the theater telling Alexis, like, I am not going to watch that again. Yeah, I called Soba because I know Soba like a godly nigga. And I was like, hey, bro, how you feel about... Like, I don't know. There were certain parts where I was just like, ugh.
Yeah. I mean... It almost felt like everybody there was like wilding a lot.
No, there were parts that were like Smoke and Stack were so fucking cool to me, bro. Like
the acting was incredible. I think that was some of the best acting like Michael B. Jordan has ever done.
Dude, incredible. Like
they felt like two completely different people.
Dude, their swag was next level. Oh, that nigga Sammy has swag, bro.
Sammy has some swag.
They had swag. Everything about the movie was dope, but some of them parts were, bro, like when they was in the circle chanting in the forest.
Yeah, but I mean,
that shit was demonic.
I'm not supposed to like that. Like, I didn't like Remick. I didn't like any of them.
No, it's not like a like thing. It just felt wrong. Like, I don't know. It just felt
like
wrong.
Me even like paying my money to be here right now.
Yeah, I was just like,
yeah, a little bit.
My soul feel in danger.
A little bit. I can see that.
Hearing that from you, like I already know how you move, so it's like
I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
Hearing the soul feel in danger, I gotta stay away from that.
I'm not hating. It was an objectively good movie, but it just felt a little shake.
It felt wrong.
Yeah, there were parts that feel wrong. Yes,
yeah.
And look, I've had that feeling before. Like there are some times. Especially like this most recent season of Castlevania, I was like, oh.
They're praising the devil.
Nah, they were never praising the devil, but I was like,
I felt wrong watching Lucifer.
I didn't watch that.
See?
I don't watch stuff like that.
I don't even want to spoil that shit.
You're not spoiling shit for me. I'm never watching it.
Okay.
All right. Spoiler alert. I'm giving y'all hella time right now. Like, get out of here if you're watching.
Is that new? Is this a new shit?
No, that came out a long time.
Yeah.
No, it still has. I think it still has some stuff like coming out now.
I'm not watching that shit,
bro. That nigga became God, and I was like, yeah, I can't jack this. Like, that's literally like the moment God was like, I'm gonna leave it all to Lucifer. I was like. I stood up and I was like, yo,
there's certain things.
I was like, I don't jack this. I was standing there. I was like, yo, bro.
Like, I'm not super religion, man, but some things just feel a little. And like, I'm not hating on Sinners, but there were just some parts where I was like, Like, mom's gonna go see it. I think I need to tell mom not to, because I could see mom not liking that.
I could definitely stand up and
just get out.
I don't think she'll leave. And you know what?
But it seems like a movie that she would like, though.
That's the thing. She might not... Like, Alexis was telling me that I was I was doing the most a little bit.
I fully understand where you're coming from,
but I don't know.
Some don't sit right with my soul watching it.
Yeah, it was just. But I'm not watching it again.
Yeah, I wouldn't go see it again.
It was great though. It was a objectively good movie.
Yeah,
you said you liked it, so
it was a good movie. The main thing for me is the acting. The acting in the movie
incredible
is very
the production,
very
bro,
good.
dude. The scene where Sammy is playing that damn guitar, and it take the musicians from other time period.
Yeah,
one of the most incredible scenes I've watched ever.
Yeah, it is
ever
very, very, very good.
They went absolutely fucking bonkers with that shit, bro.
Yeah,
but even like that didn't feel shaky to me. I was like, all right, cool. But man, when them niggas was dancing in the forest and
that was crazy. Yeah, that felt a little too demonic.
I wasn't fucking with that.
Yeah,
when that nigga pulled up, yeah,
I'm not big on all the vampires.
Couple moments where I was like, nah.
Yeah, the whole vampire thing is very, very like really weird, especially just like some of the stuff that they do. It's feels demonic because it's so like otherworldly weird. Like it's like ew, you know? Okay, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's very weird. That's but if you're watching it like just for the cinematography, it's very, very good cinematography.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not like super religion, man, but a couple things I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in danger, bro. I felt some spirits in that room.
Yeah, they was like, you enjoying this?
I was like,
thought Sammy was playing in the back, summoning spirits and stuff.
But I don't know, bro. I don't want to start sounding crazy, but I don't know.
Amen.
Right. I didn't feel all that.
Amen. Yes. Yes. Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah.
That's how I was feeling. I was like, man, let me get prayed up. But all right.
You prayed after that?
Of course.
Okay.
I was damn near praying during it, bro. Like,
said, please, God protect me.
Yeah.
You're trying to fuck with my energy.
It was a little much. I actually might have forgot to pray after. I ain't gonna lie. I might have forgot, but you know.
I know I didn't pray directly after, but I know I prayed that night.
See what that did to you? You ain't praying.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't even wear no Jesus piece. I wear the tee. I wear a different tee. But all right, let's get into anime for the week. What y'all want to start with?
Starting with like the best or the worst?
What's the worst?
I mean, I know what the best is for me. So I would say like Lazarus or something. I'm liking Lazarus.
I'm not caught up. I'm almost caught up. Yeah. I'm like 2 eps, but maybe the last thing I saw was the DJ.
You know what I think might be an interesting idea? What if we do a whole season review of Lazarus instead of like following it up week by week? Since we've been missing it anyway, we just do when it's on this last episode, we do a whole season review.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think that might be like, I think that might be the way on that one, because we could even do that as like a little separate. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I don't think the listeners care about whether we review Lazarus week to week or not.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But okay. It's cool though. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
Tell me if you guys think that's a good idea. I think that could be a good idea.
I'm enjoying Lazarus.
Because since we're watching a ton of stuff anyway, it gives us a little like breathing room.
I'm enjoying it. I'll probably after watching these episodes, I'll probably catch up tomorrow just because I'm really liking it.
Yeah.
All right, what's next? Last.
Rest of these were bangers. I might say TBATE. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. It's next last for sure. All right.
I might have liked this less than Lazarus now that I'm thinking about it. But
I didn't watch this week's episode of Lazarus, but I am not hating on TBATE. TBATE is cool. TBATE is the most boring thing I'm watching right now.
Yeah, fully agree. Everything else is just amazing.
Yeah.
Everything else is fantastic.
I think I'm kind of caught up. Maybe it's just because I haven't watched the Isekai in a while.
That's not true. We watch Isekai
all the time. I'm saying like I haven't started one in a minute.
Oh, okay.
So it's been like I've been getting a ton of season 2, season 3s.
This just feels like diet jobless.
That's what it is. It's very diet jobless.
It's diet jobless.
Everything about it.
It might be gluten-free too.
Yeah. I mean,
gluten-free.
It might be diet and gluten-free jobless.
Dude gets reincarnated and then like he's with the girl and now he's about to leave the girl. He's probably going to meet the girl again later. Like it has a lot of the same tropes that Jobless has.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's an elf. Like we're living in this like whole
She looks
elf
like
thing.
Sylvie.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
she
there's
looks
clearly
like
some inspiration coming from it.
Yeah. So this
Just
episode
with worse animation, which is making me sick.
Oh, the animation is like
making me sick.
It's really bad.
Like I can't believe that I said that first episode that it wasn't noticeable because it is horrendous.
I should have slapped you.
It is disgustingly bad.
I should have slapped you.
Should have.
I forgot the main Arthur versus the grandpa elf.
Yeah.
I was like, take this out of the show.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm like, this should just be a slice of life because anytime some action happens, it's nothing.
It's Frozen.
It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life.
This
is worse than Blue Lock by far.
This week they talked about the elemental compatibility, how humans have affinity for everything. Some certain humans have affinity for, like, they can do multiple elements.
Yeah.
Arthur's gonna have multiple elements.
Of course. Yeah.
Oh, this bothered me. Time skip.
Yep.
They just now found, like, he just told him about the beast will. Like, he said, yo, the reason why your shit hurting is that beast will in you, and we go.
I've been hurting since I was 6, bro. Like, you ain't want to help me out.
You ain't want to tell me shit until today?
Yeah.
You could have been helped me with this shit.
Yeah,
you didn't even have to help me. You could have just told me what it is.
Just let me know what's going on. You knew this whole time.
For years.
Yeah. Yeah, that killed me. That killed me. And then when they were fighting, he's gonna figure out all of these techniques later. Mm-hmm. But I was like, y'all never trained this stuff before at all? Like, what was y'all doing? Just fighting with swords, not using any type of powers?
That part I understand because I think he had to get to a certain point in order to tame the beast will, maybe.
Maybe, but I'm like, you got this Shadow Panther mode that you ain't want to show anybody. Like, what's going on?
That was next level.
Yeah, it was fire. Yeah, it seemed like it should have been fire if the animation wasn't absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
But it should have been cool.
What else happened? The ignition went bad. Everything exploded, and it was like, yeah, shit's strong as fuck.
Yeah.
We found out he leaves in 4 months.
Yeah, he's getting ready to dip. Oh, he gets the dragon.
The Night Fury.
Yeah.
The Night Fury egg hatched.
That thing is annoying.
The baby Night. It's annoying?
That thing is annoying.
Why is it annoying?
Because it just meows and does nothing.
I mean, it's a baby. What the fuck you expect?
Well, I'm not a big baby fan, so I guess that would make sense. But yeah, that thing is annoying.
Shout out my baby, that's me. I'm in there with it. You know, like.
I'm hoping he grows up quick because I do not like that thing.
Okay, hate.
You hoping for another little time skip?
Yeah, a real salt. I need the time skip.
And then Favorith pulls up. They kind of become friends.
Who's Favorith?
Aristocrat kid.
Oh, the one that
he beat him up again.
Yeah.
And they kind of become friends.
A little bit.
And he's getting ready to leave, and Lilia. No, what's her name? Is it Lilia?
No, I forgot what it is though.
Talking about
the girl.
The girl.
I thought, yeah, I think you're right.
Is it Lilia? Oh, okay.
And she pulls up, and that's pretty much the episode.
Yeah. So
I'm bored.
Same.
I'm bored.
I do feel like I am getting diet Mushoku Tensei.
Yeah, but
so I'm bored.
It just took all the substance out of Mushoku Tensei.
Yeah.
It's very empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bored.
I can't. I'm not bored with it yet. I think I just like isekais. I think that's just to the core of who I
like
am.
isekai too.
I love isekais.
I don't even care about
so
it.
So I let them cook because I need them to
I'm not done with the show.
Direction.
I'm not done. Yeah. It's just boring to me.
They're not cooking nothing though. They're not cooking. No, they ain't got a
just
pot
got
on
a
the
dragon.
flame.
I'm like, this might be decent.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still gonna wait it out and see if they got anything good cooking, but I have no faith in this. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
I have no faith in this.
Yeah.
I'm like, they took one of the scenes that like should have been cool and made it so butt.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
It'd be like that.
Made me furious. He was like, I'm about to show you some secret moves. Shadow, elf, panther, darkness, woo. Nothing happened.
Yeah, I personally didn't. That didn't bother me. I didn't really care about that, but
it
seemed to bother you a lot.
It killed me.
I didn't care about that
because I'm like, bro, why am I watching this show? It's like I could read it better than the way they're animating it. Like, it's just so bad.
Go read it,
but it's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, all right. I don't have nothing else to say.
I'm sick of this.
Okay, I feel as though this is probably the best episode of the week. On 3, let's say what we think the best episode of the week was.
Okay.
You got your C?
Thinking.
It's
only
Fire Force, Vigilantes, To Be Hero X, and I think that's all we got left. Because there's no One Piece.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Vigilantes.
Yeah, To Be Hero X.
Hero X was so much better than Vigilantes. Hero X was incredible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Better than Vigilantes?
I sat on my couch for like 5 minutes just doing nothing. Because I was like so surprised by the end of that episode. That was crazy.
Okay. So which one you want to talk about first?
Vigilantes, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. C2.
Mm-hmm.
Vigilantes. I think you should start this conversation.
All right.
Listeners, get ready. I feel like this is going to be one of them convos. How did you feel?
It kind of... I felt right about Stain. Like...
Well, okay, so you remember last week, you said that Stendhal and Stain,
they're the flip.
You said they not the same nigga.
Yeah, they're the flip.
They're super different.
They're the opposite of each other. Like they're literally the opposite.
Right. How do you feel watching that up?
I feel almost right. Like you come to a point where you're the hero until you become the villain. And that
okay.
So like he literally, I understand where he was coming from and why he flipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I truthfully think just because you have an epiphany doesn't mean it was always the correct decision. Like he removed his mask but destroyed who he was. Like Stendhal was like, he was trying to help the community in the sense of I'm stopping the direct crime that's happening, whereas he flipped it and was like, society is the thing that is causing this crime. And I have to change society and the way that people look at heroes to fix the problem.
Okay. I get that interpretation.
Yeah.
I think it was more of like, the issue is niggas don't got resolve for real. And if you don't got resolve, you can't help anybody. Yeah. Like, without resolve, you just in this bitch doing it for
people hurt. Like,
yeah, like it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Because basically, if you don't have resolve, all that's gonna happen is you're all gonna end up like Stendhal did.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm talking as if Stain and Stendhal are two different
people.
He's like, everybody's gonna end up like Stendhal is. You can't help anybody. No one's gonna believe in you, and you're gonna get yourself hurt. You don't have that resolve. After seeing this episode, it's really interesting to see how much, and it's like a perverted version of it, but like how much knuckle duster is in Stain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I don't know. It's like, I think the writer did a really good job.
Yeah.
You can tell
Horikoshi did a great job.
Yeah, like he left an everlasting mark.
Yeah. Even look at him. Head, like even his swag, that's That's Knuckle Duster.
Yeah, that's Knuckle Dusters. You dig?
Yeah.
Because he talking about you got to be like All Might. He just didn't want to call out who you really got to be like. Yeah. But I feel like that also plays into...
But he believed that All Might... This goes into what I said earlier in the episode. Knuckle Duster is All Might.
Yeah.
Without powers, damn near. You know what I'm saying?
He has the same resolve as All Might.
Even more.
Yeah, more resolve than All Might. More. Yeah,
for sure.
He got more resolve than All Might.
Yeah, he does what he has to do.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. This shit made me fuck with Stain more.
Yeah, same here.
That shit made me fuck with Dog more.
It made me fuck with Knuckle Duster more, too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because Knuckle Duster is a real hero.
It just, like, to me, it put Stain is weird because it's still, like, you're still wearing that mask. He's still wearing that. Like, you're still hiding who you can't hide who you are anymore because of how you changed your face.
Right.
So, like, you can't hide who you are anymore, but he's still, like, living under a guise trying to be something.
See, and I disagree, right? I don't think it's that. Stendhal and John were two different niggas. If you watched early in the episode, she was like, hey, I'm gonna hit you later, Stendhal. I ain't Stendhal.
Don't call me Stendhal.
Like, I'm not Stendhal. Fuck you mean? Like, that nigga is Stendhal. I'm not. Now he's staying always.
All the time.
Yeah.
Like, there is no mask because I'm staying.
Yeah.
Always. I'm not John no more. Yeah. John is dead.
Yeah.
Like,
but
we're in this bitch
I feel
forever.
like you're still living under an image that you're trying to portray of yourself.
I think it just became who he is.
Yeah, I don't think he's portraying because even after
it is who you are.
Even after he went up against Knuckle Duster, it was like a switch flip. Like, he became a different person right there almost.
Yeah, he beat the sense out that nigga. Like, he said, "Oh wait, I'm doing the wrong thing. Like, I really gotta live who I think. Like, I gotta live that shit."
He said, "You're right. I didn't have the resolve I needed. I didn't have no resolve. I thought this mask turned me to a different nigga. I thought that you could just like, but no, fuck it, bro. I'm always in this bitch for real. Yeah. And any nigga that was me gotta go. Like, niggas can't be me no more. See, because that version of me is ass.
See, and I think that's the problem. Now he's just trying to, he becomes a person that is just trying to destroy former versions of himself.
Right.
Because
that's not okay. You're like, the same way you got to the point where you had to change, other people are going to change. You destroying everybody who was previously in your position is like literally it's damn near the antithesis of what happened to you. Like, you got hit by a real hero and he knocked the sense into you where it's like, I gotta be a hero all the time.
Yeah.
So going out there and destroying people who aren't the heroes all the time is doing the antithesis of what Knuckle Duster did to you. He punched you in the face and was like, nigga, you gotta be this all the time. It don't matter where you at, who you see, when you mask on. No, you gotta be. I'm Knuckle Duster regardless. I ain't got this mask on. I'm still the same guy.
I think he thought Knuckle Duster was wrong in that case. I think a part of
caving his face in.
No, I think he thought that part was right.
Stepping over the line.
No.
Oh. No, stepping over the line was gas.
No, that was lit. And I think Stain knew that was lit. Or Stendhal knew that was lit. Or I guess Stain knew that was lit. It's hard
it was Stendhal.
Nah, not at that point, though.
Before he got punched in the face, he was Stendhal.
Right, but then he got punched in the face and Stain was like, damn, that nigga went crazy. Like, Stain was the nigga that was like, damn, that nigga went crazy.
That's when he turned into Stain.
Yeah, so I think Stain thought that was lit.
He stepped over that line and was like, oh, just because that don't mean I won't do this.
Yeah, I think that's when he was turned into Stain. So I think Stain was like, oh, that was fire. But what the fuck? What was I saying? Oh, no. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, no. I think a part of Stain... Shit. Damn. Okay. Yeah. I think a part of Stain even believes that Knuckle Duster should have killed Stain there. Right? Oh. And the reason I just said, oh shit, is because that is true. Because in My Hero Academia, Stain kept saying, none of y'all niggas can kill me. Only one nigga can actually kill me. Like, All Might. Yeah. That nigga got the right to take me down. I think the entire time he's thinking like, Knuckle Duster should have finished me right then and there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think he's like, so saying like, hey, I changed, other niggas should get he's like, no, I shouldn't have got the opportunity. Niggas should have killed me right then and there, and I'm gonna do what that nigga should have did.
So this is
because Stain did kill Stendhal. Now this shit getting good.
Yeah, he did kill.
He did kill Stendhal.
That punch. No, the Knuckle Duster killed Stendhal though.
I don't think Knuckle Duster killed Stendhal.
Knuckle Duster.
He took Stendhal down.
No, he destroyed Stendhal.
And
Stain was born, and he realized I have to stop any more me's from being born.
Any more of Stendhals being born.
Yeah, I don't want no more Stendhals.
And that's not what he was doing in practice though. In practice, he was just if you're not this nigga, like you're getting taken down. If I don't think you're doing this hero shit,
you're
for
a false hero, just like Stendhal was.
Yeah. See, but that's not what happened to Ingenium. He just pulled up on Ingenium and was like, "You not who I think you need to be."
But he was like, "Ingenium don't got the resolve."
Yeah, we don't know a lot about Ingenium.
See, and that's why I like this backstory, right? Because we think it's about being like a true hero and all that before this point, which it is, but the resolve.
It's just you gotta have the resolve.
It's like you don't have that resolve that it takes in order to be.
If I take this from you, would you still go out and be a hero?
Right.
Yeah. So like I understand that, but you're also destroying like heroes in the process. So
you're not destroying heroes.
You're destroying Stendhals. You're giving them a chance to be reborn. Some of them, like Ingenium has the chance to be reborn.
No, he's dead.
Yeah.
No, he didn't die. He was just incapacitated. His brother, he got to the hospital. Like Tenya got to the hospital and saw him. He just said, "I'm not gonna."
Dead?
I thought
Tensei is not dead.
Is Tensei dead?
He's not dead. He just took out.
Or
his
is he
arms.
Paralyzed?
He's paralyzed.
Yeah, Tensei might not be dead now that I'm thinking about it.
I thought it was just like his arms.
Tensei dead?
I thought his arms were burnt. Like he just messed up his arms.
Tensei Ida is not dead. He's paralyzed.
Yeah.
He's not even paralyzed. Oh wait. Nigga not even. What the fuck we been complaining about all this time?
Because he a fake hero.
That nigga not even paralyzed.
Because that nigga ran up on him and took the resolve out that
nigga. Just got beat up. He a
bitch ass
fake
nigga.
Staying right.
Bro, staying right as hell.
That bum ass nigga. Get your ass up.
Yeah, he ain't got no resolve. God,
I thought he was paralyzed.
Nah, he was temporarily paralyzed.
You good now? Get in the streets.
Get your ass up and get back to being a hero, bum ass nigga.
Well, we don't know if he's gonna come back to being. He could come back to being a hero.
Bum ass nigga.
Staying right.
I don't know.
Bum ass nigga.
Right.
No, but I'm saying you get time to be reborn. It's the same year. Like I got stabbed earlier this year, gang. Like it's not been a year since I got stabbed. Like 3 months ago.
Man, get your
Knuckle Duster
ass up and
been
get
on
to
them
work.
streets.
Knuckle Duster didn't run into a nigga.
Deku fought crime with his tongue, nigga.
Yeah.
His tongue.
And you talk about your arms hurt.
He did. Right, you
talk
about
I got paralyzed.
My legs hurt.
Come on,
Deku fighting in this bitch with no.
Hey. What did Aizawa say?
What did he said a lot of things.
When he was trying to
started.
Your arm, you're no good if you just go out there and get hurt. You're no good. You can't go out there and just. You're good.
That ain't true.
That is. Why did he take his quirk from him when he was about to throw the ball crazy?
He was wrong.
Yeah, I was like, he was wrong.
He was wrong.
Oh my god,
he was wrong.
Okay,
you don't think he was?
Deku proved him wrong.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
Deku done hella good hurt.
He was gonna throw his whole arm away.
Yeah.
No, nigga, not for this, nigga. You can't just be in here throwing. No.
Yeah, but it's not like Ida's. What you mean? Like,
nigga,
go save some people. I'm not telling Ida to get up and go throw a baseball. No, go save a nigga.
No, I'm saying
save somebody.
We don't even know. We don't know what he's up to. He said he was probably going to retire, right?
Bum ass nigga.
No, but I understand I understand if the nigga comes back, then it's like nigga got his shot.
That nigga whack.
Nah, he whack as hell. I
thought that nigga was dead for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking he was cooked.
No,
Stain, bitch, you.
He bitched
Stain
that
was right as
but
hell.
that's only been like 3 months.
No, Stain right.
Stain was so right.
Stain was right about that nigga.
If I super mutilate a nigga, like
get your ass
you
up.
got that resolve or not?
All Might did. You know, he got mutilated. So
but he didn't have a resolve for a point. But
die and he got back up.
No, but I'm saying like he should have killed All Might standing right there. Like
he was about to,
but he didn't.
Yeah.
That's trash.
He thought that nigga
You're not holding to your own ideals. That is trash. Like I'm not hearing that
because he was like niggas need All Might though.
Nigga,
and I don't think he should have killed All Might right there.
You said what?
I don't think he should have killed All Might right there. All Might still had the resolve. He went against All for One with a suit.
No, but he didn't have it at that time.
Not at that time.
Oh yeah, at that time he was down
him
bad.
The resolve actually.
Yeah,
Stain gave it to him. Stain looked at that nigga, was like, "Nigga, I almost killed you. Hey, what the fuck is you on? You're not that nigga that's supposed to you."
Look at the statue and think about how you acting right now. You a hoe.
Like you're supposed to be the nigga to get this shit right, bro. What are you on?
He's showing mad favoritism. I can't lie.
He's showing mad favoritism. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But Stain also learned a little bit from Deku too. You know what I'm saying? Like Deku kind of taught that nigga a little bit. So Stain, he was
I guess, he a little different now.
Yeah. He a little different.
Yeah, but
he still almost killed that nigga though.
He said, "Oh, I was gonna do it."
Yeah,
you lucky.
But that I still think like at the end of the day, like what he's doing is wrong. Like destroying people and just being like, "Yo, y'all, you're not cut out to be a hero." Is not how you
don't got that resolve, bro.
He tweaking a little bit,
you
but I can't
the
say
resolve.
Tweaking.
I think you need the resolve.
If you don't got the resolve to be a hero,
he's strong as hell.
Hero.
I understand there's gonna be villains stronger than him, but there are gonna be villains weaker than him. Like nigga, like we could also we need smaller heroes to handle smaller problems. Like
but not if you don't got that resolve.
Not everybody gotta be All Might, gang.
You don't gotta be All Might, but you gotta have a resolve. You gotta have a resolve.
You gotta be willing to die about it.
That's it. Stain recognizes that Knuckle
but
Duster
not every
is not
hero
All Might.
has to be willing to die about it, gang. Like that, you don't gotta be dying.
That's kind of what the resolve of being a hero is.
No, you don't.
I have to put my life on the line.
No, I can't. I can put my life on the line.
Imagine how dangerous. Like, think about this, right? Imagine how dangerous it would be to have soldiers in the field that's not ready. Like those niggas literally cause hella deaths on your own side.
Yes,
soldiers that are homemade.
Yes.
You shouldn't be out here, nigga.
Yeah, that is true. But I'm saying what they had there was more of like smaller. If he ran into a smaller opponent who was not going to give up, you know what? I already fucked you up a little bit. I'm going to let you live. I'm going to let you know what I'm saying? You got resolve. I like that. But nigga, he be fucking niggas up. Like
as a hero, you can't choose your circumstance. You can't say, I'm going to rescue people from buildings. And then somebody up a gun and you're like, this ain't my specialty.
Literally can't. The same thing we say about Ochako, she should not be out there fighting all these.
She got resolved.
She pulls up on people.
No.
She got resolved.
She's a rescue hero that's pulling up on Toga.
I'm not letting you niggas play both sides. I'm saying, y'all niggas be saying she should not be in the fight. She should just be go take some rubble off a nigga.
Agreed.
That's her expertise. That's what she should be doing. But she has the resolve to go fight other people.
She got resolve, my nigga. We need people that are just gonna do that.
Like, but there are niggas that won't do that.
No, I'm saying I'm saying yes. There's also gonna be niggas where there's gonna be times where, oh my god, like the one heavy arms nigga, like he was hiding inside a UA.
Stain should have killed that nigga.
Fake hero.
He's a bitch.
Stain should have killed that nigga. Get that nigga out of here.
We still need niggas in them moments who are going to do what they can. Like, if you get scared, yeah, my nigga, I understand you might have caused a death or two, but you probably saved more niggas than you could.
Then go work and construct. Don't be a hero. Death Arm should not be a hero.
No, he should be a hero.
He should not be a hero.
He can handle small. There are a ton of times you see him throughout the story saving niggas. You think he just shouldn't save those niggas and he should just
get into a field where that
My quirk allows me to save niggas up to a point, bro. I'm not the strongest nigga. I'm not the strongest. But if you don't got the resolve, you have to try. My nigga, but I'm saying, like, some niggas just got it better than me, gang. Like,
but Dobby pull up and he like, yo, I'm gonna torch these
not gonna be doing
Death Arms is not fighting him.
We did not send Sugar Man straight at fucking Shigaraki. We're not doing that. Yeah. Because it don't make no fucking sense. It doesn't. That don't make him not a hero because he's
I'm not saying that.
No, but I'm saying, like,
but you need the resolve to do what you need. What you're doing
would do your job. I'm saying, but
Sugar Man would give it a shot. Anima, Coda, he should not be a hero. He has no resolve. He ain't got no resolve.
You didn't watch the episode,
but he's trying.
But he had a whole episode in season 7 where that nigga had hella resolve.
Yeah, he actually did lock in. I forgot.
That nigga had hella resolve.
Yeah, he did level up.
I'm saying what Stain doing to niggas is more than resolve, nigga. Like he's a level 3 villain. Like he going up and beating up level 2 heroes and like you ain't got the resolve, nigga. You're tough. Like, what are you talking about? You're tough.
You ain't got the resolve.
My nigga, you're tough. My nigga, you're just better than me. He's just better than some niggas.
Yeah,
like,
he is. Yeah, he's better than some niggas.
So I'm saying, if you just running down the little niggas and you're sitting there like, that Native American dude, whoever he was in that alley.
Yeah.
Buddy could have had the most resolve, but just not that strong.
No, but it's not about being strong. It's about showing that you had that resolve. Because look at this. Look at it this way.
I'm terrified, nigga. Like, it happens to humans. I'm still human.
Okay, but you know who else was terrified? Deku, Todoroki. Them niggas were terrified. And guess what happened? Stain said, I'm not killing y'all niggas. Y'all niggas got resolve.
I'm scared of a nigga too. If he has an AK, but if I have a bazooka, I'm still gonna be wary some about this nigga. But like, nigga, I got a bazooka. Come on, bro. Like
Deku didn't have a bazooka at the time.
Deku
at the time he did not have a bazooka.
The nigga punched out that giant robot, gang. That's taking Stain out.
Nigga, that's not a bazooka. That's a goddamn. Kamikaze.
I'm like, that is a grenade attached to your arm.
He was still blowing up his.
He couldn't do that.
Boom.
He wasn't doing that shit in that fucking alley.
Nigga, he could.
I mean, yeah, I guess he could.
If he wanted to blow up Ida and the Native American,
bro, it's tough, bro. Boom.
That's not resolve. That's not resolve.
Hey, these niggas in the way. I gotta take this nigga out. Boom.
That's not resolve.
It's like the opposite of resolve.
My nigga, I got the resolve right here. I will resolve this problem.
Because Stain,
boom, I'm gonna boom that.
Stain could have killed them
and
niggas.
This is why I'm saying I would be an anti-hero right there. Because, yo, if there's a bigger problem than you right here. Like, I'm gonna be honest, you came here for revenge.
You don't have the resolve.
If you get caught up in the other shit, nigga, I'm taking this nigga out.
But that means you don't got the resolve.
I'm taking this nigga out.
You don't got the resolve.
What do you mean? I'm taking that nigga out.
You don't have the resolve.
How is that not the resolve?
You don't have the resolve to save niggas.
Yeah, I'm not trying. I'm
gonna take you out by any means necessary. That's not a hero.
I'm going to take this nigga out. Like,
that's not.
All Might at a certain point was like, I'm gonna take this nigga out with everything I have.
No.
It was with everything I have, not
nigga,
by any means necessary.
He was gonna die on camera in front of everybody. He did not care.
He was gonna die on camera, but he was gonna kill nobody in the process.
Yeah. Nigga, you dying on camera would have done way worse for the entire community than anything.
But saving the world, like if I have to save the world at the expense of my life, I'm a hero.
At the expense of the trust of all heroes, nigga, I'm gonna do what I got to.
No, he become a martyr, like he did. He basically did die on camera. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, damn near.
Yeah, like it's the same thing.
But I'm saying the nigga, like at a certain point, like he was beating up level 3 villains, saying you're not that great. You ain't got the resolve, nigga. That's evil. Like there is, you ain't got the. I'm just handing out resolve, nigga. I'm only looking for niggas with no resolve badges.
No one else doing it. No one else doing it.
Nigga, that shit is evil.
Somebody got to check the resolve.
That's not evil.
But I'm saying, just because you don't, a sidekick nigga is needed. Like that is 100%.
Okay.
They don't have to have the resolve of a hero as long as you're out here trying to save people and you're trying to help the public. That's what matters. It's not every nigga has to go and have All Might level resolve. You don't have to have that shit.
You gotta be ready to save somebody though.
Yeah, like if you're not ready to save,
if I run up on a sidekick and you like, hey bro,
nigga, if I'm not begging for my life. No, nigga, if I'm in the alley and this nigga just cut my ankles and I'm begging for my life, gang, it's not resolved because I'm sitting there begging for my life. This nigga just fucked me up.
If he's dead ass trying to fight back, but if he's like, hey, bro, don't kill me, please, I'll do anything. Nigga, what are you talking about?
That's not what the nigga he was begging for his life.
That's whack.
Get up.
We don't know. Look.
I'm supposed to get up and fight back, and this nigga just licked my blood, and my blood's
But we don't know. We don't know.
You gotta try.
Now my blood's curdled.
My blood's curdled, bro. Okay? Like, what are we talking about?
That was so funny. But we don't know what happened before that with the Native American nigga, right? Like,
we don't pulled up on that nigga. He said,
But we don't know.
We don't know what
happened.
He was just there.
Like, that nigga wicked.
But we don't know what happened before.
You know what he was on though. He was
that Native American. But for all we know, that Native American could have been like that nigga could have been out here without resolve. Like there could have been an old lady there, and the nigga was like, "Take her, not me." You know what I'm saying? We don't know what that nigga did.
That's ridiculous.
But we don't know what that nigga did. You know what I'm saying? Because we know what happened with Ida. That nigga pulled up was like, boy, I'm about to beat your ass for what you did to my brother. You said, you gonna whoop my ass? You gonna get revenge? What about saving him?
Yeah.
You not worried about saving niggas? Okay, you gotta go.
No, but that's different. That nigga was out there doing villain. He was out there being a villain.
Who was out there being a villain?
Ida.
Yeah, that no was all for real. He was not being a hero.
He was being a villain?
Tenya.
He wasn't being a villain.
He was being he pulled up to scrape a nigga. That is villain. That is villainous. Yo, you beat up my little brother and then I slide on you trying to beat your ass.
I don't think you're being a villain. You're not being a hero.
I don't think you're being a villain.
I don't think you're being a villain.
Nigga, if I felt some type of way about you beating up my homie and I slid on you to go whoop your ass, that is villain.
That's not villainous. It's damn sure not heroic, but it's not villainous.
It's villainous, gang.
But I don't think
it's
so.
villainous. No,
if somebody beat me up and you like slid for me, you not
the correct reason. If I took him out for the correct reason, and then I just slide on you because you're hey, bro, you beat my brother up because he was out there wilding. Nigga, yeah, your brother was out here giving false hope to niggas. If that's the correct way to think about it, this nigga is a villain because he's sliding on me doing hero work.
All I'm saying is that nigga Stain was saying, if you don't got the resolve, that shit is worse. That shit wicked, nigga. You gotta have the resolve.
I think
niggas that got the resolve,
you handling petty crime might be decent. Like,
but if you don't have the resolve to handle that petty crime,
niggas with the resolve can't be everywhere at the same time. So we need niggas with smaller resolve, but like something. You
gotta have that resolve.
No, you can't have a resolve where you fight. I don't think
if you don't have that resolve, you should
be ready to
save
people.
I don't think he's the marker. He's a little
the marker of what?
Like
All Might?
No. I'm saying Stain himself
is the marker of what?
He's not the marker of if you have resolve or not. That nigga is terrifying.
I think it's the marker of
his quirk is fucking stopping you from fighting completely. Like, so but
it don't matter how terrifying the villain
and you're
is.
on the ground, nigga. You might. Oh my god, no! I don't want to die. I don't want to. You ain't got the resolve, little nigga. I'm about to kill you.
You gotta save him.
Nigga, I'm on the ground, blood curdled in a motherfucker. I can't move. I can't move. I can't save niggas because I can't. Deku could not save.
No. Wait.
Could not save niggas when he was just on the ground.
Exactly.
Blood curdled.
Exactly. But he didn't kill Deku in that moment because Deku was in that bitch like, fuck, I can't save niggas now. Ida's in that bitch like, fuck, I can't whoop your ass. I can't get revenge now, bitch. He like, damn. You're not thinking about the right shit.
No. We're all on the same page about Ida. He was being a villain.
Well, now
he was being a villain.
He was not being heroic.
On revenge, gang.
Right.
Like, that's
okay.
That's
he was a villain.
Oh yes. Keep going. Keep going.
He was not in that.
But Deku was on the ground like, damn it, I need to save these niggas. And Stain didn't kill him for that.
Stain said, yeah, that's
Stain
solid.
was like, oh, this nigga got resolved.
That's cool. I'm saying if a nigga was on the ground begging for his life and you was like, you a hoe. I'm gonna stop you. Like that's crazy.
But if you're on the ground begging for your life and not on the ground trying to like save niggas that have resolve.
No,
you're not doing what you need to do.
I understand, but I'm saying at the same time, we still need smaller heroes to protect niggas.
We need smaller heroes with resolve, though.
You just have to have resolve.
No, that's.
I'm not saying everybody got to be a smaller hero.
Yeah, no, he's
but he just had resolve.
Yeah,
he got resolve.
He had mad resolve. Yeah, because he was like, nigga, like yes,
yeah.
Like Knuckle Duster, not a one of one nigga. Like though, like he's better than All Might. Like that's a one of one nigga. Like holding niggas to that standard is ridiculous.
But in his mind, he was thinking, I'm gonna check up on Koichi
I'm saying holding niggas to the standard of Knuckle Duster
resolve
is fair. Is not fair.
That's fair.
It's not fair. No, that nigga had more resolve than anybody in the entire verse. Like, dude, he had more resolve than All Might. Like that nigga holding niggas to that standard is absolutely
he has
absurd.
more resolve than All Might, but the standard of having that much was like
No,
Deku has that level of resolve. Bakugo has the level of resolve. Koichi, like all the real heroes have that level of resolve.
You can have that level of resolve.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying.
But I'm saying that is a slim and few super brave niggas. You cannot hold saving niggas to just those niggas. They can't be.
I think that is an obtainable level of resolve.
There's a lot of niggas that aren't that brave that still got that shit.
Is not
nigga, Jiro got that resolve.
No, hold on.
Jiro got it.
That is not an obtainable level of resolve for every single human. That is
not for every single human.
That's why every single
hero. But I'm saying that is devious to be like, well, I still have the power to help. No, you can't use it. You don't you use it. That makes absolutely no sense. If I can help more people in a day than a nigga would, right? This nigga got the resolve, but his quirk is spraying a hose at like 8 miles per hour, bro. Right. He puts out fires. He does what he can, and he has the resolve. I respect him for that.
Not gonna kill Koda.
I'm saying if I'm out there, and maybe I'm not like the strongest nigga, and I know that, and I have fear in my brain, bro. Like I'm human,
right?
But I can do what I can to save these niggas. Like I can try and make the plan where the least amount of people die, but like, nigga, there's casualty. Like I'm gonna try and save as many people as I can, but I'm not gonna be able to save everyone. All Might will admit, but I'm not able to.
But I'm gonna make sure that I get out of this bitch. Like if it comes down to the wire, it's me over everyone. We can't have niggas like that.
But I'm saying if a nigga's like, my life is valuable to the point where I'm going to save so many more people that I kind of have to let a nigga die or two. Like
if a hero's thinking like that, I get why Stain is like, bro, you got a real hero.
But I'm saying even in Invincible, there are moments where Mark has to make a decision on some people's lives, and that happens as a hero, my nigga. Like,
wait. But Mark makes decisions on some people's lives. Mark doesn't go, hey, it's getting down to the wire. Let me make sure I get it. Fuck these niggas.
No, I'm gonna make sure Eve okay, but these other niggas might die though. Like, it's cool.
But Mark was wilding at that moment though. We all agreed that Mark was wilding.
Yeah, but I'm saying he still needs to be a hero, even though he does not have the resolve to do what's right in every moment. He has too much power to not be a hero. Like I'm saying, like with great power comes great responsibility. So regardless, if you
don't have that responsibility,
you might fail at your power. You might fail at the max level. But gang, I'm doing what I can. Like I got respect for them.
But a lot of these niggas not doing what they can.
When you're the wall between this person doing bad, you have to stay in there. Like,
you know what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas aren't doing what they can.
It's different.
That's the problem. The problem isn't
they still need niggas who are gonna be like this.
But if you're not doing what you can,
no, I'm saying
you shouldn't be.
No. I'm saying I couldn't beat Stain. Right, I started begging for my life.
Okay,
I'm wimp when it comes to the, like, you know what I'm saying, like
but there's niggas to save, so you can't do that.
No, but I'm saying like, if I'm on the ground begging for my life,
take her. No, get the fuck.
I'm not saying like take her. Like that's
and the goal wasn't even beat Stain. It was Ida's goal was beat Stain.
Yeah, no.
Deku's goal was save him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that was villain. Like when he pulled up on Stain, like I'm saying. I know when Ida pulls up on Stain is the hero in that moment, kind of.
Right.
Because it's like, nigga, what? Like, all I was doing was my job. And now you're pulling up trying to stop me on some bullshit.
But you're trying to stop me instead of trying to save him.
Reasons. Exactly. Yeah. You're trying to stop me and not save this, which is the problem, right, with Standall, because he wasn't trying to save people. He was trying to stop villains.
Exactly.
But I'm saying, switching to the point where you're only attacking the niggas who are stopping villains, you are still like hurting the community, gang. Like you're still like, these niggas still stop, like they still stop villains. Like you have, at a certain point, you have to live with, okay, this nigga's not the correct hero to be looking up to, like Endeavor, right?
Right.
He's not the correct hero to be looking up to, but he's strong enough to carry us through some moments. Like Endeavor did, he always had the resolve for real though. Like,
no.
No, he would let it in. You know
no, he had the resolve to be number one.
Yes.
But he didn't have the resolve to be a hero.
Yeah. If his resolve was save people, Shoto and Ray would not look the way they do.
Oh yeah.
Because you like, even like his whole arc in season, what, 4 or 5, whatever arc that was he said, oh shit, this whole time I haven't been a hero. He was like, what does it actually mean? Because he didn't even know what it meant. He realized like, oh shit, I'm not a hero.
But I'm saying like, a nigga like Endeavor, right, like has every right to exist because he's still helping a fuck ton. Like I'm only on the list off of credit. Like niggas don't fuck with me, and I don't care that niggas don't fuck with me. I'm saving niggas. That then the numbers matter, gang. Like at the end of the day, you could be mad that he doesn't have the resolve All Might has. You could be mad the numbers fucking matter. He's saving people. Like there is still
Endeavor's back was never against the wall, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
I mean,
until the Nomu and all that shit. Like he changes.
Yeah,
he has to be number one.
His back was never against the wall until that point. If his back,
we don't see it at least.
Well, actually, no. Well, I can actually say his back was against the wall, right? Mm-hmm. I'll get his. Let me say what I was about to say, then I'll say what I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
His back was never against the wall, so we could have seen Endeavor in a situation where his back was against the wall, and because his goal wasn't to be a hero and to save people, he could have been willing to sacrifice other people to get his own back against the wall. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. And then I realized his back was against the wall. He wanted to be number one so bad that he was willing to sacrifice niggas in order to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? That nigga sacrificed Todoroki's well-being, his mental state.
His kids.
Yeah. Right. He was like, fuck it. Like, I will sacrifice this to be number one. You know, like, he sacrificed his morals to be number one. Nigga was like,
I feel like this shit is wrong. Like,
he was like, yo, I know that this marriage breeding shit is wrong, but
I'm doing it.
I gotta be number one.
I'm doing it.
Like, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if your back's against the wall and you'll say fuck the well-being of others to get for me.
Yes.
If All Might would have been a villain, it was like, or if Endeavor would have ran up on All for One, this nigga could have been like, oh shit, like, take this nigga. I'm trying to be number one. Like, murk that nigga. Fuck it. Like, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? We know when this nigga's back against the wall, he will sacrifice other, before. Yeah. Now, it ain't that. But you see what I'm saying?
He'll die up there.
Yeah.
So,
you see what I'm saying though? Like, niggas like that are dangerous.
Yes, they're dangerous in the ideals of a society where the heroes, like in 2B Hero X.
Yeah.
That would be the most dangerous shit in the fucking world. Right. Like, that would be the most dangerous shit. But here, it isn't. It you damn near need these guys, though. You need the type of guys who are gonna be trying to help in moments where it's like it gets hectic. It gets hectic. I'm pulling people out. I'm not trying to fight Shigaraki, gang. Like, at the end of the day, like, niggas aren't pulling up to the sky coffin trying to fight Shigaraki, gang.
Right.
Like,
but nobody's saying be stupid.
No, but
no one's saying be dumb.
You gotta have a resolve to pull up. We might need you.
Right. Yeah, and if we need you, then it's time for you to pull up.
No. Right now,
then it's time to pull up.
We need everybody. We need anybody who can help.
Exactly.
So
a lot of those niggas aren't doing it.
My nigga, but I'm saying, like if you're a hero,
we need death arms, nigga. We need that nigga.
Exactly, and Death Arms came back.
Like what?
He started saving people in the crazy moments.
We needed that nigga for real though.
No,
we needed that nigga. That nigga should have been up there.
Fuck no.
Not in the coffin.
I don't think he should have been up there.
He should have been up there.
They would put him in a coffin for real.
Wherever Sugar Man at, that's where he need to be at.
Right.
Probably.
Exactly.
But that nigga wasn't there.
But he's somewhere where he can save people.
No,
right
that
now.
nigga just happened. No.
We need guys like this, bro. Like, but I'm saying they shouldn't be on the scale they are, right? Death Arms shouldn't be top 40 heroes, bro. Like,
it's not even about a numbers thing.
No, but I'm saying,
like, we all agree, right?
Yeah.
We needed heroes.
Yeah.
We needed niggas, bro.
The Atomic Samurai, all the
we needed
them.
No.
Yeah, he was like top 10.
No, but Atomic Samurai is from One Punch Man. What's the Samurai in this show's name or something?
Yeah, he's like.
But I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
We needed the samurai guy. We needed Death Arms. We needed that little bum ass nigga that make the little water X signs and tell niggas not to cross the line.
Don't be tweaking on backdraft.
We needed backdraft.
We need to tweak on him. He ran. You were just saying like,
like a lot of niggas turned hoe when it was time. So I'm sitting here thinking
scary out in the streets.
Right. So we're in this bitch thinking we can count on these niggas. And we fucking can't.
Yeah, now that's why I'm saying
so like think about it this way, right? Think about it's us, right? Mm-hmm. And we getting ready to go, like we gotta go take down, I don't know, some bad people. I can't think of nobody bad
guys.
Yeah, we gotta take out Kanye and two of his homies. Yeah, we gotta go fight Diddy and two of his niggas, right? And
I'm not going.
No, I was about to say I'm false hero for sure.
Okay, well, just
like that's not the type of villain I'm trying to fight.
Okay, second you start shooting baby oil at me, I gotta go.
Okay, but y'all give it up. Let me get to my point. Right? We gotta go do this for the fate of our listeners, right?
Yeah.
If we don't beat Diddy, our listeners all die, right?
They all at the Diddy party.
Right. They all right. Or, yeah, they gonna get
Diddy party.
Diddy party. His domain expansion. Exactly. He gonna Diddy party all these niggas, right? It's time to go fight these niggas. You did the count. You did the check-in. It's me, Ian Malcolm. Like,
we finna do this shit.
It's time to pull up. E-Man don't show up. And I'm in this bitch like, take C, as long as I can live. Take all the listeners, just let me go. It's like, damn, nigga. I thought I would have came up with a different plan. I thought I had.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Like, you just caused so much more strife.
Yeah, because
niggas thought we could count on you.
Yeah, we thought
we could count on you when it was time. You didn't pull up, and you get him instead.
Yeah.
That's danger.
Yeah, that's danger.
Like, that's so much worse than knowing it's just you in these streets. You feel me? Like, think about how bad it would have been if niggas would have pulled up to the coffin in the sky and Monomo's like, I can't do it. Niggas is like, what you mean?
Yeah.
But even then, that's kind of what he did, though.
No, what you talking about?
They built the whole coffin so he could stand outside.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying.
He was putting his life first.
No, but that's putting strategy first.
Yeah, that was just smart.
That's putting strategy
first. He
just
should not have been in the line of fire.
Right. No, but think about if niggas would have got to the coffin in the sky and Bakugo would have been like, nah, bro, not today. Like, I'm scared. Niggas would have been like, we're gonna die now.
All for one, but I ain't fighting this.
Yeah, like we're gonna die now. Yeah. Like, nigga, you should have just let us know. Like, you shouldn't be here.
Yeah, we could have redone.
You are putting the whole world at risk because you don't have the resolve you need to get this done.
I guess that's fair.
It's kind of like Aoyama.
But I do feel like
Aoyama. Look at Aoyama is a perfect example. Naval laser. This nigga fucked everything.
Oh no, yeah, he was selling his homies.
Have the resolve.
Yeah, he was selling his homies. Okay.
If Stain would have got that nigga up out of there, we would be better.
I respect Stain a little bit more.
You see what I'm saying?
But the nigga's still a villain. He's still a villain.
I'm not saying he's not a villain.
Yeah,
I am. I don't think he's a villain.
He's the definition of a villain.
I mean,
but
he literally attacks heroes.
he is a villain.
I mean, you attacking people,
but he's not
really
evil.
Heroes.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll
just because you call yourself a hero don't make you a hero.
Right.
Yeah. So he's not really attacking heroes. He attacking bum ass niggas.
Right, but
no, he's attacking heroes.
But he is a villain.
They literally have a license that says hero.
That'll make them a hero.
Allows them to do hero work. And I'm saying,
I don't think he's a villain for he's a villain Because he is out in these streets killing niggas.
Yeah,
like
he's a villain by definition.
He's a villain.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what by definition he's a villain. But
villain,
you gotta like.
I could understand him being a anti-villain.
The wrong things for the right reasons, he would be an anti-villain. Correct. Yeah, he'd be anti-villain.
Yeah.
He's an anti-villain.
Yeah.
That just pushed him from villain to me to anti-villain.
Yeah, he's an anti-villain.
Yeah.
Definitively is
I understand where he's coming from because at the end of the day, them false heroes are hurting our numbers.
Right.
And they're going to fuck us up in the long run.
Like, it hurts so many more people.
Yeah.
If we pull up in this bitch and Deku like, nah, no.
I don't want to do this.
I'm scared.
I'm scared. I'm terrified.
Take them. Take Japan. Take Bakugo. Just let me live. What you mean?
Bro, that's not what you're supposed to do anything.
It's like, nigga, what do you mean?
Where's the resolve? Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Because that's going to end the fight.
I understand it now. I understand.
That's how you just doomed the world.
Yeah.
Like, he moved from villain for me to anti-villain.
This villain was, not villain. This episode was just incredible.
It was awesome.
Because of that whole...
I was wrong. I still feel like there's parts that are right. Because look,
if we're getting black and white and not really thinking about the gray part.
Yeah.
He's
gray for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's what an anti-hero, anti-villain is. It's in the gray area. That's kind of what they're supposed to be.
Right. But black and white, like looking from the outside in, this nigga killing heroes, fuck that nigga. You feel me? Like,
no, this nigga's just hurting people. Like, he's going outside, he's hurting people.
Right.
Like, that's just evil.
But
it's like why he's hurting people is he has a reason where it's trying to help,
right?
Yeah,
but it's hurting people. Like it's all
breaking
both
eggs
sides.
to make an omelet. That's his whole thing.
Yeah, niggas is hungry.
Just what eggs are you breaking?
Bad ones.
Yeah,
you don't know. You really don't know. It's like he don't know what eggs he's breaking. I think that's my issue. He's making an arbitrary judgment on your resolve, and I just feel like
and here's another thing that we don't know, right? Mm-hmm. We don't know that he's making this nigga might do a lot of research.
Yeah.
For all, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that he does, but he might. You feel me?
It's just the one time he pulled up, it was clear.
Oh yeah, I don't gotta do research on this nigga.
Any research, you just saw me hurting somebody, and you only thought about beating me up.
Yeah, like you don't have to do research on Deku.
Anti-hero, anti-villain, like anybody in that gray area he might also just be wrong.
It didn't even. I think my whole thing is like if he's wrong, it hurts way more than it helps.
Right, but we don't know the percentage of times.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, but I'm not. I can't imagine he's 100%. Nobody's 100%. Nobody's 100%. Not even Night Eye. Night Eye can see the future, and shit's not 100%. Like it's just. Not.
We don't know that nigga ain't 100% either. We don't know that.
We don't know.
Well, yeah, the thing burnt out before you can see.
I'm not talking about Night Eye.
Either way, we wouldn't know.
I'm talking about we don't know this thing not 100%.
We know.
We know,
bro. Like, be honest. There's nobody in this show is 100%. Like nobody.
I'm saying,
like
I'm not
All
saying
Might knows he could have done better.
No,
every single person knows they could have done better. But I'm saying like,
but we don't know.
Yeah,
we know for.
There's no.
I'm not saying he didn't. I'm saying I don't know that.
There's no concrete proof.
I don't know that.
There's no concrete proof.
Technically, we didn't see Stain kill anybody.
Yeah,
but he's already got the name. Hero killer Stain.
Yeah, I'm just saying we didn't see him kill anybody, so I don't know if this nigga's 100 or not. I don't know.
And we can clearly see from like the movement he had online that people resonated with the ideas he was having.
Some niggas, yeah.
Well, it was a lot. Like a lot of people resonated.
Oh
with that
yeah. Because you're right. That's why niggas were joining the League of Villains because they thought they was joining the Stain shit.
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dang.
Which in turn made him out like he poisoned the well. Like he had to do what he was doing without that messaging, without that he destroyed the same thing he was trying to protect.
Yeah, that was Shiggy's fault though.
Yeah, I can't.
How was
really...
that Shiggy's fault?
Because Shiggy tricked niggas.
I was like, it wasn't even like
his
Shiggy's
messaging that
Shiggy
got
tried
people,
to do that.
That got people swayed that way, and then they used his wave.
Right.
Yes, he had to do his job without speaking about it, like a true hero. Like he did not have to go to. He went
No. He needed to speak on it because that's how.
He couldn't.
You can only kill so many niggas,
bro.
But if I scare your whole ass into stopping, I don't even have to kill you no more.
No, but I'm saying
niggas like hero killer Stain out. I quit.
But then you build the wrong imagery. Like that he also in turn helped destroy the same society he was trying to protect.
Shiggy did that.
Yeah, with his imagery.
Yeah, I mean,
but Shiggy finessed him. Like,
yeah, I finessed the nigga, but you left the room for a nigga to finesse you. You did like you put out this imagery and this message that destroyed everything. Like it helped destroy the same thing you were trying to protect.
They just didn't know. Like, he
didn't know it would do it, but that.
And niggas got tricked.
I'm like, we thought we were following Stain. We ended up following Shiggy. Like, we just didn't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't blame.
I have. If your following ends up following the wrong thing out of your messenger, your messenger,
right.
Or however you get your message out, bro, that's your fault. Like you put out the imagery, you put out the messaging, and it got used in a way you didn't want it to. But like, my nigga, that's you. Like, you have to live with the results of your shit.
Kind of. I mean, like,
I don't know
exactly what Shiggy do.
He was in jail.
But like, you could get reporters. That nigga was
in the what's Tartarus?
Yeah, he was locked up.
I can't get no messages. Yeah, I'm in Tartarus, nigga.
Super locked up.
I don't even got powers, and he does have powers, but I don't even got no crazy powers. I'm in Tartarus.
Yeah, you can't do anything in Tartarus.
If you were the thing that drove people to the League of Villains, and you like, my nigga is you got to deal with the imagery, like the fake heroes.
Yeah,
put out this image that we're all safe until that moment. And then he put out the imagery where it was, I'm coming for all the fake villains. Heroes. And you're not going for anybody else.
Yeah.
You kind of, you put out the image, bro. Like, you put out that image.
I can't blame Stain for that.
I gotta blame Stain for that,
I feel
bro.
like Shigaraki
he had to do his job.
He finessed him.
He had to do his job without the messaging, bro.
No, I think he needed the message. The job don't work without the messaging.
Only to the people he needs to tell it to. Telling the public will destroy the same thing you're worried about.
No, telling the public bodies it, right? Because you're scared of hero. Like, I'm a civilian, right?
Mm-hmm.
E-Man's hero kills Stain, you a hero.
Yeah.
And let's say we got one more nigga. I don't know.
Yeah.
Niggas is terrified of Stain. So all the fake heroes is like, I'm tapping out because I don't want to get killed, right?
Yeah.
Fuck it. So I know all the niggas out here is in the streets like, I'm real, bro. I'm going to save niggas no matter what it takes. No matter if there's a Stain, no matter. My job is to, so now I'm looking at the real heroes like, I know I can trust this nigga. I can really trust this nigga now.
All right. Now you put out this imagery and these ideals.
Right.
Other people start feeling the same way you do, and they start trying to do what you do.
Yeah. You
don't think you're inciting people to make mistakes and start killing real heroes on accident? Like, I'm saying you can't incite what you're doing. You have to live and die by the blade, bro. Like, you have to just go out there and keep on slaying these heroes until until you chose this path.
Hey, if you got resolve, then go do it, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that.
I'm saying he put out other people's resolves to just go and be villains.
Yeah, but a real hero.
Yeah, no, I understand.
You getting them niggas out of there.
A real hero's gonna try.
You going after the same people I was going after, then like, I can't really blame you.
No, but I'm saying like
he's saying what if people get confused and they're like, Deku's a fake hero.
But he not, because Deku will lay paws on you and then save 1,000 people.
See, but you're thinking about Deku directly. I'm saying hoes. The guy who died protecting.
I was going to say the hoes gonna die.
The hoes, yeah, they suck. Who's hoes?
No, but I'm saying like
who's hoes?
Coda's dad.
Coda's, yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, what about him?
He had resolve until the last moment, but I'm saying if you incite,
how did he die?
He died to muscular.
Yeah, muscular killed him.
Did
that nigga have resolve? I don't know.
Nigga, he fought to get everybty out of there and died.
Oh, then that nigga got resolve.
Yeah, that nigga had resolve. But I'm saying if you incite people to do shit like I'm only the real true heroes, and if you're not a true hero, you should be able to stop me. And then the nigga
should be able to stop me.
Exactly. you're inciting people like that.
Okay.
And they go out there.
But then I'm gonna kill you now.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, but Stain would have just went out and killed him. For real.
I'm gonna go kill you.
You just racked another one up though. Like
I'm not a real hero. You damn near a villain. Stain, I'll kill you.
Dude, what the fuck just hit this wall, nigga? That is brick.
I don't know.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
All right, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, but that's all I'm saying on some real shit. On some real shit, if your imagery starts guiding people and they go in the wrong direction, my nigga, like
I'm gonna kill you and you not me.
But that's your fault. Like
I'm gonna slide on you, bro.
And I get other people abused his messaging.
Yeah,
but I'm saying like there were still people out there trying to be Stain that didn't get into the League of Villains.
But a real hero is gonna whoop your ass, or I'm gonna whoop your ass.
I'm saying like imagine if Spinner was just out on the street. I'm looking for the niggas with resolve. And then he goes out there and kills a nigga with resolve like you just did.
Spinner not killing
a nigga with resolve. A flyer whoop his ass. He not doing nothing.
Hey, bro, that nigga's
because Spinner don't got resolve.
Resolve don't save you all the time, bro. Resolve
sometimes it can.
It can, right?
Koichi got resolve and he be getting it done.
Yeah, but that not every.
Does Pop have resolve?
He don't do shit.
I feel like Pop kind of do it because it's convenient.
I don't know if we know yet. Like
I don't think if Pop's back was against the wall, she would get it done.
I don't.
The knife was to her throat and she just started panicking.
But that was a little different.
But she wasn't. She also wasn't trying to save nothing. It was just like.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you gotta stay.
If the knife was to Koichi's throat, she would fight.
I don't think so.
I think she would fight.
I don't think so.
Nigga,
I don't think she got it.
I'm saying the knife was to Native American man's throat, and it was just like, where your resolve at, nigga? But like the knife to her throat, she panicking. Where's your resolve at, nigga? Like,
I don't think she had no. I don't think she got it.
I think
she'll learn it.
I think she might.
But
get
I
it.
think she
can. Yeah.
I think she might get it.
But
she might not have it now.
That's the problem with Stain is like you're stopping people from like you're hurting some people to the point where they quit. Like,
good.
No, my nigga, like you don't know if this guy. A different lesson could have taught him the resolve, but you're just
something need to change right now.
Yeah. No, but I get
the same way Stendhal changed right that second.
Exactly.
You need to lock in right now.
Lock in or go home.
that's insane.
Or go home.
Exactly. I'm sending niggas
it's
to
one
their
or
creator.
Other.
Like
either lock in, go home, or see me.
Yep.
Yeah, but we gotta get.
I'm like, Stendhal went through exactly what Stain is putting people through. He was like, I gotta lock you in right now.
Yep.
And flipped everything and just started, that's not.
So Stain like
he was still
be a hero
wrong.
or die.
Like, he was damn wrong for killing the villains, but he's damn wrong for killing the heroes. Like he was wrong either way. Like he was just killing niggas, and that's wicked.
I don't know if I would say he's damn wrong both times.
He's damn wrong.
I don't think Stain is damn wrong.
I don't think he's wrong either time.
He's damn wrong.
I don't think he's.
I think Stendhal sucked. I don't think he was wrong, but I think Stain ain't wrong.
Yeah, he's wrong.
I don't think Stendhal was wrong either.
He's wrong.
I don't think he's wrong. I think he sucked. But
I think he's more wrong than Stain.
Yeah,
but I don't think he was wrong either. Because like to a certain extent, like.
Y'all niggas out here doing bad.
Bro, this is your third time? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, you destroying the city, bro. You gotta go.
Like, goddamn.
Like Yakuza guys that he was going after. He was like, bro, y'all do bad. Like, we might as well just
y'all
get
gotta
y'all
go, bro. Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
All right. To Be Hero X. Y'all thought this episode was better.
This episode slapped.
Yeah, I'm not saying it didn't. But I disagree. This is what Yang Chen ends up famous.
Yup.
He gets Real's powers. He starts getting that kid's hair lit.
Yep, giving them the little hairdos. Them hairdos were tough.
That shit was ass.
What? He gave that one dude a dog head. That was gas.
That shit was ass. And then Shang Chao pulls up to manage him.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't really fucking with that Cause he don't really fuck with Shang for real.
Yeah. You trying to slide on my girl. Come on, gang.
Yeah. He don't trust that nigga, but like he kind of grew to fuck with him a little bit.
He's gang. I like Shang Chao. He's gang.
Oh, I thought he said he was gay.
No, he's not gay.
What I don't understand is just like, come on, bro. You gotta at a certain point you gotta speak up, bro. If you can't say what you want, you can't have it.
Yeah, I agree. And he was just completely like unorganized. Like, keep the tickets on you. He was leaving the tickets at home.
Oh, why would he keep the tickets on him?
Because he wanted to ask her.
She already got tickets.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Like when he was like, "Damn, I left the tickets." I was like, "Why have they been in your pocket the last month?"
I don't know. It's a nice gesture.
Every single time he was thinking about trying to ask her.
Yeah.
Also, I don't need the tickets in my pocket to ask you.
That's true.
Like, has a nigga ever invited you somewhere with the ticket in his pocket?
I got 2 tickets.
He's just like, "Hey, bro, you want to come with me this day?"
Yeah.
I'll bring the tickets on that day. The hell?
Yeah. You know he weird already.
You thought you're lying. You don't got tickets. No, I promise I do.
I got you.
Nobody's gonna challenge you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just ask somebody, "Hey, you want to go see like a movie?"
Yeah, I believe you.
I got 2 tickets. Show them to me.
Cap. I know. But then the real ESOL's numbers were dropping.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Because Streets was like, "Yo,
you ain't doing it.
You're not.
He doing it for the love of your real hero."
Yeah. You're not getting it done. We're staying.
They said cease and assist.
I need to call Stain. Get this nigga up out of here. He tripping.
Yep.
ESOL wasn't getting it done. Then our ESOL, I'm gonna call this nigga my ESOL.
That's my ESOL.
He pulled up on the scene and cooked them villains up.
He was getting it done.
He was getting it done.
Oh my goodness.
And he ain't even had no training for real.
Bro, nothing. He stopped a car. He was going nuts.
Well,
he's fast as shit.
He could fight.
And he got it done.
Yep.
Shout out our ESOL. And then nobody was at old ESOL's show.
Cause that ain't ESOL no more, bro.
They asked that nigga, "Yo,
that's
how you feel about other buddy? How you feel about him?" No questions. I'm not answering no questions about Buddy. How do we feel about old ESOL?
He whack. He huff. I don't care about him at all.
Yeah, he living off the glory.
We need other ESOL to become ESOL.
Do y'all think ESOL's still a hero?
In a literal sense?
Nah, like in his heart.
Not really. It seemed like he just doing it for
like he in it.
I don't feel like he cared that much no more.
Like Nice was just kind of rolling with the punches.
Which Nice?
Like number 1 Nice. First Nice.
The one who just jumped off the building, didn't give a fuck about nothing.
Yeah, that nigga was a menace.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, like ESOL's just kind of just
he's just doing it for the love.
Let the money run in.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's
he like LeBron, year 21. Like I don't care about basketball no more, bro.
You don't think so?
The money.
You don't think so? Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like he's still
he
balling.
He put in effort to get a highlight, not to win games anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
LeBron makes so much money, he don't need that.
What do you mean? More money. Let it soak in. My son get money now.
That's what I'm saying. No other nigga has stayed like LeBron don't need that NBA money.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he playing the game for the.
I think he do it for the love.
Yeah, for the love of the game. Yeah. At the same time, but I just don't feel like he.
I think if he didn't have the love, he wouldn't be out there.
He don't care about winning.
I think he does. What was that last season when he got knocked out the playoffs and was literally like flipping chairs because nigga was tweaking?
It was niggas fouled him and at the end of the game. And he just started tweaking.
No, it was like the first time he got knocked off in the first round of the playoffs.
No, that was this year. It was the first time he ever got knocked out in the first round.
Okay, well, something happened.
First round. Bounce.
Well, yeah, he was tripping because nigga was like, "Damn, I'm LeBron."
Yeah, I'm LeBron. I understand, but I just feel like at a certain point,
I think he
doesn't play the other side of the ball anymore. Like so, like it becomes hard to believe that he still cares. Like if you still care, you gonna die on defense too. But you trying to preserve energy. You're trying to barely get in on certain games. You want to rest on different games. You don't care as much anymore, bro.
At a certain point, you also have to.
No,
that nigga is 40.
Yeah, he's 40.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You're not trying as hard as you used to. Like
I think trying hard looks different at 40, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think at 40, trying hard is what sitting on the bench, icing that knee. You know what I'm saying? Doing your recovery.
Yeah, but I just definitely feel like
that's me at least.
On certain nights, you can see this clearly ain't. This isn't even 38-year-old LeBron. Like this ain't the LeBron we was getting 2 years ago.
Yeah. But nigga, I'm 40.
It's effort.
It's
just effort, though.
I don't know. I just think
he don't chase a rebound. He don't chase, and it's certain shit like that. Like there are things he can still do, but you see, like I ain't doing all that.
From my perspective, at least, and I don't want to turn this into a deep conversation. I think giving your all looks way different at 40.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. Like, no.
I think he has to, and this is just from what I know of LeBron's mind, right? Yeah. I think he has to give it his all not to do that. You know what I'm saying?
What, not to just jump at everything?
Exactly. Like think about, I mean, I can't speak for your dad, but like my dad would be like older and he would just be doing shit that he had no business doing and hurt himself. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I just want to be in the mix and I want to do this. So I think trying your hardest is sometimes being like, wait a minute.
Yeah, let me.
I shouldn't do this.
All right, I'll retract.
You know what I'm saying? That's at least from my opinion.
I'll move it to Paul George then. I
can't speak on him.
Yeah, like I think there's times where I can visibly see that you're not giving it your all.
Yeah. I mean, I can't speak on Paul
like
George.
E-Soul is truthfully not.
Yeah.
You know, he's not doing his part.
So
he's just in there soaking up the money.
Should E-Soul be stained?
Should he be stained?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You don't think E-Soul should be stained?
He still want to save people, but
does he?
I feel like it.
How you know that?
He don't be outside.
I don't know for sure.
No, if you wanted to save people, you would be somewhere saving people. We didn't see him try and save nobody. He was just trying to do interviews and sit at the. He just wanted
toys.
Yeah, he want to be.
That's true.
He's just soaking in the money, and that's what that better person to compare him to is Paul George. Like Paul George is one of my favorite players all time, and I'm seeing him do this bullshit, and I hate it.
Yeah, I know you're a Paul George fan.
Yeah. It literally murders me because it's like I know you still got some in the tank, but you just don't care.
Yeah, like, he might just be. I can't speak on that.
No, bro, he just don't. You know when somebody's giving their all, versus it's just like he not giving it his all.
How old is he?
33, 34.
Okay. Let's keep moving. It's late. Yeah. All right. Shane Chow also asked Shorty out. She said she didn't know yet.
Yeah.
She wasn't gonna answer. And then she asked him, "Hey, bro, why you lie? Do you like her? Do you not like her? What's the girl's name? Lucky Cyan. Do you like Lucky Cyan? You don't like Lucky Cyan? Like, what's the deal, nigga?"
Yeah.
I listen to Lucky Cyan.
Why you lying, nigga? Did he give an answer? I don't think he got a chance to.
Yeah, I think that was that when they were on the bus? Or?
Yeah, that was when they were on the bus.
Yeah, I don't think he got a chance to.
Because it came out, they were like, hey, new E-Soul is a capper. This whole situation, he set that up.
Yep.
That nigga a capper, he not live for real. We got video. He's like, I don't know them niggas.
They got him.
What's this? He like, oh shit. But I don't know them niggas though. I swear I don't know them niggas.
Yeah, they got his ass.
Yeah, you like, fuck.
Hey. Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know them niggas for real. And then they get to the hearing. Shane Chow not there. She'll hold it down and like, hey, this ain't real. This nigga lit. Quit playing with my nigga. Boom. And lighter in that hole.
Yeah.
That nigga walked in. I was like, God,
he was like, oh, he's about to go crazy.
I said, God, I know.
Nah,
then I was like, wait, that's not God,
I saw when that was in lighter.
That's
I was
in
like,
lighter.
Oh, he's about to.
So do you think this is free?
It has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And lighter's that nigga.
Yes. And lighter is that nigga.
And lighter is that nigga. I I respect him.
Yes. 100%.
I didn't really. It seemed to me that Enlighter was kind of a gotcha hero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I got you.
Yeah. It seemed like he was kind of doing it for like his own, just like to get an adrenaline kick. It didn't seem like he was for the people for real.
But I think I got to see that this
he pulled up and he was like,
he's for the people.
I'm going to save him for real.
Yeah.
I was like, Enlighter's tough.
I think Enlighter's actually for the people.
Yeah. Yeah, I like him.
Shang-Chi was like, yo, I'm not there because I had to go get Enlighter. You feel me?
Oh.
It's like, oh, yeah, thank you.
He was like, hey, it's okay that you wasn't here because you saved my life.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You lit for real.
They walked outside. Everybody was cheering for him.
Streets love him.
Dang.
His levels up.
Just boosted.
And then at the end of the episode, Shang-Chi at the new crib.
Getting ready to go to their spot.
He kicking it. They on the way. Somebody pull up, see him in the mask. Yeah. Boom, that nigga. He was a little slow.
Mad slow.
A little slow. That's all I'm saying.
It wasn't just the bullet fly. He had time to lift his arm up.
Your lightning speed.
Bit, he should have got
held that bitch to his dome for a couple of seconds. Yeah. He was running next to Shia.
Yeah. He should have got there.
Why didn't you e-soul into that bitch?
Like, he tweaked.
All right, so what we think?
He knew to this, not true to this. But like,
how do we feel? What do we think?
They was really aiming for him.
They were clearly aiming for
So now that shit double hurt. Right. Because you murked my mans. And you was really trying to get me.
Right.
So now it's my fault that my mans died.
You think this is gonna knock his trust down? No, because they didn't even know that Esau was supposed to save him.
Like, it's not gonna knock his trust down.
Yeah, that wouldn't knock his trust down.
Okay. Got some questions. Man, I have so many questions. Who hired the hit?
Lin Liet. Nah, I'm just playing. I have no idea. I don't know who it could even possibly be. I don't even know if it's somebody that we've met yet.
It seems as though
E-Soul.
It seems as though they're trying to lead us in the direction that E-Soul hired this hit. Right?
That's very... I don't know, because...
E-Soul.
I feel like we've seen... Do we know who killed Shorty?
No.
Well, we kind of do.
It's the same person that killed his parents.
Who killed Moon?
Yeah.
The nigga who killed Moon looks like E-Soul.
Looks like E-Soul. That's why I'm like, I don't know if he would have hired someone to do the killing. Because why wouldn't he just do it himself?
No, it looked like our E-Soul killed Moon.
Oh, it looked like...
Yeah, but I forgot that until you just said that. Okay, hold on. Okay.
What if it was Nice? Nice hired the hit. So then he slid on Moon.
I don't think Nice hired the hit.
You think this is OG Nice or new Nice?
Oh, OG Nice.
I don't even think Nice. I don't think Nice ordered the hit.
Nice didn't order the hit. I don't trust Shang-Chi.
Dude that got shot.
Yeah.
Or you think he faking it?
You think he's good?
Yeah. I don't trust Shang-Chi.
We saw a little bit of the blood. They can find a way to fake that. I don't know how they would have faked it, but they could find a way. I don't know. I think... So, y'all think that the new E-Soul is the one that shot teleporting Shorty? Because it's definitely E-Soul.
What Malcolm was saying.
It's
E-Soul.
1,000,000,000% E-Soul that shot teleporting Shorty. 1,000%. I just don't know if it's...
I had to fart super bad, and I didn't want to just fart in the set. You feel me? Like,
while
we just recorded
I respect it, because I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
So,
I don't trust Shang-Chi.
So you think he's not dead?
No.
I don't know. I think he got popped.
He had a helmet on.
I think we saw the blood, though.
I'm not saying that. I don't know he was in that helmet.
Oh, you don't think he was in the helmet?
I don't know he was in the helmet.
I thought they took his face out.
When?
Like
the helmet fell off.
Yeah.
But did you see Shang-Chi?
We didn't see Shang-Chi, but it looked like they saw Shang-Chi.
I don't know that.
That's true.
This show is all about misleading.
That's true.
But now that you said that Moon thing, he could be led to believe Moon did that.
Led to believe
Moon killed Shang
Chao. Why?
I don't know. But why else would Isol kill Moon?
You think that
someone manipulated Shang Chao?
Or they trying to destroy his trust.
Who's trust?
New Isol.
Right.
Get a video of him shooting Moon.
Right.
And it's like, oh, Moon was alive. She was somewhere else. And he knew this whole time and killed her.
They shot Moon on like a secluded
island.
You dig.
But what I'm saying
could
is,
have had a camera or something.
Someone could have manipulated New Isol into believing that Moon hired the hit on New Isol, thinking it was Shang Chao, right? So that's why New Isol killed Moon, because he thought Moon was behind it. Because why? We know New Isol is a good guy, right? Yeah. So why would New Isol kill a hero?
So
the only reason I could see him killing a hero is if he got tricked.
But he had did he even have a mask on to do the kill Yang Chen? He had like a sock on or something, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it don't matter. Somebody could say Moon hired him.
I guess, yeah. That's possible.
And I could also see somebody manipulating Nice into killing himself too.
Nice, like the OG Nice.
OG Nice.
Killed himself. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if he killed himself for no reason. I think there was a reason behind it.
Yeah, there's definitely a reason why.
I don't know if it's because of Isol.
I can't wait till this episode tomorrow.
Yeah, but I'm so excited. I don't know if it's because of Isol, but Nice died. Mm-hmm. I think it has something to do with the lady that hired Lin. So I don't know if Lin might be working, or the lady that hired Lin is working with Isol.
Possible.
That's possible.
Possible.
Because I feel like she's behind.
Just get that spot?
Yeah.
That spot was brand new, so you had to have a draw.
How did niggas know that that's where he be at?
Yeah.
I don't trust Shang Chao. Shang Chao hella sketchy, bro. He's hella sketchy.
You kind of right. I don't know.
I don't trust Shang Chao. This entire time when he became the manager, he did all that, I didn't trust him. So even when he died, I don't believe it.
So you think he's not dead?
No.
I think that he might be dead. But I think that the lady that's working with Nice might be in cahoots with old Isol or something like that.
Like, isn't it sketchy that Shang Chao wasn't there before Enlighter pulled up?
Yeah, it is.
Like, it was like, oh, I was late because I was getting Enlighter. Nigga, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you were late because you were getting Enlighter, but Enlighter pulled up and you weren't even there?
And even the fact that he was wearing the helmet was a little weird to me.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm like, I feel like he might have been planning that from the jump.
Something feels sketchy.
To fake that, like, fake his death.
Something feels sketchy.
Would you ever answer the door with an Isol helmet on?
Well, he might have thought it was them.
Yeah, but still.
He definitely thought it was them.
Yeah, but why would I just have your helmet on?
We're homies. Like,
just some fun play shit.
Yeah, like we're in a lair.
But but I'm with you. Like I'm saying, that could be a reason why, but I don't know. Yeah. I have never trusted Shang Chao, is all I'm saying.
I've just never seen. I'm trying to think of any superhero thing where I saw another person put on their mask. And it was just
Ned was wearing Peter's mask.
Okay. Robin has put on Batman's mask.
Yeah, everybody put on.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not
mask.
That's a
See,
pretty.
but that's Robin, that's different. Nobody's gonna see us with these masks on, period, bro. I'm in this mask is because
nobody was supposed to know where the lair was.
But the mask isn't to hide his identity. They know who Yang Chen is.
Yeah.
You know? It's not to hide his identity.
Yeah. I think he was just messing around. Like,
Yeah, but him walking out with the mask on just felt like
it seemed sketch to me.
It could be sketch.
That's all I'm saying. It seems sketch.
Because then it really hits you, right? Like, damn, like he died because that guy was looking for me.
This show is great.
That could be. It's so good.
Fuck, this shit is good. I'm sitting here like I can't wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, now I'm thinking like all these different theories that, dang.
I can't wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, as long as they don't pick up randomly from a new hero.
Nah, I think we got two more. I think it's gonna be 4, 4, 4, 4.
Mad if they just
because these are all gonna connect somehow.
I would love it if
they're all connected.
I would love it if they switch to a new person next week.
If they switch right now, bro,
because I need more answers.
I need answers.
I need more answers.
Yeah,
so if they switch to a new person, I think I get more answers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
because even in the opening, there's one girl that looks really interesting. She's like a pink fox or something. Maybe that's the skull dude that Sturdy Man was with.
Why'd you put your finger to your lips like that?
I don't know. The first thing I thought of, because I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
New thinking pose 2025.
All right, let's do Fire Force. We watched this on Patreon. Go rock with the Patreon. Shit was good.
Banger.
Shit was great, actually.
Awesome.
I watched this episode. Well, y'all can see my reaction. I was like, that shit kind of weak. And then
started cooking.
That shit got strong.
Started cooking.
That shit got strong.
They flipped all that weak shit right on your head.
Flipped it. Yup.
Damn, I don't care that they was growing the tomatoes, bro. I don't care that they was growing the plants, bro.
Till you see what they was eating.
We thought that the crops was the flowers, but the crops was really the girls.
That's why they're named after the flowers.
Yep. And the bugs be crawling on the flowers.
She said bugs and flowers go together. Crazy.
Set them up.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
That was one of them ones.
Yeah, they cooked.
That was one of them ones. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yep.
We got Obi back.
Oh.
So do you think that means Joker?
What?
Joker was also...
I don't think they were at the same place. Okay. I thought they were, but they're not.
Okay.
So who are we thinking the next pillar is?
It's Iris.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
Oh, yeah. We didn't say that on here. Yeah. But yeah, we think Iris is the pillar because Iris ate the bug and didn't turn into an Infernal.
Yeah.
Why didn't Hibana turn into Infernal? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Maybe she wasn't fucking with the food.
I was about to say, it's possible that she didn't eat the food. I don't know how.
Yeah, why didn't she turn into an Infernal?
She just...
Probably picky. Like, right? Like, individually picking out what you're eating, being very particular.
Yeah, I could see that.
Maybe.
Because those bugs only turn you into pillars. I don't think it can just turn you into a pyrokinetic and you're normal.
Well, I thought that's why the building was, like, blown up. Because some of them might have turned into Infernals.
That's what I'm saying. I think it turns you into an Infernal or a pillar. I don't think it can just turn you into a pyrokinetic.
What about the little boy that...
He's a pillar.
He's a pillar?
He's a pillar.
The one that Rekka turned.
Yeah.
He's a pillar.
The one with the ash guy. That's right.
Okay, so the bugs only turn you into a pillar.
I believe it either turns you into a pillar, an Infernal, and that's it. I don't think they can turn you into a pyrokinetic. So the question is, Hibana. I guess, yeah, maybe she just wasn't fucking with the food.
Yeah.
Or
honestly, I don't know if this is... We're probably going to get these answers later, but the lady might talk to her and be like, I didn't give you the food, or...
That's highly possible.
You ate with me or something.
I wasn't giving you that shit because you were special.
Yeah.
We already knew you were a pyro.
Yeah.
So there was no need in giving you a bug.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah,
do bugs work on pyrokinetics?
We don't know.
Yeah, they might not work on pyrokinetics.
That's true. Yeah.
Because we've never seen it given to a pyrokinetic.
Tried it with Obi, who isn't a pyrokinetic.
Yeah.
They might have tried it with Iris, who isn't a pyrokinetic. Yeah. So
but wasn't Rekka gonna put a bug in Tamaki in season 1?
Yeah, but did they know that she was a pyrokinetic at that time?
I feel like they had to.
She was
from
she was from a different company. Yeah.
No, she was from Rekka's company.
Yeah, he looked up. She looked up to him.
Yeah, I was just saying she wasn't from the 8th. She was a fire soldier.
Yeah, she knew he was. Yeah. Or Rekka knew that because
yeah.
Rekka was to Tamaki what Hanawa is to Shinra.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So maybe you can put a bug in.
It might work with anybody. I don't know.
I'm not looking it up.
Or maybe if you put it in a fire soldier, it turns you into a demon or something. I don't know.
Doppelganger.
Is that how you get it? No, because that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, no.
I can't give a bug to Tamaki and then she turns into Burns.
Yeah,
that don't make sense.
No, I don't think that's how that works.
We don't know how to make doppelgangers.
Yeah.
I imagine that might be how you do it. You give a bug to a pyro.
But then how the fuck?
A demon is born.
Yeah, but the doppelganger, like if I gave you a bug, how the fuck you turn into a doppelganger of E?
No, I think it might just...
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the doppelganger be of a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't give you a bug and you turn to E.
Why not?
It don't make sense to me.
Yeah, I'm like, I guess it's possible, but I wouldn't think that's how they do
it could just doppelganger somebody you know, or doppelganger, like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody strong.
Or there might be a way to do it. You do some blood or I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
It's possible.
I don't know.
I don't know. This episode, there's not a ton to talk about because the first half was kind of chill.
Yeah.
Building
and at the end was when all the questions came.
Yeah. I mean, we had the Moonlight Mask thing.
That shit was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But we didn't get that much.
Yeah, it was like a quick. We knew Benny was going to fuck them up.
Though. He pulled up and they said he controls all fire within a 4 meter
all
range.
Heat.
Yeah, all heat.
That nigga's lit.
Yeah, like we knew he was going to
I hate that sound, nigga. I don't know if I've ever said that on the pod, but I hate that nigga.
I think you have, for sure.
He be
that
turning
nigga's
flames
ass.
to ice. That's crazy.
That's not what he does. He turns flames into like sound and then turns the sound to ice.
Yeah, but the ice can freeze flames.
What?
The ice can freeze flames.
But what do you mean?
If there's already a fire,
if like a fire is here, he can just freeze it and turn it to ice.
Yeah, but I think he has to turn it to sound too.
No, he turns the sound into ice. But he can freeze fire, which is gas.
What is his name?
I don't remember. If you look up First Company, it'll show you everybody probably.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
First Company Fire Force. Yeah, let me see what this nigga power is. His name is... Wow. They don't have nigga name on this bitch.
Crazy.
Holy Soul Temple. Rookie Fire Soldier Games. Damn, what are these niggas' names? Oh, here we go. Nope. Wow. Okay. First Company Fire Force members?
I think they've said it, so.
They might even be lieutenants.
It might be. Yeah.
Kareem Flom.
Yep, Kareem. That's what it is.
Let's see. Kareem Flom's powers. Powers and abilities. God, I hope I don't just roll up. Abilities. Second generation who has awakened the ability to generate ice using thermoacoustic refrigeration, an ability that allows him to collect heat energy from an external source inside an instrument, then transform the energy into sound, decreasing its temperature. Repeating the loop several times creates ice, which can be launched at opponents or be incapacitate infernals. In simplistic term, he has compared his ability to how air conditioning works. While he's shown off the ability without tools, the effect is significantly magnified through the magical instrument, which he carries a bell, which he can use to create an alarming noise. That can, with the help of a second generation, reduce the amount of heat and collects it for... Yeah, this is so stupid.
Kind of cool.
This is so stupid. Like,
cool.
Is that not dumb?
It's cool.
That nigga turned fire to sound, and then the sound is cold?
No, he turns heat into sound, and then he refrigerates it. It turns into ice.
I just clicked his straight, like...
That's so dumb.
I don't hate it. I think
his
that's
ability
cool.
On Wiki, I just clicked the whole ability. Like, I need the
So
explanation.
stupid.
I think it's kind of cool.
I think that shit is so dumb.
I like it. That's dope.
No, bro. Kareem is able to impact heat energy and turn it into sound by creating friction with the air.
Like, is that not... It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't need to make sense. It's Fire Force.
Can turn sound
But they
into
all
cold
make
air.
sense to an extent based on the power system. This nigga power system, he turned fire into sound and sound to ice.
I don't know. People have electricity. People have magnetism.
That all makes sense.
Magnetized lava.
Right.
No, the magnetized lava don't make no sense.
It says when the heat is turned into sound energy, the temperature drops. Right there, you lost me. Because
he turns into sound.
No,
He
why does the
hot.
temperature drop?
Why does the temperature no more? Probably less hot.
No, you're not making no sense with that one.
That's not that crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
That is that crazy.
That's
bro.
not that crazy.
The temperature drops and enters a state of transposition.
Well, I don't even know what that means.
Transposition? No, I'm thinking of composition. I don't know.
In music, transposition refers to the process in operation.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Moving a collection of notes and pitches.
This don't sound stupid.
So
it's great. Like, yeah, sure, it's stupid and fun. Damn, fuck y'all.
It's not fun though. It's just stupid.
Fun. No, I'm not gonna. Is certain characters, their power just don't make no damn sense.
And neither does his.
And I don't like that.
But I'm saying like
he's the only nigga in Fire Force whose power don't make no sense.
Magnetism.
What?
No,
the Vulcan's friend, the magnet lava.
So I was thinking that didn't make sense, but I feel like it kind of makes sense for lava to be magnetized, right?
This is molten metal.
Yeah, I feel like that does kind of make sense.
Oh, yeah, I guess a little bit.
Because I think the way you make magnets is to heat up metal to a certain extent, right?
I couldn't tell you.
I just know that iron doesn't magnetize at a certain temperature now. Like that's all that shit's
yeah,
on
right.
Yeah. And by repeating the motion with his ability and instrument, Kareem is able to lower the temperature through enough to create ice.
It's so stupid.
The shit is just come on, bro.
It's fun. It's cool. It's just a nice little different power.
I hate that nigga. But I think that's all I got on Fire Force, unless y'all got something else.
No.
Banger.
All right, y'all. 4-hour pod. We gonna go ahead and get up out of here.
It's mad late. For those who want to know how late it is 11:07.
God
PM.
dang. I did not know that.
And we didn't even shoot Patreon today, so we might have to spin back to shoot Patreon at some point, but we're not doing it tonight.
Whatever.
Because, it's too late. My girlfriend's going to be upset.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the time I get home...
Yeah,
it's clipped.
Yeah, but all right, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We will catch y'all in the next one. Go rock out with the Patreon. We out. Peace.